Welcome, Kian, first one in the room. Welcome, Coco, Mel, whoever that was that just skipped past there quickly. Welcome, you too. Welcome, Marius. Welcome, Art. We're going to talk some art today with some NFTs. Welcome, Dill. Welcome, Gone Hunting 22. For those of you who are hopping into the room, don't forget to hit that like nice and early, and don't forget to hit the share so we can share it out to new people. Let's get this live filled up. We're going to have some fantastic conversation today. And that's right, Art, you go right ahead and giggle away, buddy, because we are going to talk a little bit about NFTs today, because there's some new hype coming up in the NFT world as we approach the 2024 bull run. So yes, we are going to talk a little bit about some art and, of course, other use cases and purposes for the use case of NFTs, non-fungible tokens. So thanks everybody for hopping in the room. At this point, you're all hopping in too fast for me to say all your names. So welcome everybody, and I appreciate you joining me once again for another IHodlLife live session right here on TikTok with yours truly, the crazy crypto master Tristan. So we're going to chat today about some crypto. We're going to chat, of course, about what's going on in the industry right now as far as ISO going live literally on the 21st. What does that mean? Why haven't the ISO coins pumped in price? What is happening with the Fed now? What's going on with the rivalry between that and ISO? Is there a rivalry? How are banks being supported right now? What's going on right now with banks buying out other banks? How is this really affecting the industry? We're going to throw all that on the table today, and we're going to chat about it. So feel free to get your comments, get your questions, get the topics that you want to get brought up, and make sure you put them in the chat, and that's how you're going to get them brought up. So welcome once again, everybody, for joining in. We're just going to hang out for a quick moment, let some more people filter in since I just opened up the live. Good job, everyone. We're already at 700 likes. Let's get up over that 1,000 mark right off the hop. And of course, don't forget to share the live as well. Like, follow, share. It's like a repetitive button I press on my desk every now and then, and it reminds me, like, follow, share, like, follow, share. All right, let's see what we got here. Poverty token. Sup, brother? Poverty token. Sounds broken. Poverty token. We should call it wealthy token. Let's make it wealthy, so it's no longer poverty. I'm guessing it has to do with something with solving poverty issues. So I like the sound of it already. Kian, Mr. Green, he says, why do you think Stacks has dropped so much today? Well, let's see. How much has Stacks actually dropped today? Let's take a look. I don't hold Stacks in my portfolio, but for those of you who do hold Stacks in your portfolio and you're wondering, you're wondering, what is Stacks? Who are they? What do they do? Stacks is a multi-purpose utility cryptocurrency, and one of the main things that they do work with is data storage, which is a really important piece of what they do, along with multiple other things that they do also. So why would they crash, or why? I shouldn't say use the words crash because they didn't crash. Why would they reduce in price so much? Well, if you go back in its history, you'll probably see that it likely had a bit of a surge over the last few weeks. Before I even pull it up or take a look, you'll likely see that it probably had a surge, or it pumped a little bit a few weeks ago, and then you'll see it pull back the same way that we saw XRP pump a few days ago up to 65 or 66 cents Canadian, and then it pulled back 5 or 6 or 7 cents. So this is very normal when you see a big pull down. Chances are, if you look back in history a little bit, it had a recent 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% climb. So that kind of is an offset as it's going. However, every now and then certain things happen, certain things fall apart, certain companies remove deals, or they go different ways, or they make different collaborations, and this can sometimes affect the volatility that we see in the cryptocurrency space. So I will remind you, really important though, when a cryptocurrency goes down 10% or 20%, nothing has happened. This is not a drop. This means nothing at all. And when a cryptocurrency goes up 10% or 20%, this is nothing at all. This really means nothing at all. Any of a 10% downward or 10% upward, 20% downward or 20% upward movement can very easily be some type of a large power buy-in. It could be a large liquid sell-off. It could be a change in economic structure. It could be a change in economic scope as a whole. It could just be a major change in inflation. It could be a change in interest rates. All of those things can charge or cause a 10, 15, 20, sometimes even 25 and 30% increase or decrease in a cryptocurrency's token. But it's important to know that nothing has really happened to the price. All that happened is something affected it that caused it to either lean back or caused it to move forward a little bit. But this is what I meant when you said, why is it dropping? If you go back in its history a couple days to a week or even 2 weeks ago, you'll likely see that it probably surged a little bit, and that's why it's pulling back. And that's the same idea. When you see it surge that 10, 15, 20%, don't worry too much. It's coming right back down. So unless you're selling and buying and selling and buying, which I don't recommend unless you're doing large amounts of money because you're going to get killed on the tax, you should just be hodling it and knowing that when it dips down, you buy more. When it goes up, you chill out and just wait. So I hope that answered your question. There's no exact rhyme or reason. A lot of influencers out there, they will give you, oh, this is why the price went down, or this is why something went up. And the truth is a lot of things can occur that cause a price to do absolutely nothing at all, and then very little things can happen, and it can cause a price to make major movements. So this is where the volatility of the cryptocurrency space becomes unpredictable, and that's why we are a hodl community, not a buy sell buy sell buy sell. Let's try and think we know faster than the market, because we don't. It'll burn us every time. So again, I hope that answered your question. And for everybody who is joining in, thank you. You guys are firing away already. We're almost at 3,000 likes. So please make sure to hit that like, hit that follow, and don't forget to share the live, because when you share it, it shows up on more people's For You page. And then more new people jump in and they get involved, or they think, who's that crazy Tristan guy talking about that fantasy internet money, monopoly internet money? And then they run away real quick. Dracula, how are you doing? Hi, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. Kikaleo78, peace up to you too, brother. What else do we got in here, guys? Don't forget to post your questions or your comments or your topics about the cryptocurrency market, the banking and finance infrastructure that's going on right now, or anything along the lines of Web3. And we'll jump all over it, from metaverse to AI to NFT to crypto. You name it, you want to chat it, you drop it, and I will bring the alpha. Dirty Davy YYC. Sorry, Dirty Dave, not Dirty Davy. Dirty Dave YYC. Well, first of all, shout out to a YYC brother. I'm not in YYC right now, but I was for the last very long time, and that's where the company IHodlLife, these guys right here, we were founded. So I've got big love for the YYC. So great to see that in your name, Dirty Dave. Try to keep it clean out there, buddy. All right, so he wants to know, he's not shilling here, but he wants to know, what do you think of the project High Finance? Now, I have looked into High Finance a little bit. I don't see anything that interests me. I don't see anything that looks like it's a new opportunity. I don't see anything that tells me it's a scam. It just looks very plain, very simple, and it's not something that's even close to on my radar. So, hope that answers your question there, Dirty Dave. Poverty token agrees with me. 10% means nothing. Sometimes even 30% means nothing. Like when we're talking big coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, 30% is nothing. When it's smaller, newer, younger cryptocurrencies, 30% could be a new movement pattern. It could be where it's, because cryptocurrency, like I said, moves like gas prices like this. It goes up and down and up and down. And when we zoom in, it looks like it really goes down, or it looks like it really goes up. But when we zoom out, it's constantly doing this kind of movement like a gas price all the way up. So you do see sometimes with lower tokens, you'll see them move up in these kind of little gradual staircase movements. But for the bigger currencies, or the bigger, I would say, top 10 or top 20 cryptocurrencies, 30% up or 30% down means absolutely nothing. It could be, media hype that pumps something like that. So, or an interest rate hike by the feds, or, some type of a collapse of a bank or financial structure, or anything of the sort that could cause a potential pressure on the market itself. So once again, 10% up, 10% down, 20% up, 20% down. Doesn't really mean much. When you hit 30%, it's start to pay attention. Maybe something happened. Maybe it's moved up. Maybe there's something you haven't heard and you should be listening for and trying to find out why that big of a jump or why that big of a drop. But outside that, you're probably just waiting for the typical move of the motion, and you need to remind yourself to lean back from the graph. If you zoom in too much, it looks like the price is dropping. No, it's not. It's only been a week, man. Chill the fuck out. Go back a month and it looks like the price has actually gone up or gone down. Like I said, always zoom out. And if you're really getting worried, I always tell people who say cryptocurrency is a scam and it only goes down and everyone loses their money. You know those people. I always tell them, I say, okay, well, let's look at the Bitcoin graph. And I look at from 2021 until today. So when we had the peak of the bull run in 2021 until today, and you'll see a line that looks like this, all the way down to this little like gully at the bottom. And if we look at that, we can be like, wow, man, what a scam this fucking industry is. People buy their crypto and it just goes down and everybody loses money. What a bunch of idiots. Well, for all the people who don't follow the market and don't know when to buy, and they buy on the downside of the back of the hill, they buy at $800 and then their crypto's $100 and then they throw their hands in the air and say, oh, fuck, crypto's a scam. Well, no, I mean, your lack of research before you entered the market was the scam. But anyway, so the market is going down like this. And if you look at that graph, it looks like, wow, crypto only goes down. But if we zoom out all the way back to 2010, Bitcoin is right here at 0.006 cents, and today it's sitting here in Canadian dollars at about $30,000 or $35,000. So it's only gone from here to here. It's only gone up. But if we zoom in all the way to 2021 until 2023, we can look at the price go from here to here and be like, oh, what a scam crypto is. The price only goes down. All the idiots in the crypto market that have never paid attention to crypto prior to 2 years ago were like, oh, what a scam. Everybody loses money. It's only ever gone down. That's because you haven't been around long enough to go on the proper side of an actual bear market. And that's where we are right now. We're on the second half of the bear market. And as soon as we finish the second half of the bear market, you know what that means? It means we begin the first hill of the bull run. So the people, like I've been saying, who are paying attention in the bear market while the ball's rolling down the hill, you guys are all the ones that are going to become the next wave of millionaires when we hit the 2024 and the 2028 bull run. And we all know 2028 is going to be the wave of world adoption. But between now and then, there's still one more bull run, and that's the 2024-2025 bull run. And there's going to be massive growth in the industry. Layer ones are going to light up the roof. Industries all over the world are going to start realizing that I need to go blockchain the same way they realized in 1997. I need to get a website, and they're going to have the same panic, and there's going to be a wave of tokenization across the world. And all of you people who are owning cryptocurrencies now, who are stacking those assets now and hodling them, not trying to buy and sell in 10 and 20% raises and dips, all of you are gaining an opportunity, and I will remind you, it's not financial advice, but all of you are gaining an opportunity for financial freedom in a new market, in a new technology, in a new opportunity where for the first time ever, you don't need clout. You don't need a certain sized bank account. You don't have to be friends with certain people. You could be any person anywhere in the world, and you could just download an app, attach your bank, and you could just start, or your credit card, and you could just start acquiring digital assets at angel level entry time. I can't emphasize how important that is. Normal financial market, you don't get to invest until it's too late. The average normal human being, unless you have a multi-million-dollar profile, you have clout, you have friends, or you have a certain circle of influence, you don't even get the opportunity to meet the people to give them your money, even if you had the money to give them. You only get the opportunity at something called an IPO, initial public offering, which means, hey, everybody, let's all invest in this new company. And then what we'll do is we'll pump our money into it, and then we'll release it to the market, and all these other fucking morons buy it at the IPO. All of our money's going to make us millions, and then we cash out, and we hold on to a little bit to say we still work with the company. Are you with me? This is traditional finance. So all the people who are angel investors in early, who dump a chunk of their value or their stock as the IPO happens and everyone else gets in, you might make 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 grand over a 5 or 10 year window, and they're making millions over a 24-day window simply because of when they enter the actual investment. And why do they get to enter the investment earlier than you? Because it's not a decentralized world. It's a controlled world where if you're not special, meaning money or friends or influence, you don't get to come to the table and you don't even get a chance at it. But with crypto, it's completely open on the table, and anyone in the world with the aptitude to pay attention, you're sick of hearing me say that on this channel, the aptitude to pay attention is all you need to become absolutely ridiculously wealthy and literally create generational wealth by paying attention to a new technology that is going to encompass and engulf the entire world the same way that the internet engulfed the entire world through its interoperability and its use case. But this time, blockchain is going to be the internet times 1 million on steroids. It's going to encompass everything, not just our communication. It's now going to encompass our value. We have an internet of communication, an internet of value. We're going to have an internet of communication, which is computer talk to computer, IoT. I'm telling you guys, this is a whole new wave, and for the first time ever, you can grab a surfboard and you can jump on the beach and nobody can tell you you can't. Unless you live in the United States and they tell you you can't buy XRP. Just kidding. And you're right, Dirty Davy says a large dump or a huge buy. You're right, those can sometimes change some pressures in the market. Sometimes just news can change pressures in the market. Sometimes sell-offs. There's all kinds of minor things. That's why I say 10, 15, 20%. Don't worry, everybody. If it's going up and it's on the 10 or 15% up from when you bought last time, sit back and chill. Challenge me on this. Call me a liar. Challenge me on this. Watch something surge 10, 15, 20%. Sit back and relax and say, Tristan's going to say it's going to go down. Tristan says it's going to go down. And then watch it for the next 5 to 10 days. I promise you it's going to go almost back to where it started, that 10 or 15 or 20% surge, within a 3, 4, 5, 6% ratio. You'll see it goes from $2 up to $2.20. It'll very quickly come back to $2.03 or $2.05, just as a simple example. And that's how the cryptocurrency market works. It's going to go up to 220, down to $2.03, up to $2.40, down to $2.09, up to $2.60, down to $2.15. And it's going to keep playing that annoying little game, and all the people that are zoomed in and not really understand how it works are going to keep buying and selling and buying and selling and thinking they can outsmart the market. And all of us hodlers are just like, filling our bags nice and easy, off to the market we go, and we're all getting rich doing it. Any thoughts on Real Token? Never heard of it, have no idea what it is, but based on the spelling, it looks like you should take it fishing. And Art makes a really good comment here. Art says, pumps are for day trading. In futures, we talk about holding here, folks. And Art's right. This community is really about hodling your crypto. And it's not that we don't know how to trade. I'm actually a certified cryptocurrency trader. But the reason that I don't trade, or the reason that I don't promote trading, is because I want to reach the people who are not savvy with crypto. I'm here to tell every ordinary person this amazing opportunity is available to you. For the people who already own NFTs, they know what they're doing, they're already savvy about it. I'm for them as well, because I'm a professional in the field and they can grab knowledge from me, but they are not who I'm targeting to speak it to. I'm targeting to speak to people who are new, who don't understand what they're doing, and don't recognize the opportunity that's at hand because they're too busy being distracted by all the things that the world creates to distract you. So this is where the HODL community comes in, and this is where the buy the token, understand why you own the asset, and hold on to it for a long period of time, as opposed to try to outthink the market, because most people that I'm talking to in that niche market, they don't have the time to invest in the market, to pay enough attention to make those correct moves. So to safeguard them from making a false decision because they're only half-ass invested into the knowledge of it, it's better to play the HODL game and understand first, why do I want that asset? Now that I have some, now I'm going to hold it for a long period of time. I understand how the market works. This is a way better fundamental investment strategy. Not financial advice, but a way more fundamental investment strategy for anyone who is getting into a new field or a new opportunity and they're not quite sure what to do yet. You could just download an app, you can buy a couple cryptos that you believe in or that you've done your research on, and then you can just hold them and do some simple knowledge about how to get my crypto offline in my custody, which you already know. You can go to IHodlLife, www.IHodlLife.com, and you can get yourself one of these badass smart wallets. Or better yet, a Nifty, which I'm charging right now because I'm going to be sending some NFTs over to my Nifty. So hodling is where it's at. And you know what? Even cryptocurrency traders will tell you the truth is hodlers usually win. For a cryptocurrency trader compared to someone who doesn't invest and doesn't do anything in the crypto space, he makes way more money than someone who doesn't do anything. But the cryptocurrency trader versus the guy who just keeps buying and holding and buying and holding and buying and holding, in the long run, the buying and holding guy generally wins. And most will admit to you, yeah, hodlers always win. It's kind of a saying, hodlers always win. Now that doesn't mean there's not a bunch of cryptocurrency traders out there that are awesome and they make a bucket load of money, because they do. But for the average person, the average normal human being that thinks they're going to get into crypto and they're going to make money on it, chances are no. You need a lot of education and training, the same way a stockbroker needs to do it. You're not just going to wake up tomorrow and start trading stocks and be a pro at it. Can you learn? Can it be successful? Can you believe in yourself? And can you get there? 1,000,000%. But are most people going to fit into that category? No. And I am talking in generics for the general population. Do I know Jasmy token? Yes, I do know Jasmy token. I'm not invested in Jasmy token. When it first came out, I liked that they were looking at doing direct engagement to the user through media. But other than that, there's so many platforms doing that. I would much rather, at this point in the cryptocurrency market, invest my money into really solid layer one projects, as opposed to projects that are looking to be the new Spotify or the new, app that you might use for this specific application. I'm looking more right now at who's going to be the new baseline internet that people are going to be building all of these types of things on top of. That's the bigger play, because of where the liquid is actually going to sit and the long-term value. Masksimuni says, do you think XRP will be a stable coin? Well, I don't think that XRP will be a stable coin, no, but I believe that XRP's price will become stabilized. And I know that that sounds like a bit of a controversy, but it's not. It's not a stable coin, which means it may not be pegged to a specific value, at least not for a while. I've heard rumor of it being pegged to gold. There's a very good possibility if they create a world dollar, that the world dollar would be pegged to gold, and XRP would then be pegged to something more finite than gold, such as Bitcoin. So, and yes, Bitcoin is more finite than gold. Gold is mostly scarce. Bitcoin is absolutely scarce. Therefore, Bitcoin is the most solid store of value ever known to mankind, because we might discover a new planet in 50 years and half of it's gold, and then the value of our gold is worth less, but we're never going to discover more Bitcoin. Therefore, Bitcoin becomes absolutely scarce. It's more finite than gold in itself, and the reason we use gold to equate the value of countries is because it's the most finite source of value that we know as humans, and Bitcoin trumps it by a long shot. You don't believe me? Go look at how much new gold was found in Africa in 2021 and in 2022 and how it affected the price of gold. Can't do that with Bitcoin. And someone might argue with me, so let's put the real goods on the table. Yeah, I know what you're liking it. I know you're liking it. So hit those likes, guys. Hit those likes and don't forget to share the live. And I know you're thinking, oh, well, gold is real, Tristan, and Bitcoin, you can't see it. It's hypothetical something. Well, you have to understand that I have to dial it back and get a little bit intricate with you if you think that way. I have to say to you, what makes gold real? What makes it real? The fact that you can lift it in your hand? Well, I can lift my wallet with my Bitcoin in it in my hand too. Oh, but you need a wallet to hold it. Well, okay, fair enough. Now, the difference that I'm trying to get to you, or the point that I'm trying to make to you, is that just because you can hold something physical in your hand and you can't hold something physical in your hand like oxygen or love, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. So it's very hard to wrap your head around an asset that exists that you can't see. Oh, well, love isn't an asset, it's an emotion. Okay, I'm with you there. But there's a lot. Air is a really good example. Air is an item. It's a product. It's something we know is there, but you can't see it. You can't hold it in your hand. You can hypothetically understand what air is, and then you can say, oh yeah, well, I can hold it in my hand. It's all floating in there right now because I know what air is. And if you knew what Bitcoin was, you would very easily say, oh, well, anybody could identify the numbers on the blockchain, therefore telling me that it's Bitcoin. And I will get to the point of this conversation is what makes gold gold, what makes it real, and what makes Bitcoin real or not real is our ability to identify it. If we can't identify it, it's not gold. It could be liquid yellow juice for all we know. But because we can identify it as a bar of gold or as a substance or as a molecular structure creating gold, we can therefore look at the molecular structure of Bitcoin, which is coded numbers on a network. And those coded numbers are recognizable by computers and by humans. And by recognizing those coded numbers, you therefore have an identity. And by having an identity, you are therefore real. You therefore exist. Therefore, gold and Bitcoin are just as real and just as fake as one another because you can identify them equally. One you can hold in your hand, the other you can empathy, or you can create an idea that you can hold it in your hand. You can create in your mind that here it is and here it is, the same way you would create holding air in your hand where you can't actually see it. You can't actually see the Bitcoin, but you know it exists because we can prove it. We can identify it. Therefore, we can prove Bitcoin, we can identify it, so it is just as real as a physical bar of gold. But going back to its finite source, the fact that there's only 21 million of them and you'll never be more, you'll never make more, you'll never find more, you'll never go to a new planet and discover more, therefore creates a store of value that is identifiable, so it's just as real as a bar of gold, but it can't change its value ever. It's finite sourced. Now you understand why we peg our value to gold, and with gold being a somewhat finite source, Bitcoin becomes the more solid aspect of that. So there could come a time where gold itself is pegged to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is so much more secure as an asset than what gold is. Call me crazy. Wait for the future. It's coming at you faster than you think. You may not need to believe me. You might just witness it yourself. So do I think XRP is going to become a stable coin? Well, let's talk about the use case of XRP. XRP is going to be used for remittance accounts. It's going to be used between banks and institutions, and it's going to be used for Nostro and Vostro accounts, and it's not going to be used by Tristan and Jason when we go to the store and we purchase our hat. Even though there's all kinds of companies around the world that are thinking about using XRP as their payments token in their store, and this is all because people don't really know the final use case of XRP, which is going to be only institution A, whose name you don't even fucking know, and institution B, whose name you don't even fucking know, and they're sending an amount of money that you don't even want to fucking know between each other on a constant basis with trillions of dollars transferring all around the world. And there could come a time where there could come a time where XRP is not in the hands of people at all, meaning it's either illegal or it's been purchased back or it's just not available in the general sequence of mankind. It's only in the possession of the people who are using it, almost like a business to business type of currency, that if you're not doing business within that circle, you're not allowed to have that currency or have possession of it. So there's very possibility that XRP could be used in that sense, and therefore the question would be, do we need to stabilize the asset's value? If we're transferring $10 million from company A or financial institution A, and by the time it reaches financial institution B, has the value changed? Have we increased or have we lost money? And this is where the value of it staying stable becomes very, very important. So do we want to send an asset from point A to point B that's 60 cents and tomorrow it's going to be 95 cents? No. Before it gets to full liquid source, and what I mean by that is before it gets to the full throttle, which means institution A and institution B are sending XRP back and forth, and everyday human beings like Tristan, we don't have XRP in our possession anymore, at that time, the coin might become a stable coin. But until that time, it will continually grow in price in either two ways. Number one, it will gradually increase until its final number, or number two, a switch will be hit and two things will happen. It'll instantly spike to a ridiculous price and it'll just stay there. And then secondly, you'll be told that you have a certain amount of time that you have to remove it from your wallet because wallets will no longer be able to support the asset anymore. And then you won't be able to hold it anyway, so you'll be forced to therefore sell it at whatever current market price it is. So those are likely some of the forward outcomes that might come from XRP, but we'll see what happens. I do believe that they are going to win the upcoming lawsuit, or I should say the lawsuit now, but the upcoming verdict should be either one of two things. Number one, I can't decide, Judge Torres, sorry, I can't do it. I can't decide, guys, it has to go to trial. That could be step number one, to drag it out even longer. Or number two, which I think is going to be the result, is XRP has moderately won, which means they were fined for a certain period of time, but now they're no longer a security and they're allowed to continue conducting business, which therefore would make them extremely special because they'd be the only asset with clear regulation. Donkey Joti, I have no idea how to say that. Welcome. X-Core, when do we get them? I heard that we are getting drops throughout the year for most of the Corium, and I do understand for people that were holding XRP, as the snapshot happened this past yesterday or the day, I think it was yesterday or the day before, if you were holding XRP on any supporting areas, then you would, any supporting exchanges or wallets, then you will get airdropped on the 14th of May. So you have to wait for all of April and halfway through May, and then you're going to see some of the airdrops, and I don't think it's all getting dropped then. I think that's just when they're going to begin dropping the coins to people. So, and it could be spread over a month, 3 months, 6 month period. Usually airdrops operate that way. The snapshot will be taken at one time, but when they distribute the tokens is usually over a period of time. It's not like one day, boom, everybody just gets tokens in their wallet. It doesn't quite happen that way. Holy shit. What a name. Holy shit. That I didn't swear. That's actually the dude's name. Holy shit. And his comment is, can you talk about XDC? I love XDC. XDC is an ISO approved cryptocurrency. The thing I don't like about XDC is it's so hard to find a damn wallet that holds the cryptocurrency unless you live in a certain area, which I do not. So I always have to take all these extra steps to try to do business with owning cryptocurrency called XDC. But because it is an ISO approved coin, it is in my top area of my lists, and it is one that I do favor having in my portfolio. So why do I like XDC so much? Well, because XDC is building the infrastructure to be a layer one platform for multiple use cases, especially POS. So you might see XDC used as a new terminals, like the actual chain system that you see for new terminals when you walk into a store and buy something. You might see them used for other types of use cases, such as financial money being transferred from bank A to bank B, but on a commercial level, not behind the scenes on an institutional level like XRP will be on. It'll be on a more front level, which leads me to the conversation of, is the Fed now and their Cypherium and whatever they're doing over there, is that competing with ISO, and does that make ISO obsolete? No, because you have to understand the different layers, and the Fed now and what they're building is based for those Nostro and Vostro accounts between the Feds, as opposed to the Nostro and Vostro accounts between banks. And the difference between that is there's a bank right here who has money and they lend it out to the people, and when the bank needs more money, they go over here to Mr. Fed and they borrow money, and the bank gives them bank bonds, and then they go over here and they lend it out to the people. So these guys back here are the Feds, and this guy here is the bank. And this bank, this layer of all these different banks, those guys are all going to be ISO coins. They're all going to be on the ISO level. Bank A sending to bank B, country A sending to country B. The behind that on layer 2, so to say, or the shadow layer, is going to be XRP with the institutional money back and forth that you don't even get to see because it's not important. It's not bank A sending to bank B. It's institution whose name you don't know and institution whose name you don't know sending a large amount of money back and forth. So those are the two different layers. And then the third layer of that you're going to find, which is going to be the people and what they're transacting on, which is why you've heard me say multiple times that Stellar Lumens will be the platform of choice for everyone to use a world cryptocurrency or a world dollar, but XRP will be the shadow coin behind that's going to hold all of the liquidity for country to country movement of money. XDC fits directly in the same boat as XLM. They're right in the ISOcoin group that's designed for our new financial infrastructure, and it went live on March 21st, and I can't tell you guys how revolutionary this is. That doesn't mean that the price spiked and all the ISO coins made everyone millions, and doesn't mean that, the price didn't spike, so ISO doesn't mean anything, it's not important now that it went live. No, it means that you haven't researched it enough and you're just waiting for a satisfaction that's not coming yet. You have to wait for all the action to start happening. All they basically did is cut the red tape and say, okay, the doors are open, but we still have to wait for all the transactions and everything to start occurring and everything to start piling on the network. So there's still going to be a time frame, but over the next 2 or 3 months even, don't be surprised if some of these guys out there who are talking about Bitcoin going to $1 million so fast, this is the reason they're talking about it, because if something does kind of flip switch like that, you will see massive liquid pouring into the cryptocurrency market. If banks start dominoing effect, everybody's going to be bank running, pulling out their money, pouring it into Bitcoin because they don't know what else to do with it and they're scared to lose it. And we might see some massive spikes, all because of the ISO, all because of the bank pressure, all because of growth and things that are happening around the world right now with the financial structure of BRICS against the original US dollar fiat currency system. All of this is creating one big turmoil that becomes the greatest opportunity of anyone's lifetime for those who are simply paying attention. So XDC is definitely in my top cryptocurrencies. I love it very much. I hate that it's a pain in the ass to find out where I can buy it and where I can hold it. So it takes a little bit of shuffling. But for anyone who doesn't know, you can add the XDC extension on your MetaMask wallet and you can hold your XDC there for a really simple way to hold some XDC. Even though I'm an advocate of offline wallet. And of course, yes, you can hold XDC in our amazing offline smart wallets, 100%. It is sent on the X1 XinFin chain, and I will show you on this beautiful device when you power it up. And if you don't have one yet, www.IHodlLife.com. The link is in my bio. Just go to my bio, hit the link for the smart wallets, and you can go order yours today right from our store. So here it is. Let me log into this bad boy. All right, we're in. So you can see here, it holds my cryptos. Now I'm going to be able to scroll through here. Let's see if I can do it and look at the screen. Oh, there's XinFin right there. So you can see this is just a demo wallet. So I don't really keep crypto on here. I just send a little bit over when I'm doing transactions to show people. But you can see it holds XinFin XDC right there on the wallet. So keep your crypto in your custody. And where do I buy my XDC, you might ask? Well, I buy mine on BitTrue. I am in Canada, and I find most exchanges don't allow me access to it. Some exchanges do that hold my crypto for a little while and don't let me take it away right away. So I've been using BitTrue because BitTrue is very X-friendly. XDC, IOTA, XRP, Casper, Constellation, etc., which you can't get some of those cryptocurrencies on other exchanges, or you have to use 5 different exchanges just to get each one. So I have been using BitTrue for that purpose, and that's how you can get your XDC, or any EVM chains in your offline wallet in a smart wallet. And of course, I'll remind you guys again, like I always do every 8 minutes, don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit that follow, and don't forget to share the live so that we can grow and we can get more people in here. Where are we? We're at 11,000 likes already. Fantastic, guys. You're doing great. Keep hitting that button until your fingers fall off, or at least until I stop talking. Cliff Lillavoy asks a great question. He says, when should I sell my XRP? What's a good price, and what about Bitcoin Black? Well, let's go one at a time. So first of all, when should I sell my XRP? The answer is never unless the government forces you to. Number two, what is a good price? The highest absolute price that it will go to, because I just told you, you're not selling it. And number three, what about Bitcoin Black? I'm pretty sure it's just crack, and I would stay away from that. Turn your back. How's that sound? I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. Ryan Flores wants to know best hardware wallet. Hands down, the link is in my bio, www.IHodlLife.com. It's this guy right here, the SecuX V20. You might prefer the smaller version of it, which is the W20. They are the exact same thing. There's no differences in the features or the functions. Just the design is a little bit smaller. If you prefer the slightly smaller one, which you can kind of fit in your pocket, I actually use this one as my on-the-go wallet when I'm traveling in my car, that kind of thing. And this one I use as my home banking system. I like the octagonal shape, or the kind of the stop shine, coin shape. It allows it to stand up on my desk so I can view it and look at it when I'm trading, or if I'm buying, or just watching the market, or I'm just looking at my account 500 times a day, because you know how we all do that. So I like that one for that, and this is my on-the-go one. And then our W10, which is the third model that we sell, is like a storage wallet or a savings wallet that you just plug in, you send some Bitcoin or some ETH to it that you're going to save for 20 years or give to your children, and you just stash it away for a further time, which is why if you go to our website, you'll see we actually offer a full banking system, which is your home personal banking system, and it's 3 different wallets. It's your V20, which is your home bank. It's your W20, which is your new wallet from your back pocket, or for the ladies, it's your new purse, all your credit cards, everything all in one on-the-go wallet. And then the W10 is your savings account or your savings wallet, which used to be your old bank account. That you'd send your money in the custody of someone else. But the difference is now all of the money is in your custody, and you're the grandmaster of your money, and there's no government, there's no bank that can just turn off the tap and tell you that you can't transact in your money, because now you are the custodian. Unlike today, where if the bank turns that off, your debit card ain't going to work, and all the lettuce underneath your mattress ain't going to be worth shit. It's not going to do anything. So I hope you understand how profound it is what I just said. So I highly recommend that people get themselves a smart offline wallet so you can store your digital assets offline. Watch all my videos. There's tons of them. You can learn how to use the device really easy. A child or an elderly person can use them, but this way you actually own your cryptocurrency. And Ryan Flores says best hardware wallet. Why is it the best hardware wallet? Because it's not just a hardware wallet, it's a smart wallet. So if I want to go buy some Bitcoin right now and I want to send it to my wallet, all I do is I turn it on, and you see right here where it says Bitcoin, I'm just going to touch the screen. It's a big, beautiful touchscreen display. You see my QR code come up. Now I'm on my exchange where I bought my crypto, and then boom, I just scan it over to my offline wallet. No pasting an address, no worrying about, seed poisoning where people put like in little number changes in the actual address and steal your crypto or hack you. This way it's completely safe, military vault grade security, and boom, you instantly send your crypto over in your custody to a safe offline wallet. And of course it has a send back feature that you will use the camera on your phone to simply scan it right back onto the exchange. If you're a crazy lunatic and you decide you want to go and sell your cryptocurrency, you could send it back to the exchange and hit the sell button. Other than that, the other way, cash out, crypto in, not the other way around, and you acquire your cryptocurrency on your offline wallet. I personally love the V20. What an amazing wallet this is. Beautiful touchscreen display, scan my crypto over. There's no wallets in the world that are as amazing as these smart wallets. So I highly recommend hit the link in my bio and go order yourself one. And for anyone who is still crazy enough to leave all of the money that they have in the custody of someone else called a bank, well, you might want to go to our website and check out our home banking system and see if it's something that you might want to pay attention to. The XRP Queen, great name, says XRP on Uphold and XYO on Coinbase. Yes, you can get both of those in those places. So on Uphold, you can acquire your XRP. They will hold your funds for 4 days, and then you're able to send them, which is great because it used to be like 30 days or 60 days. Now it's only 4 days. So awesome for Uphold to change that. You can also get it on BitTrue. Those are two exchanges that are very XRP friendly, especially for my American friends who have difficulty acquiring particular assets due to location or geographical areas. XYO, the Oracle is available on Coinbase. You can get it on the wallet. I don't recommend leaving it on any apps because then you are not the custodian. If you don't have a 24-word seed phrase for the wallet or the app that it's on, you do not own the crypto. So keep that in mind and get yourself an offline wallet. Someone asks me, am I a fan of XSP? No, I am not. And yes, Vincent Mann, Bybit does have XRP also. And Uphold has it in Canada. Yes, they sure do. Silva, Maine wants to know, where can I hold my HBAR? Well, we are trying to get HBAR on our wallets. They will be coming in the future, but they're not available yet. So right now I am holding mine on the Blade wallet. I'm recording with my phone right now, so I can't show you, but the Blade wallet, BLADE, it is a decentralized online hot wallet. I don't like using hot wallets, but I can't put my HBAR in my offline wallet unless I go buy another brand wallet just to hold that one asset, which would be ridiculous because it doesn't even hold it anyway. You have to use a third-party app. So anyway, I don't like the process. So until HBAR becomes directly, boom, right over to my wallet available, I'll use my online hot Blade wallet, which does still give me full custody in a 24-word seed phrase of my cryptocurrency that's on there. And then the day that it becomes available on my offline smart wallet, I will instantly send all of my HBAR over to my offline wallet. So it's 100% offline, because even though it's online on an online wallet right now and it's in my custody, meaning I have a 24-word seed phrase, anything online is still susceptible to hacks or people sending you phishing things where they can access your account because you clicked on something you didn't pay attention to. So for all those reasons, offline is the only safe place to really keep your crypto. Ulysses or Ulysses, however we want to pronounce it, says, what do I think about Gala? Well, I love going to the Gala. All those girls in the gowns. Oh, wait, another conversation. You meant Gala, the cryptocurrency. So Gala is an Ethereum token. It's built on top. It's not a coin. It's a token. It's built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. So it's an ERC20 token. And Gala is basically looking at the media industry. They're looking at the music industry. They're looking at the gaming industry. They're looking at the video industry. You know, take television, Netflix, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, and they're trying to take the incorporation of user engagement to entertainer engagement to end user connection, and they're trying to bridge that gap via blockchain. They're trying to use NFTs and a gaming infrastructure in some ways, or metaverse infrastructure in other ways, so that they can incorporate direct engagement from supplier to user, so to say, or artist to user, or service to user, depending on whatever it is that you might be sourcing, whether it's music or whether it might be a service, or, you know, make my resume, or there's my favorite song, or I want to watch that video, or I want to record videos at home. All of these things Gala is kind of focusing on in those areas. They're looking at taking media and making it blockchain based, which is a great thing. I absolutely love it. I love that they're an ERC20 token. It just makes me so much more happy about the Ethereum that I'm holding. And, you know, Gala is a really good example. I just gave you all the reasons why Gala is a great cryptocurrency. It's a great ERC20 token. But then you also heard me earlier saying that layer ones are the real play. So if Gala is amazing, and Mana, which is a metaverse, is amazing, and Sandbox, which is a metaverse, is amazing, and all of these are ERC20 tokens, and all of them are built on top of Ethereum, should I be buying those tokens, or should I be buying the token that they're built on top of? Not financial advice. Richard says, I'm in Ontario. Where are you? Richard, bro, turn around. I'm right behind you. Boo! Just kidding. Mark Florent, ARB, question mark? I don't know what that means. Give me more info, Mark. What about ARB? ARB was just recently airdropped, and the price dramatically dropped, which is normal for airdrops. For anyone who's really paying attention, especially if you're in the IHodlLife community. If you're not, go hit the link in my bio, go to my Discord. For anybody who knows when an airdrop comes out, you don't freaking buy when the airdrop comes out. You wait a week or two. You let the price absolutely tank, because everybody who got their free tokens is like, yay, I got $20. Yay, I got $9. And they all hit the sell button instead of holding the asset. And the price, and then when they see the price going down, they panic even more and they sell even more, because they think, oh, it wasn't a good airdrop, it's going down. down, and then they sell even more, and then all of us smart people are just sitting back and waiting for it to drop and waiting for it to drop, and then when it goes down, we're going to buy up a whole bunch of it. So we were talking about this in the IHodlLife community already. Someone else in the community said that they got in at $1 on ARB when the price went down, which was great because the price started to come up a little bit, and I got in at $1.84. But then I saw the price surge. Literally within an hour, it went from $1.84 to $1.94, and you know what I said earlier. When it's going to surge, things are coming right back down. So I already knew that was just a little bit of pressure on the market. I already knew that the price was going to continue to go down even further than $1.84. So I sold off my tokens that I just bought at $1.84. I sold them off at $1.92, and I'm going to wait. Now it's gone down to $1.60. I still think it's going to go down even more, and I'm just going to keep waiting. And when I see it drop down at least below the $1.50 mark, then I will start my bags of accumulating, which is currently just right now converted outside of the coin when I saw it surge up to $1.90, knowing that it was going to come right back down. And being an 88% drop, most cryptos, when they airdrop, they hit up to 90 to 95% drop. So only being 88%, there's a very good chance that there's still more negative pressure coming for that cryptocurrency over the next few days to potentially a week or two, before we start seeing a plateau, and then before we start seeing a general grind climb again. And usually that takes a time as it goes down, and especially when it hits the plateau area, a lot of people sell right there because they think, oh, it's not going back up, it's not going back up, because nobody has patience. They want to see results like in 3 weeks or 4 weeks. 3 months later, it's a different story, but most people can't wait that long. How can I buy CRP? Someone says. I have no idea. I don't know what CRP is. What are you talking about? CRIP. Silvamain says Hashpack. Yes, you can hold HBAR on Hashpack. I checked out Hashpack, but I personally prefer the Blade wallet. Yes, Maria Alberto says, I did not know that the SecuX20 holds XDC. Thanks. Yes, it does. It holds all EVM chains. So what you want to do is you want to go research what is an EVM chain. And you might ask yourself, well, what does that mean, Tristan? What's an EVM chain? An EVM chain means that its blockchain uses the Ethereum virtual machine for data input and output or throughput. So what that means is it's basically Ethereum friendly, for a really simple way to explain it and not get technical. So there's many chains out there that you wouldn't know that are actually EVM chains, like the Flare network. Oh yeah, baby. Like XTC. Oh yeah, baby. Like Avalanche. Oh yeah, baby. Like Polygon Matic. Oh yeah, baby. So all of these are fantastic cryptocurrencies that you may have difficulty finding wallets that hold them all, or one holds one holds another one. These are all EVM chains, and we just did a recent update on our SecuX wallet, so make sure to plug your wallet in and update it if you haven't already. It'll prompt you to anyway if you haven't, and you can now hold every EVM chain, which is, there's literally like 150 more of them that you can now put on the wallet as well. So our wallets are growing. We're always adding coins all the time. I believe we are probably holding more tokens than any other wallet out there. Don't quote me on that, but we probably are. We're way up there at the top. And very soon we're going to have more cryptocurrencies added on as we progressively move and forward in this blockchain space. We're way ahead of the curve from most of our competition in our wallets and in our design and in the operation of them. They're a little bit ahead of us with gaining a few more deals with cryptocurrency blockchains because they've been around for a long time. But the new kids on the block are bringing hot fire with their amazing new smart wallets. So if you haven't checked it out already, guys, go hit the link in my bio and you can go check out our store, www.IHodlLife. IHodlLife, www.IHodlLife.com, and you can order yourself a new smart wallet today. Everything in our store is on sale right now, so you might want to do it now, because come springtime, I'm going to take the sale away because everyone's going to buy wallets anyway, regardless of what the price is, because banks are going to be closing and dominoing left, right, and center, and everybody and their dog is going to be like, oh my God, I need a digital wallet, and I'm not even going to be able to sell them because we're going to be sold out, along with every hardware wallet company on the entire planet is going to be sold out, and you're going to be buying the cheapest, shittiest, whatever no-name wallet you can find on Amazon or anywhere else, because they're all going to get sold out everywhere when the wave of everyone waking up to, oh my God, I need a digital wallet, because banks are going boom, 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 and they're literally dominoing effect, and people aren't getting their money out of the bank machines. So when that starts happening, it's going to be a big change. So get ahead of the game, understand. You don't have to just go buy one randomly. Do some research and understand why you might want to own a digital smart wallet now. Go check them out on our website. The link is in my bio, IHodlLife.com. And for anyone out there following along, if you are holding, well, maybe you don't have it in your hand, but you know what I mean. If you're owning a SecuX V20, or if you're owning a SecuX W20, you are going to be a happy camper because our NFT clothing line drop is coming up. And for people in our database that bought from us, there is some big perks coming for you guys when we start dropping that going into our next bull run. So for those of you who have these, who have offline smart wallets already, congratulate yourself for being way ahead of the game. I have a very good feeling that you might be in line with the group of people that are going to change their financial futures in a way that they cannot fathom today. Yes, the XRP Queen makes a good comment. She says, never saw your XRP, but what she meant was never sell. Never sell your XRP. You use it as collateral later on. Right. So unless it gets to a point where it's illegal or you're forced to sell it because you can't hold it anywhere, then the option for that would simply be that you would hedge it. You would hold on to it. And if you don't know what that means, for anyone who isn't financially literate, I'll explain it to you really, really simple. So I've saved up my XRP, the price went up, and now I have, let's do really easy numbers. So now I have $1 million worth of XRP. Okay, $1 million. I'm not going to go spend $500,000, or I'm not going to go sell some of my XRP. So now I have 300 grand cash or 500 grand cash plus some XRP. Or worst case, I'm not going to sell all of it and then have no asset. And now I've got $1 million because that $1 million is going to very quickly go 0.00000. Inflation 4% every year, the cost of whatever I'm buying or whatever I'm spending on, plus the transition of moving it from crypto into cash. All of these reasons, my value of my $1 million is now losing. Whereas before, I was acquiring the asset and I was gaining. So what I did is I acquired an asset and I gained myself $1 million asset, but then I was an idiot thinking I need to cash out and sell it, and now I no longer have the asset, or at least I don't have parts of it because I chose to turn it into cash. Instead, what you do is you take your $1 million worth of crypto that you've saved up, and then you go to a lender, a bank, a loan shark, a financial institution, whoever you decide to do it, a personal family member, a friend, you find someone who will lend you money and you show them the value of the product that you have. Look, I have $1 million worth of XRP and I want to borrow $250,000 cash. Canadian dollar, US digital currency, whatever it might be, I want to borrow that cash. And look, I've got $1 million worth of XRP to prove to you that I can pay you back that $250,000 loan. Now, this is where it gets really important. Everyone pay attention and make sure to hit that like, because this is really important. You have $1 million asset. You're now going to borrow $250,000. You must understand borrowed money is tax-free. Remember when I had my $1 million asset, and if I were to sell it, if I were to buy things, I would lose some of my asset? The other part that I didn't mention, which is the biggest kicker, is I would have paid tax on it. In worst case, I probably took it early when it spiked, which means I'm paying short-term capital gains. So 30% of my $1 million is now gone. So now I only have $700K because the government just choked me for 300 grand of my money, at least. So now I've got $700,000 of my money. Probably not. I probably have about 580 or 620 after all the taxes and fees and everything like that. So now I've got a little over half of my money, or maybe 3/4 of my money, and I still lost now a percentage of my asset. Plus I had to give a bunch of it away to the government, and I'm no better off than what I was. However, if I kept the asset and I now borrowed $250,000 instead of selling $250,000 or $300,000 of my asset, I now have $250,000 of tax-free money. Stay with me. Tax-free money, 250 G's, and I still have an asset that's worth $1 million. Now, granted, if I don't pay back that $250,000, the person who lent it to me is going to come take $250,000 worth of my asset. But because I used it as a hedge, which means I said, look what I'm worth, now lend me money against that, knowing I am going to pay it off, now I'm going to get really smart. I'm going to take my $250,000 of tax-free borrowed money, I'm going to take 50 grand, and then go buy more Bitcoin or more XRP or more of the asset that allowed me to get the money in the first place, because obviously it's growing and obviously it's increasing in value. So by doing that with a chunk of the money, let's call it 50 grand of the 250, I now have not only not sold my $1 million asset, I now have a $1.2 million asset. And on top of my $1.2 million asset, which I'm going to now hedge for more money when I want it, I now have $200,000 of tax-free money. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, but you still have to pay back the $250,000. Of course I do. But the $50,000, or the percentage of the money borrowed that I bought more asset with, grows my value so much that the monthly payment that I'm going to pay for a $250,000 back makes my 200 grand that I'm now sitting on almost become free, taxable money that I can spend and do whatever I want in my life. And even if you offset another 50 grand out of it towards taxes or towards anything, you're still up by a significant amount of free, tax-free money. This is how rich people hedge their assets that they own. They don't sell their assets into cash. You don't want cash, you want debt. Banks, you want to know why banks are all broke? Because they don't have cash, they have debt. They have a number that says all these people owe us this much money. That's what they have. They don't have any money. You go there and try to get all your money out, they don't even have enough for 3% of the people. Call me crazy, I know what I'm talking about. Squawky O, he wants to know what's my thoughts on, holy geez, you guys got a lot of comments. I already see there's 100 comments I haven't got to, but just keep firing away, guys. We'll get to them when we get there. And if I miss your comments because it takes too much time, well, just keep dropping them and we'll get to them another time. So my thoughts on Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, I mentioned many times, is going to become a cryptocurrency payment token. Much like a fan token, you'll be able to go to my store, order our hats, order our smart wallets, those types of things, and you'll be able to just pay in Shiba Inu, just like you'll be able to pay in Ethereum or pay in Bitcoin, because it is a payments cryptocurrency. It is designed for that purpose, and we're going to see mega adoption of that. We're going to see mega companies that you'll be able to use it to buy their merchandise. So it'll be like a dollar, but it won't be a currency. It'll be an internal fan token, kind of like buying things at Canadian Tire with Canadian Tire money, or things at, PC points with your points. So to say, you can use it like money, but it's technically not currency. You with me? XRP Queen says Nano X. I challenge you, XRP Queen, to trade in your Nano X for a new digital smart wallet. It's like getting a car with power windows when you didn't have them before. When you can touch the screen, send your crypto, have all the smart wallet capabilities, it'll very quickly retire your old 1980s USB. Trust me on that one. Check out our site. Check out our wallets. If you are the XRP Queen, you definitely want to check out our smart wallets. Now, that's not to say that Ledger Nano X is bad. I will very, very clearly tell you they're an amazing wallet. We're just so much better. Like, so much better. Frank says, when should I buy XRP? Well, first you should research it, Frank. You should research why would I want to buy XRP? Why do people talk about buying XRP? Why the fuck should I even own that if you don't know why you own it? The most important thing I could teach anyone about crypto, about investing generally, if you don't know why you own the asset, you will lose your money. You could have the perfect asset, the one that's going to make you generational wealth forever, infinity, and you will lose your money. You know why? Because the market's volatile. It'll go up and you'll sell at the wrong time. It'll go down and you'll sell at the wrong time, and you won't know why you own the asset, so you won't be able to utilize it for the value that it's really worth. Poverty Token says, I like Ledger because of Ledger Live. Of course, it's the same thing. We have an inside software database that works the same way like a Ledger Live, but it's for SecuX. No different, except ours is way easier, way more intuitive. The XRP sold all of his holdings and people still buy it. Well, Satan Hunter, first of all, you would have to do some research before you say stupid nonsense like that. The reason that the CEO of XRP, Brad Garlinghouse, sold not all but a whole bunch of his XRP is to remove the idea that they were decentralized and they were holding too much liquid as individual owners and operators of the company. So it has nothing to do with XRP, people still buying it. If you're not buying XRP, you're a fucking idiot. Not financial advice. Do your own research very clearly. But in my opinion, if you're not buying XRP, it's because you haven't really done any research, truthfully. Because if you have done research, you would understand the fundamental reason why I can clearly say it's probably the best asset for anyone to own, which is why it's so hard to own in places like the United States. It's a direct threat to the US dollar. And yes, holy shit makes a good comment to Satan Hunter based on that comment. This is wait and see what happens. All of the people who are not holding the XRP asset are going to be sorely mistaken. They're going to be sorely missed out that they were ignorant to an opportunity. The same way they were ignorant when Bitcoin was $1 and everyone said it's going to be this new technology, it's this new thing, and now it's $30,000. But back when it was $1, all those same people would be like, oh, internet fake, whatever, blah, blah. Yeah, try doing some research first, and then you can make an educated opinion. Someone wants to know, Harry Ill, I think is his name, says, is trading on the 1 hour time frame a good idea? It rises when it gets oversold. Well, I mean, that's up to you. There's so many different strategies on how you can trade cryptocurrency. You can scalp and you can trade literally by the second or the minute. You can trade by the hour. You can trade by, a longer window of time too. You can future. You can just, I mean, there's so many ways you can choose to do it. There's no right or wrong way. There's only, you better have researched a way that works for you, and try a few different ways too, because if you stay plateau on one way, unless it's continually producing revenue for you, you will end up losing money. So be a little bit innovative, keep your ideas fresh, pay attention to what other people are doing that's being successful to them for anyone who might want to get into the cryptocurrency trading. And I highly recommend you don't go trade cryptocurrency on your own. I highly recommend you go pay $100 or $200 or $300 and take a cryptocurrency trading course from a registered cryptocurrency trader, not from somebody on TikTok that just says they know what they're doing. Come meet me on WhatsApp. Okay, pay attention, everybody. Use your brains. Cryptoversy says, does iHodl have investors? And I think you mean us as a company, iHodl. Yes, we do have some investors. Believe it or not, we only have 2 investors. We are open to investors. We are looking to bring our clothing line, which we haven't launched yet. You can see some of the hats up on our thing there. So we are looking for investors to come in that want to pony up some dough to start the process of the NFT drop, creation, the digital contracts, and of course, dropping the clothing line. So there is an open door. We haven't actually created a seed round. We've never had a seed round yet. The funding that we've had was just people who believed in IHodlLife and knew us at an early stage. We haven't actually gone to a funding round yet. We're still very young and we're still only in our first year of operation. So do we have investors? Well, we've got some, when you first start a company, people that you know close to you that jump in and believe in you. Next to that, we do not have any institutional or any outside investors for people who recognize what we are and what we're doing and recognize that we're building something fantastic over here. We haven't taken that step yet, although I am starting to meet people as we're growing to this stage that are starting to say, what are you doing and how do I get involved? And for anyone who is interested in investing in IHodlLife to a serious degree as an investor, I am the owner, I am the CEO, and there is shares available within IHodlLife as well as payout returns for anyone who might want to have investment conversations. So feel free to book a meeting with me at my Calendly link. You can find all the links in my bio. Send me an email. Let me know who you are. If you send me an email that says, hey, my name's Jim, I want to invest in you, I'm not going to respond to you. Send me some real information. Tell me who you are, why you want to invest, what you're interested in is IHodlLife, because the amount of requests I get from people from all around the world that are just scammers. Yeah, I want to invest, blah, blah, blah. Go to this site, deposit $500. Like, come on, quit wasting my fucking time. So send me an email with some content in it, or I'm just going to skip past it because I get too many scam emails and I will just think that your email is a scam. So if you're interested in some serious conversations like that, we can hop on video talks and we can have some serious chats. I do believe that IHodlLife, or what we're building over here is the IHodlLife community, is going to be the #1 cryptocurrency and Web3 community as we approach our 4, 5, and 6 year window. We're only in year 1 right now, and we've already got our smart wallets on the market. We've got our own branded cryptocurrency products, and soon our clothing line, our NFT drop, and hopefully we keep going. We will be dropping our own cryptocurrency, and we will also be dropping our own metaverse. So that's some of the future things that are built here in the IHodlLife community. The XRP proof of consensus is the most centralized sheet. So somebody has been watching stupid TikToks, because Satan Hunter, that's absolutely not true at all. Like, where do people even make up this information? This is what happens when people see something and they believe it, but they haven't actually done any research to see if it's really true. They're just like, oh, really? And then they go and report it like it's news. Satan Hunter, man, go do some research about XRP, serious. And if you do, if you actually challenge yourself to go do some research, you'll be like, huh, how the fuck do I buy it? And yes, they work in Australia. We have tons of customers that order them from Australia. I definitely have to go change my shipping costs because it costs me a retarded amount of money to ship these wallets to Australia. So feel free to buy it in Australia. By the time we ship it to you, there's no more money left in them anyway. But that's not important. What is important is that you get the wallet in your hand and that you have an offline wallet. And that's why I always say I don't mean to shit on the competition in any way. I never do. Whether it's a NanoX, whether it's a Trezor, whether it's in any other product. Yes, I believe our smart wallets are the best in the world. But any offline wallet, so you're keeping your cryptocurrency in your custody, is the absolute key. So yes, if you're in Australia, if you're anywhere in the world, you can order ours. There's a few areas in the world that they won't allow us to ship to, but we pretty much ship worldwide. So feel free to support the IHodlLife community and get yours at www.ihodllife.com. Link is in my bio. Now, it's really important too for all of you people who don't know, when you do purchase a wallet through IHodlLife, as opposed to just going to Amazon and ordering one, which will probably ship to you quicker, or as opposed to just ordering it directly from SecuX, the manufacturer, which you can do also, that's cool. When you order it through IHodlLife, it's the same price, so it's not like we gouge you or charge you any more to do business with us. But what it does do is it keeps your name in our database. In fact, we run sales all the time, so it's actually cheaper to buy it from us. But nonetheless, $10 off or $5 off doesn't really mean shit. What means shit is you own your product, you have it, and more importantly, your name is in the IHodlLife database, so you become an official IHodlLife community member, which is why we are a community #1. And when your name is in the community database, you get to take part when we do our cryptocurrency. When we release it, you'll be part of the airdrop. For anyone who didn't do business with us, they're not going to be part of the airdrop. It's going to be for all internal people who actually supported us and bought our products and were with us along the way before we got to a point where we could release a multi-million-dollar cryptocurrency. And you're also going to be in our database for whitelists for our NFT drops and for accesses to our metaverse to get early access to really cool content and tickets to go to things within our metaverse as well. So all of that still has a time frame for us to build and for us to grow. It's not like you're going to get some ticket to go see a metaverse thing next weekend. It's not that fast. But as we progress this technology and we grow IHodlLife over the next 3, 4, 5-year window, all of these great features are going to become available. And who knows what else as we move forward in this AI and VR and augmented reality world. Terry J. Buckna says, feeling dumb now, Satan. Well, Terry, I just want to say I don't want to put the pressure on people who don't know, because a lot of times people are just speaking by what they think they know. And a lot of people formulate opinion without really having the facts. So yeah, I'll push on you and press you a little bit, but we're not here to break you down or make you feel like an idiot. Satan, other than the fact that your name is Satan, which is a pretty stupid name, I would recommend you go change that. Other than that, I highly recommend that just follow along, pay attention, and you'll start to understand what I'm talking about and why I'm trying to explain that XRP is actually a very valuable asset for people to own and a mega opportunity, not something that you should be discarding in ignorance. Thank you. I see some people. We have some new followers here, so thank you. If you haven't followed me already, don't forget to hit that follow. I have tons of content on my page. You can watch it. It will definitely take you in a Web3 journey. And I do have a YouTube as well. You can follow me on YouTube at IHodlLife. And all of these lives that I do, I post them because they go for 3, 4, 5 hours sometimes. And I post them on my YouTube page for anyone who wants to watch all of it. If you want to binge watch me, feel free. I feel special when you do that. And I'm just kidding. Or you can go there and you can kind of skip through it if there's any areas or little pieces that you happen to miss, or certain pieces of information or segments we talked about that you might think you want to get in on. So feel free to go check those out all over on my YouTube page. And of course, everyone that's here, I will remind you one more time, we're already at 18,000 likes. Let's get all the way up to 25, and then our next goal will be 50. Literally, guys, we were in here doing a live last Sunday, and we hit 150,000. So tomorrow, you guys know Sunday is the day I do lives. Tonight, I just happen to be free. The wife let me out of the cage, so I thought I would hop on the live and share some info with you guys. But tomorrow is the actual live day, and I will be live almost most of the day, or at least half of the day, a good 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. So feel free to join me tomorrow on the IHodlLife Live Sunday. You can call it Sunday Night Live with IHodlLife because we run it every single Sunday right here on TikTok, and we talk everything about crypto, banks, finance, NFT, and this huge opportunity. So for those of you who are new, for those of you who are following along, make sure that you are following along, and you might just grab some information that could potentially change your life. And for those of you who are giving me roses, and for those of you who are giving me prizes, thank you. But the best prize that you can send to me, please, is just to hit the like, hit the follow, and share the page, because it shows up on more people's For You page, and then more unsuspecting people out there who are like, oh, crypto's a scam. They catch 10 minutes of me and they're like, huh, oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just some fake internet hypothetical bullshit. So we can reach people and we can actually give them an opportunity that they're blind to because they're ignorant to it. They're trained not to look that way. They're trained to just be like, whatever, whatever. The same way I was when someone introduced Bitcoin to me back in 2010. And I was like, what? Screw off, man. And it wasn't until 2016 that I was like, oh my God, look at what I could have been if I would have just done that, what he said. And I missed my chance becoming a multi-millionaire between 2010 and 2016. So then in 2016, I got my boots on, started investing in crypto, and my life has never been the same. So I encourage for those of you who are following along to make sure to hit that like, hit that follow, share the page so we can share that experience and that opportunity with as many possible people as we can. Because if I'm right, and if all the banks start dominoing, the entire world is going to go through a very difficult time. And how magic are you? How amazing are you? Even though you don't know it, How amazing are you when someone else is getting by over the 3 month or 3 year or whoever knows how much dark period we're about to go through because you taught them about digital assets? How do you know how many kids might or might not be fed because you taught them about digital assets? You simply just presented the information. All you did is just share the damn live, and someone who you don't know in a place you don't know and is feeding their kids 3 years from now because you don't know what's about to happen as we progress through the rest of 2023. And right when we go through the bull run, when the opportunity happens for everyone to get rich, the most catastrophic events are going to happen, so nobody's paying attention and nobody's putting their hands on the assets that they should be owning, which is they should be owning, which is the opportunity of tomorrow. And your chance is to do it right now. And right here in the IHodlLife community, we are spilling the goods on the table if you simply have the aptitude to pay attention. So please hit that like, please hit that follow, and please hit that share so that we can get the message out to as many people as we can before the elites end up canceling me and being like, whoa, Tristan, you're speaking way too much game, and we can't let people know that. Thanks for the crown. I appreciate that. That was dope. Maria Alberto says, love you, man. You know what, Maria Alberto? I love you too. And no, Satan Hunter, XRP, once for the last time, is not a centralized illegal security. Will it be deemed a security for a short period of time during its process of sale? Potentially. But is it a security? Well, you could argue both ways. Does it fit a Howey test? No, it doesn't. So does it technically formate to be a security? No, it does not. And someone says XRP is a 21 times on your money from 2025. Well, I got news for you. I started buying XRP in 2016. Look at those glasses. Boom, boom. Thanks, I appreciate. XRP is 21 times on your money from 2025. I started buying XRP in 2016. It was my second asset I bought. My very first cryptocurrency purchase for everybody that's new out there. My very first cryptocurrency purchase was Bitcoin, obviously, and I bought $36 worth of Bitcoin. How embarrassing is that, right? Go ahead and laugh at me. $36 worth of Bitcoin. That's all I had. That's all I could afford. And I thought, wow, these dreams of getting rich, these dreams of owning my own company and creating IHodlLife, because back then all this didn't exist at that time. And I thought, wow, I'm gonna get into crypto and I'm gonna learn about this. And here's my $36 Bitcoin investment. Pretty pathetic, right? Well, look where I am now, off of $36. Now that doesn't mean that I just invested $36 and I sat back and I did nothing and my $36 took me to fame and fortune. No, that's not what happened. But what it did is it began my journey. It began my journey of awareness of a new technology, a new opportunity, its use case for the world and why it's important. And then I made a little bit more savvy choices about what else should I buy. So I bought my second asset, which was now XRP. And guess how much I bought of XRP? $25. So now here I am, this big investor, brand new in the crypto space. And you guys can tell where I am now with my knowledge in the space. But back then, 2016, I buy $36 worth of Bitcoin, $25 worth of XRP, and I'm looking at my Coinbase app, not even in my custody. It's on the app in Coinbase's custody. And I'm looking at it thinking, here we go. Here's my journey. And that's where it began, guys. So I want you to understand that there's no defaulting yourself. Don't look at yourself and be like, oh, well, I'm not an investor. I don't have enough. I don't have enough money to invest. I can't do this. I don't have enough money at the end of the month after I pay my bills to even start investing. Well, you don't need to change your job. You don't need to go make more money. You simply need to make lifestyle changes. You need to drink a few less coffees this week. You need to buy the cheaper brand of pop. You need to stop smoking cigarettes. You need to stop going to your favorite coffee shop every Thursday and wasting $15 worth of gas driving there and back. Whatever little changes in your life you need to make so that you can afford to now make $25 or $35 a paycheck or a month as a payment. And I refer to it as a payment and not an investment. Every single month, you will pay your cell phone bill all the time. Do you know why? Because if you don't, your cell phone service is going to get cut off. Think about putting money into crypto or putting money into your investments. Like if you don't make that payment every month, your life is going to get cut off because that's the real truth. Your life is going to stay the same, mundane, boring fucking piece of shit that it is right now, which is why you're paying attention to financial opportunity because you want to better it. And yes, I played it down to the worst possible scenario I can. You're thinking, well, I'm not mundane and boring and my life doesn't suck. I was going with the worst of it for the story. Come on, people. But the point of that is the opportunity at hand is right there in front of us. And we can simply grab a hold of it by watching what's going to occur between now and the next two bull runs. And we're simply going to do that by paying attention and watching what's going on with this new technology. So for all of you that are here, for all of you that are paying attention, for all of you that zoomed in and zoomed out, see you later. But for those of you that are still sitting here listening and watching and learning, you are You are special. You are a special person because you have an aptitude to recognize an opportunity that other people just throw away and discard because it literally is too much work to pay attention. All right, let's get to some of these questions. Top GG says, which marketplace has the lowest fees? That's a good question. I don't know for sure. I think OpenSea was running quite a period of time with fees, with no fees. I was able to snatch up one or two Ethereum. Geez, I can't talk right now. I was able to snatch up one or two Ethereum NFTs that I liked at a very, very cheap price while the market is low. And I think the fees were zero on OpenSea. And I do believe that new marketplaces coming out are going to be incorporating some type of a fee-less or a very cheap fee service. I believe this is going to be the next wave that we see for marketplaces that we kind of flock to. Right now, the marketplaces are the main ones would be, OpenSea and also Blur for the Ethereum blockchain. The Blur is a little bit more for experienced NFT holders, whereas OpenSea is a little bit more for entry level or beginning. And then if you're on the Solana blockchain, then you might be using SolSea or Magic Eden. And if you're on the XDC blockchain, which we were talking about earlier, and you guys may want to know a little bit about this, if you're on the XDC blockchain, then you will be using the XDC NFT marketplace, which is XDSEA, like the water, body of water. So XDC, and I actually know the CEO and some of the dev team. We've already had them over in the IHodlLife community, and we are going to invite them to one of our lives so that they can come up here and chat with you guys and tell us about their project and their new NFT marketplace. But they're busy right now releasing their new Roro wallet, which is basically going to be like a MetaMask version wallet, but it's going to operate with the XDC blockchain. So finally, we're going to have an interoperable wallet that's going to work really good with XDC. And that's all coming from that team that built the first NFT marketplace called XDC on the XDC blockchain, on the Zinfin blockchain. Kay Powell says, I don't trade, I just invest. I'm the same way. I watch trading a little bit, but I really don't trade. I just hodl and stack, and I think of it like I'm just stacking my gold bars or stacking my gold coins in the choice of a crypto coin, for lack of a better way to describe it. Hakashi, I think the name says, bro, will CBDCs work for governments? Of course they're going to work for governments. They're going to work just like the traditional fiat system they have now, but it's going to be a miracle for them because they're going to be able to see every single transaction that you do, which makes them easier to decide what they should or shouldn't do with you based on the transactions you make. Lobo the Hobo, he wants to know Elapel Titan versus yours. I need some advice. Well, the Elapel Titan looks a little bit like a cell phone, so they have a really nice design. It kind of looks like my cell phone. It's got a big screen display on it versus this one, so I really like the Elapel for that reason. But the Elapel doesn't allow me to connect to my device Bluetooth on the go. It doesn't have the capabilities that a smart wallet does. For all those reasons, it's really cool on its design and on its display, but it's way behind when it comes to features that the end user wants to use, especially for someone who's not just collecting crypto, but for someone who wants to connect to websites and mint NFTs, enter metaverses, involve themselves in the Web3 world, which everybody's going to. For anyone right now who says to themselves, well, I'm not going to get involved in the Web3 world, that's like saying in 1995, I'm not going to use the internet. Yes, you will. It's just not available in an easy enough way yet for you to use. But very soon you'll be opening your phone, you'll be opening up an app like Spotify, you'll be listening to your music, but what you don't know, it's blockchain based. You actually opened up a DApp, not an app, and you are using crypto and blockchain, you just don't even know it. And that's already happening right now. Yes, the XRP wallet number is not even 300K. I have no idea what that means. The wallet number is not even 300K. What are you talking about? XRP Hunter, Satan Hunter, maybe just go change your name, have a nap, and come back with some new thinking. Jesse Lee says, thanks for sounding honest in your beliefs. Yes! You think I'm telling you the truth? Yes! Mission accomplished. I'm just kidding. Of course I'm telling you the truth. I am genuinely here to try to help people understand the cryptocurrency and blockchain space. And of course, yes, I'm growing a community. Yes, I'm building IHodlLife as a company and as a community. So there's also the benefits of that for me as the CEO and founder of the company. But really, I'm here and I'm spending my time here answering these questions and talking about these topics because I genuinely want everyday people to grab a hold of this opportunity because I know without knowing who you are or anyone else is, I know that on my journey of this, what I'm doing right now, somebody's life is better. Somebody's children are living good because of that. And because I know that, even though I don't know who and I don't know where and I don't know what, I feel like a king. It gives me a kingship feeling that I've shared specialized knowledge that someone else was able to utilize to change their life, potentially even greater than just change their life. What could make you feel more better, you know? There is no second best crypto. I'm pretty sure Satan Hunter is just a bot because all the stuff that he's saying is just complete nonsense. Like nonsense. Zero education in the crypto space. How many hours do I trade in a day? Zero. I do not trade cryptocurrency. I hodl it. So for the Lobo, the Hobo, you were asking about the differences in the wallets. Try our new smart wallet. If you've tried an Elipal, you'll be blown away at all the extra features that we have, and you'll just be blown away at how good the device is. And of course, you'll be blown away at how great it is to be part of the IHodlLife community, even though now we're young and we're only giving away X seeds and t-shirts and small stuff like that. But you wait till we start growing into a multi-million, potentially multi-billion dollar company, and then you will kind of see what kind of community we're going to have. Quant, Carl 19867 says QNT. That's all he says is quant. He has no comments about it. He just says quant. So we're just going to leave it at that. Quant. No comments, just quant. Terry J. Buckner. I love your comment. Please let Satan Hunter in the box. We want to see this guy. Show us your knowledge. I'm not that cruel. I'm not that cruel. I'm not just going to throw a chicken into an open, den full of lions. You know we're going to eat him right up. And yes, for the second time, Hakishi CBDCs will work. Yes. And yes, Bitcoin is going to 1 million and beyond. More than $1 million. Yes, it might take some time. It might take till 2030, 2040, but Bitcoin will go well beyond 1 million. I believe it'll hit $1 million this bull run. So by 2025. And, if Bitcoin's going to hit $1 million by 2025 bull run, what do you think is going to happen to the rest of the alt market? I don't know anything about that. Yes, I do like Algorand. Bookum Dano wants to know, do you like Algorand? Yes, I do. Algorand is also an ISO-approved coin. It is a layer 1 protocol, and it's extremely fast, it's extremely efficient, and they are already doing partnerships with multiple institutions for the movement of money and potentially building CBDCs on top of their platform. It's important to know that when governments release their digital CBDCs, or I should rephrase that, when countries release their digital CBDCs, meaning Canada's fiat system becomes a digital version of their money, the United States US dollar becomes a digital version of its money, the UK releases a euro, which is a digital version of its money instead of its physical fiat system. It's important to know that there's multiple different blockchains that these countries are going to release their CBDCs on, which means these multiple layer 1s that are going to be housing an entire country's value on top of that layer 1 blockchain. I'm not sure if I can be more clear about the value of layer 1s as we go into the next 2 bull runs. And yes, it works with the Exodus platform. I think what you mean is, if I have cryptocurrency on Exodus, can I send it to my offline wallet, my new smart wallet from IHodlLife? Yes, 100%. Doesn't matter what wallet you use, you can remove your crypto from that wallet and you can send it over to your offline wallet. So it's in your custody and safe in your possession. Maria Alberto is saying, why does my SecUX not accept my XDC? Make sure that the address is correct. I do know we had someone in the IHodlLife community that was talking about the address on the computer was different than the address that was on the app, and SecUX was correcting that. So make sure if it's on your phone that you're trying, maybe try plugging it into your computer and see if that changes it. And also some exchanges, I was trying to send my XDC from Bitrue, and it would not let me send to my wallet. I was pulling my hair out, and then one of the members in the IHodlLife community says, oh, all you have to do is whitelist the address on the exchange, and then it lets you send it to the offline wallet. So all I had to do was whitelist the damn address on the exchange that I was trying to move the crypto from. What a silly thing that I overlooked and I didn't know. But thankfully, the IHodlLife community was there to save my butt, and somebody found it for me and said, oh, you just have to whitelist it. So maybe try whitelisting the address on wherever you're sending it from, Maria, and that may help. And if you're having further issues with it, then I recommend going to our Discord, joining our Discord and posting it in the community chat. And all the guys who just saved my butt on this issue will have the same thing right on top of you on exactly step by step on how we go about correcting that. That's the great thing about the IHodlLife community is you're not just getting knowledge from one person. And as great as I am in the community, I can't know everything. But as a community as a whole, we have a chock full of people in our community that are so knowledgeable and they're very interested in the crypto space, which means they're constantly learning and constantly educating as we're constantly evolving through this new technological time frame. So really great place to hang out and gain knowledge other than just sitting here looking at my big ugly mug and listening to me chatter on. Terry J. Buckna says, I heard XRP can reach $8 to $10 even if they lose the court. If Ripple wins, likely way more than that, likely about $100, $120 per token. Holy shit, says many exchanges will not take your crypto back so you can cash out. That's true. There's certain exchanges that will allow you to cash out to your bank account, and there's certain ones that won't. And the reason is because they don't want to deal with the transfer of the fiat back into your possession through a PayPal or through some service or something like that. I personally use Coinbase. If ever I needed to cash my crypto out of crypto, which I don't because that's ludicrous, but if I ever needed to cash my crypto into physical fiat money, then I would send it to my Coinbase app and I would just hit the sell button. And when I do that, it instantly sends the money to my PayPal, which I can then instantly transfer to my bank account. That's the easiest way to exchange it out. And also, I believe crypto.com, I don't have my bank connected to crypto.com, but I believe if you have your bank account connected to them, you can just send it directly to your bank from there, like you send it directly there from your PayPal. I personally use Coinbase, PayPal to my bank account for the $3 or $4 or $5 that it might cost me if I really need to cash out my crypto. But chances are I'm never going to do that. I'm only buying and acquiring more. But it is a way that you can do it for anyone who's lunatic out there and wants to cash out their crypto. Dimitri says everyone is done with crypto. Pump and dump. And people already dumped metaverse. Come on. I mean, you've got to be completely stupid. You know, like I'm not a rude person. I like to be rude to other people. But Dimitri, you've got to be completely stupid to make a comment like that. Like, come on. Everyone is done with crypto. No, they're not. Where did you formulate this opinion? Wake the fuck up. And then pump and dump. No, it's not a pump and dump. It just means that you recently got into crypto and we're going down the backside of the bull run. And because you're recent into crypto, it seems like the price has only gone down. Once again, you haven't done any research. You're an idiot. Am I an asshole for calling you an idiot? No, you're an idiot. Look at the comment you just posted. And then people already pump and dumped on the metaverse. Like, are you kidding me? The metaverses haven't even been released yet. Like, you can't even go in them yet. The time of like boom or boom and then going into a virtual space, test driving your new car virtually, this doesn't exist yet. You know, hey honey, you want to buy groceries? And we just go boom and then we go virtually to the grocery store, we buy our groceries and then they show up at our door. This hasn't actually physically occurred yet, even though the technology is being created. So how can you say it was a pump and dump in the metaverse when the application of what's being created hasn't even been given out to the people yet? It's still 2 or 3 or 4 years away. So what the fuck are you talking about, Dimitri? The best cold or hot wallet to hold XDC is the offline V20 or the offline W20 from IHodlLife, www.ihodllife.com. The link is in my bio, and you can order your smart wallet, which holds your XDC offline in your smart wallet in your custody. Make sure you are whitelisting the address when you send it from the exchange. XDC is finicky. Come on, XDC and the Bavesh, where is your Roro wallet so we can stop with all the pain in the ass operation with XDC? Can't wait for the new Roro wallet. We'll be talking about that, and we'll have the CEO of XDC here in the IHodlLife community talking to you guys about the new Roro wallet, about their new marketplace that's being built on the XDC Zinfin blockchain, and all that happens right here in the IHodlLife community. Satan Hunter says people think XRP will flip BTC. Well, you have to understand very clearly that XRP and BTC are not for the same purpose. They're not in competition with each other. It's not like XRP is trying to be the new Bitcoin or they're trying to beat each other and one's going to win and one's going to lose. That's not the case. You have to understand that Bitcoin and XRP and all the cryptocurrencies out there, none of them are competing with the US dollar. None of them. They're just assets that are used in a digital factor, which means XRP is meant to move that physical dollar from point A to point B, not to compete with the physical dollar. Bitcoin is meant to store value like gold stores value. It's not meant to be a currency where you buy your hat or your shirt, even though people are using it as a currency, but it's not a currency. It's a crypto. It's a store of value. There is no currencies yet until governments release digital CBDCs. So to go back to your comment, people think that XRP will flip BTC. Well, those are only idiots who think that XRP and BTC are competing with each other. The real truth is both are extremely valuable. Both are going to continue to exist. One is going to be used for nostril accounts of transferring money between institutions, and one is going to be held as a store of value the same way that gold is, to a point where gold itself could potentially be pegged to Bitcoin at one point, because Bitcoin is finite and gold is not. Anthony says, is it Anthony? Yeah, Anthony says, what's your thoughts on Sand? Well, Sand is a metaverse. It's an ERC20 token that you can buy. SAND, Sand is the ticker symbol for the Sandbox metaverse. And it is a metaverse. It's being built on Ethereum blockchain, which means it has some really great potential future. Ethereum is not going anywhere. However, I'm not as big of a fan of Sandbox as I am of Decentraland or Mana. Do I own both of those cryptocurrency tokens? Yes, but I like Decentraland a little bit better because I find Decentraland is geared a little bit more to teenager and higher audio or age group, and I find that Sandbox is a little bit more cartoony, boxy, designed more for the cartoon Atari style play, and I just find I'm a little too old for that. It doesn't appeal to me the way that it might appeal to a 12-year-old or a 15-year-old or even a 22-year-old. So for those dynamic reasons, I find Decentraland a little bit more of a metaverse I might actually use. Who knows how that might change in the future, but just at this current state that they're in, I find the Sandbox metaverse to be a little bit too toy-like for me. I feel like I'm kind of playing with Buzz Lightyear, you know? User 4608 says, I ordered your wallet a week ago. How long before I get it in Texas? Texas is usually 6 to 9 business days. So if you ordered a week ago, so what's today? Today is Saturday. So if you ordered a week ago, you probably ordered it when we did our live last Friday or last Sunday. We haven't done a live between now and then. So likely, it got shipped out Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, depending on when the order actually came in. I can't see your order right now on top of me, so I'm just estimating. And then it would likely be, of course, 6 to 9 business days. So I would think from Monday or Tuesday last week, you should be getting it this coming after the weekend, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Just take whatever day you place your order on, for anyone who's wondering. Take the day you place the order on and count 6 business days or 9 business days. And within that window is exactly when your wallet will arrive to you anywhere in the United States. If you're closer to me, where I'm shipping from Ontario, sometimes you'll get it in 4 days, but almost never. It's usually 6 days at earliest. And for those of you that are further from me in the United States, it's usually 9 days. And someone earlier was asking, do I ship to Australia? Yes, we have quite a few orders from Australia, and we have quite a few customers from New Zealand also. So shout out to my Aussie and my New Zealand boys and girls, because we have some orders from you guys. And yes, we do ship out there, but it takes about 20 days to get all the way out to you guys. So if you want to say, screw you, Tristan, order from Amazon, you'll get it in a day or two. But if you want to support us and support the IHodlLife community, then wait your week or so and your wallet will get to you. All right. And once we grow big enough, then we'll get to be as fast as Amazon, shipping it to you in like 8 seconds. But we're not there yet. So for the user that purchased a wallet, first of all, congratulations on your new smart wallet. Thank you for choosing a smart wallet from IHodlLife and supporting the community. And I know you're absolutely going to love your new wallet. If you have questions, you're always going to find me right here live. Unlike other companies and other people who sell their products to you, you don't get to meet the founder. You don't get to meet the CEO. And he's sure as shit not going to spend the hours of his time sitting here chatting with you about whatever you want to chat about in the Web3 space. This is what makes us the IHodlLife community and makes us special, because without you, we are not a community. So thanks for your order, and I hope you love your product. Devilin089 wants to know, how do I feel about the Ledger Nano X? I feel like it's a great wallet. Ledger Nano X is the oldest wallet on the, I shouldn't say that, Trezor is technically the oldest wallet. Ledger was the second oldest, but it's the most popular, most well-known wallet. They have the most partnerships with blockchains, which means they have a lot of coins on their wallet. They're a great wallet. The only downfall that I have with Ledger Nano X is that we came out with a better wallet. Before we came out with a better wallet, the Ledger Nano X was like the cream of the crop. It was the best thing you can go to. I used one myself. And then when we designed this wallet, which is basically everything that wallet is times a million better, it then made that wallet pale in comparison. I mean, look at this. Okay, look at this with the big, beautiful touchscreen. And then go look at your 1980s looking USB and the little screen on that, and scroll over with your little copy paste. I mean, come on. Come on. You can clearly see how one is very futuristic and very up to date with what we would call an on par today smart electronic versus an old looking USB or even Trezor, who looks like they still have an old 1993 key fob, and that's with a tiny little screen that doesn't have these kind of capabilities. So for those reasons, what do I think about Nano X? I think they're very safe and they're a very good quality wallet. And I think if you own one, you should be very happy that you have your cryptocurrency offline in your possession. And I congratulate you for that. And if you want to, get power windows on your new car, well, try upgrading to a new smart wallet and you will quickly discard your Ledger, at least until their new one comes out and they get up to par with some of the awesome features that we have. Of course, everybody, when you're here, don't forget to hit the like. We're already up to 26,000 likes. We hit our first goal of 25,000. So let's see if we can get up to 50,000. Let's see if we can double it. So burn your fingers. You don't need prints on every single finger. So pick a finger you don't like and hit those likes, hit the follow. And if you haven't followed along the community already, because it's really great perks and benefits being part of the community. And also make sure to share the like. The share the like button is not up here, but you'll notice that's like my motion I do. Share the like. That's not where the like or the share button is, but that's my motion that I do. So when you see that motion, it means hit the share the live so that it goes out to other people's For You page. And thank you. I see the heart starting to come up now on the side of my screen. So thank you everyone for taking the effort and the time to not just sit here and take, but to give back by sharing those hearts and sharing those likes, because obviously it grows the community, which grows my capability of being here longer and sharing this information with you. Satan Hunter says, I'm here just to troll, but after hearing that, $100 XRP. I bet and this is funny too, because most of the people that troll XRP, most of them, they secretly own XRP. They secretly have this, well, what if? What if? And they have a little bag of XRP over there, a couple $100, just in case Tristan was right. You know it. Perry M. Does anyone make a decentralized credit card for Canada? Not yet, but there is, in a way, it's not decentralized, no. Decentralized would mean that the community would own the credit card, and no, that doesn't exist. However, I think you're onto a very multi-million-dollar opportunity right there, creating a Visa or a MasterCard or an Amex that is 100% decentralized using blockchain technology, not a centralized server or centralized governing a corporate force like Visa or MasterCard or Amex is today. However, I fear if you try to build that business, you're either going to get bought out very quickly or you're going to get assassinated, one of the two. There's very thin lines that you can't cross in the payments world. And if you try to go and create a decentralized Visa or MasterCard, those fuckers are just going to kill you. Like, you ain't going to be alive to even launch your product because it's too revolutionary. It takes away the control from them too much. But yes, you're onto a multi-million-dollar idea. Perry M., big credit for what's ticking in your brain right now. Will Bitcoin go down? Or maybe someone is not saying will, but stating Bitcoin will go down to 15K by the end of 23 before it blows up in the bull market. And I completely agree, Miguel. I 100% agree with you. In fact, I'm calling that $12,000 is the lowest level that Bitcoin will go. But it doesn't mean I'm going to wait until I see 12,000 or 15,000 to buy my Bitcoin. I'm going to keep buying it now, even at $30,000, because I understand it's going to be worth $1 million. And it doesn't matter if I bought it at 15,000, and it doesn't matter if I bought it at 13,000, and it doesn't matter if I bought it at 50,000. It matters that I bought some. It matters that before it hits $1 million, I've accumulated as much as I can. And there's no way in life that I'm going to have all my money at that one day when it hits 12K and I'm paying attention and I buy in at the right time. It's not going to happen. It's not realistic. Can I put a grand or two or a little bit of money aside and hope that that time comes and I can snatch up some more really cheap? Yes, but that doesn't change my traditional investment strategy of continuing to accumulate as much crypto as I can, even as it's going down the bear market, even as the price is suppressing down, even though I know in my brain it might go to 12K. Why am I buying it at 30K, 25K, 20K, 15K? Why? Because I'm a fucking genius, not an idiot. I understand the long-term future of where the asset is going, and I know that buying it at $50,000 is a steal. Because the day is going to come when people will dream about buying Bitcoin for $50,000 the same way that today I dream about buying Bitcoin for $5. Can't do it anymore. Never will. I'll never get that opportunity. But I dream of doing that. But I'm not going to get that chance. The price of Bitcoin was about that when someone told me to buy it back in 2016. It was about $5. And how many of those could I have with my $1,000? Be a multi-millionaire upon multi-millionaire. But nope. Wasn't paying attention. Crypto, bunch of idiots, don't know what they're doing, fake internet money. How stupid was I? So That's why I'm here now on the other end of the spectrum showing you how I turn things around by paying attention. And simply, all I had to do was pay attention. Thanks everybody for hitting the like. We want to keep pumping it up. You guys already pumped it up to 30,000. Let's get it up to 50,000 likes. It shows up on a ton of people's For You pages once we hit that $50,000 marker. So let's set that a goal. And, of course, until your fingers get sore, I do appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. If you appreciate what I'm dishing out, if you appreciate the goods and the info and the knowledge I'm sharing with you, then please reward me simply by hitting the like and sharing the live. You don't need to send me gifts. I don't need your pennies. I don't need your dollars. Give them to somebody else who does want them. I just want you to share my page so it goes out to more people so we can get more people understanding what is the opportunity of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and this revolutionary new Web3 opportunity. Carl Vask says Ethereum isn't going anywhere. Is that what I heard? Yes, that's exactly what you heard. Ethereum is not going anywhere. Everyone out there who tells you these stories of Ethereum killer because it's faster and it's more efficient, you don't understand the platform or the infrastructure of all the ERC20s that are already built on top. Do you think Quant's going anywhere? Do you think it's really going anywhere? No, it's not. Quant's an ERC20 token. Do you know what an ERC20 token is? That's a company or a business or a product or a service that's built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. So whatever Quant decides to become in the future, which I think is going to be something really hot and sexy, that means that the underlying asset is going to be Ethereum because the Ethereum is the asset for the blockchain that Quant's business is built on top of. Are you with me, people? Do you understand what I mean when I say layer ones is the real play? Now, do I love Quant and do I buy Quant and do I stack as much Quant as I can? Hell yeah. But do I understand the difference of a token to a coin and a layer one to a business or a service that's offered on top of a layer one? For sure I do. This is what's going to define generational wealth from people who just make money. What are my thoughts on Polygon? Satan Hunter, just so you know, I just started ignoring your comments now because you're just talking nonsense and you're just being a troll. So, I don't know what you're doing. I hope your life gets better. I hope you start feeling better about yourself because the only reason people troll like that and keep like trying to poke and trying to get a response is because they're very lonely. So, everybody go look at Satan Hunter right now. Let's give him a moment of glory. Great. Now you can feel good about yourself and you can just stop being a jerk and just follow along and, be kind like the rest of us. So what are my thoughts? User 178 says, what's your thoughts on Polygon? I love Polygon, and the reason that I love Polygon is because Polygon is a layer 2 ZK rollup. So instead of trying to compete with Ethereum, they worked alongside of Ethereum, and they basically do everything that Ethereum does better than what Ethereum does. So if there ever is a Ethereum killer, it's Polygon, except Polygon didn't go at them head to head. They decided to work alongside them, and now they work parallel to each other, which made both of them become successful instead of them cutting each other's throats. So very smart play with Polygon. Polygon has major deals with huge companies like Coca-Cola, Walmart, all these other mega companies for the purpose of releasing NFTs. And why are they releasing NFTs? Because they want to sell you pictures of apes? No, because an NFT is how you're going to buy all your new products in the future. Everything in the world of value will be encompassed to an NFT, and you'll be able to buy all your items just like you do on Amazon today, but you're going to be buying the NFT, and then the item will be delivered to you. All assets, all encompasses of value, everything that can be identified eventually will become tokenized onto a blockchain in the very near future. Therefore means that you will buy its representation via an NFT. And Polygon is doing that with big brands. So that's why I love Polygon. Journey to randomness. That sounds fun, man. Sounds like we should meet on a Friday night and do something we never thought we would do. Yeah, baby. So I'm holding on to my dot and graph journey to randomness says, and they're holding on to their dot and their graph. Why? Because they've probably done some research, and they probably understand that Polkadot is a very interoperable source. They're focusing on interoperability, so they're focusing on being like a new internet platform that allows people to interact with each other for a really simple way to put it. And they've got tons of development, tons of people who are invested in them, tons of growth going on top of their platform. So great reason why you may want to hold that dot. So I completely agree with you, journey to randomness. And as far as graph being a big data holder or supplier, also cross-bordering a little bit into the AI through its big data use case, definitely another cryptocurrency that you may want to hold on to. So good job on doing some research on those. Those were two great cryptocurrencies that you mentioned. Huss Insane says, what's your thought on triple top bubble pop, just like Amazon? Well, Huss Insane, my thought on that is you're a fucking idiot and you're just here wasting your time and other people, because we're clearly here to talk about cryptos and financial opportunities and investments and how we can better our lives and share it with people. And you're here talking about triple bop, bubble pop. Go, like, seriously, man, fuck off. Straight up to you. XRP is a bridge for a new decentralized financial world, which means the future of the financial world. Yes, XRP will be the bridge currency that allows country A and country B to exchange money between each other without them actually sending the money. They will actually send the XRP as the equation of the value, which is why it becomes the bridge. It's not like I'm going to send my $1 million of Canadian dollars and the US is going to receive $1 million of my Canadian dollars, and XRP is going to bridge my Canadian into XRP and then XRP into US. That's not exactly how it's going to work. We're actually going to be transacting back and forth with the asset XRP, and that will be the value of the underlying digital CBDC pegged to that. That's the real infrastructure being written down behind the scenes right now. Bitcoin, finite? Abram says, yes, Bitcoin is finite. Bitcoin is the most finite source of value that we've ever discovered in the history of mankind. Jeff says, in Canada, what's the angle I need to take? I don't know, try 90 degrees. Last bull run can't even beat its own all-time high and shill 100. Oh, Satan Hunter, you're still talking about XRP not being able to get over its high. Well, that's because you haven't done any research and you don't know that it's been under spectrum from the SEC for the last 3 years, so it missed its opportunity on the last bull run, and that's simply because it was suppressed. And the reason it was suppressed is because Jed McCaleb made them suppress it so that he had time to build XRP, Stellar Lumens, which is an exact copycat of XRP, because Jed McCaleb was an original co-founder of XRP, had a falling out with the other co-founders and said, fuck you, I'm going to go build my own company, which is a replica of you, and I'm going to crush you and do everything that we were going to do, but I'm going to do it instead. And then he found out that he wasn't able to compete with Ripple, and Ripple was able to get all these partnerships while Jed McCaleb was building up his Stellar Lumens over here. And now here they are, these two mega companies, and now they have no choice but for XRP to continue on the path that it is, and for XLM to maneuver away from trying to kill XRP and taking its position to becoming the new world coin for the new world exchange. So it'll actually be XLM, Stellar Lumens, that will be the bridge currency for people's money. And XRP will be the bridge money for institutional money. I hope that makes very sense for everyone. And the only reason the SEC has had their neck around XRP has nothing to do with XRP being a security. It has to do with who Jed McCaleb is, the golden boy. And he said, go choke them out while I copycat their company and take them over. And if you knew anything about cryptocurrency and you've done some research, you would already know that, so you wouldn't make stupid comments about why they didn't go up in the next bull run. You would already know why they didn't go up in the next bull run. Once again, speak with some research and knowledge about what you're doing instead of just opinion and speculation, because you're just going to end yourself in a circle that doesn't gain you anything. How much is the wallet? Go check them out on our website. In Canadian dollars, these guys are $179. We've got them on sale right now for $169. Everything on our store is off a little bit right now. These guys are $149 on sale for $129 right now. And of course, those are Canadian dollars. So whatever that converts to US dollars if you are in the US, or Aussie dollars if you're in Australia, so on and so forth. Nonetheless, they are the best smart wallets in the world. So from between $80 to $200, depending on where you are and what your currency is, you can own a new smart wallet. And if you have even $100 invested in crypto, you probably should have spent $100 to get yourself an offline wallet, because I bet you your crypto isn't in your custody, which means you don't own it. And I will remind you, all the money that's in your bank account right now, you don't own it. Hey, Satan Hunter, just in case you didn't know, the money that's in your bank account, you don't own it. The bank does. Guzman says, hey, I just ordered a wallet. Hey, congratulations. I love when people order wallets during the lives, because it shows me that they're following along as a community member. And I'll tell you a little secret. People who order during my lives, I actually put their names into a little category. And when we do airdrops and when we do prizes and stuff, I always put them at the front of the group, because those are the real community members, the people that are really following along, not just someone who saw it on Amazon or a friend told them and they went and bought it because they need to hold their money offline, but people that are actually here in the community taking part in what we're doing, which is this. I love rewarding those people. So thanks, Guzman. Congratulations on your new smart wallet. Just like I tell everybody else, it's about a 6 to 9 business day order. So if you placed your order today, being a weekend, it won't even get packaged until Monday, and then it will get shipped out on Tuesday, and then your 6 days begin. So see you in 6, 7, 8, 9 business days for your new smart wallet. Thank you again for your purchase and for supporting the IHodlLife community, and you are going to love your new smart wallet. NYC says, did you invent the wallet? This wallet I did not invent. This is built by SecuX Technologies. This wallet is built by SecuX Technologies. This Nifty, however, I invented the idea of it. I partnered with SecuX after I met them and after I met their wallets, or at least I should say the original version when they used to be called a Stone W20, believe it or not. That was their original version. And I partnered with them. I also had a deal with Ledger and a deal with Trezor to carry those in my store. And I decided to only go exclusively with SecuX under a partnership with them because their product was the best in the world. So they built these wallets. They designed them. Of course, I gave them a few ideas that I thought was great, but they took credit. They built everything themselves. This little guy, however, in my conversation with one of their development teams, I gave them the idea going back about a year and a half ago. I guess it was at the end of 2020 or end of 2021. And I gave them the idea that, hey, you guys build wallets to hold cryptocurrency offline. Why don't you build a wallet that holds your NFTs offline and holds your domain names offline so you can keep those in your custody too? And the lights went on and they said, wow, what a great idea. And then they went to their design team and they came out with what is now the world's first offline NFT wallet. So this is actually an offline wallet that you can send your assets to that are tokenized as an NFT. So if you're buying NFTs on OpenSea because you're part of the NFT world, or if you're just a realtor and you're buying houses and you're putting them as an NFT to sell to your customers, the new Nifty Smart Wallet is absolutely brilliant. And I'm very proud to say that it came out of this brain. Even though no, I didn't build it. I'm not a tech guy. I have no idea how all the components in this were created and designed. But the SecuX blockchain security team who did build the device by basically just taking the idea that I gave them, which is NFTs offline, which holding stuff offline they were already a master of, obviously. Two and two came together, and there was born the world's first, and still today, the only offline NFT hardware wallet in the entire world. So this is a smart wallet, and what it does is it connects to my phone with an app, just like my crypto wallet connects to my phone with my app. And then I get an app on my phone, I'll show you here. And I can then go into my wallet here, you can see. And you can see there's all my NFTs being held offline. So if I want to go take a look at any of these, let me just open some of them up. So if I want to go look at any of these NFTs, you see here, all my NFTs are being held in there. So all these NFTs are offline in my custody, not in the custody of somebody else. All in my offline wallet, thanks to this wallet that SecuX built off of my amazing idea. Yes, I'm still taking credit for the amazing idea. I'll do it forever because it's awesome and it's revolutionary. And when the whole world becomes tokenized, which means everything of value becomes tokenized, the entire world is going to have a digital wallet holding NFTs and other forms of data as an NFT in their possession on their digital wallet. Nobody's going to use a physical wallet anymore or a laptop or anything like that. It'll all be done on an app on your phone or a device like this if you're smart enough to have it in your custody. So some pretty revolutionary stuff that we're building and we're doing and creating right here in the IHodlLife community. And you can see, so if I go in here, let's take a look at some Fairy Goddess and let's take a look at some ETHXAI. So there's ETHXAI NFTs. So there's a bunch of the ETHXAI NFTs that I own from that particular one, and some Pharaoh Goddess and so on and so forth. So really, really great. All touchscreen, of course. You can just pull up your... and the nice thing about this is now you can show off your NFTs to people on the go. If you want to sell one of these, we can literally transact right there. This device connects to OpenSea. I can make a sale with you. We can QR scan like we do with crypto right there on the spot. This makes transacting with NFTs and tokenized assets an absolute breeze for anyone in the world right here at IHodlLife. Check us out. The link's in my bio, www.IHodlLife.com. IHodlLife.com. And you can order your new smart wallet from our store. And if you're an NFT holder, then you might want to get yourself an offline NFT wallet so you don't keep your NFTs online. You've already heard all the horror stories about MetaMask being hacked and all these wallets being hacked for NFTs, people losing these blue chip basey NFTs. Well, that's because this didn't exist yet. But now it does, so get yourself an offline NFT wallet. And this one is the most expensive wallet we carry because it holds NFTs. It does also hold crypto too, so it holds NFTs and crypto. And it's 249 Canadian dollars or 199 US dollars, I think is about the same equivalent. But we do have a $50 discount on them right now from 249 down to 199. So right now is the time you might want to get one at a cheap price. www.IHodlLife.com. And yes, it is offline. Johnny, real estate, asks a good question. How do I sell it if it's offline? Well, there's two different ways to do that, Johnny. Let's say you're a real estate agent, which I think you might be because of your name. So I now have tokenized my $1 million house into an NFT. The NFT now shows the name of my house, the location. Anybody in the world can go on the blockchain and they can click on that NFT and it's going to tell me every detail about the house that Johnny Real Estate is going to sell me. I can go see when the new roof was put on it back in 2007. The basement had flooding. everything. It has a new door. Everything is recorded on the blockchain. I don't even need to talk to my real estate agent. And now I want to go visit the house. I'm not even going to call up Johnny Real Estate and be like, hey man, can I meet you at the house to go look through the house? Fuck that. I'm going to go into my virtual space. And my wife and I are going to virtually tour the entire place. And Johnny Real Estate's going to be in his metaverse space. And he's going to meet us there in the home virtually with his avatar and our avatars. And we're going to walk through the house and we're going to touch the countertops and we're going to bounce on the bed and we're going to feel everything and experience everything with actual senses like we're virtually there. And we're going to decide whether we want to buy that house. And then when we come out of the virtual space, bloop, see you later, Johnny Real Estate. Now my wife and I sit at home in the comfort of our own home and we simply press the buy button and the NFT gets transferred to my wallet. And the money gets transferred to Johnny Real Estate's wallet. Johnny Real Estate didn't have to sign documents. He didn't need to fill out any paperwork. He didn't need to do anything except convince us to just press the buy button, and the money went to his account, and the ownership of the home went to our account, because as soon as I own the NFT, I own the actual ownership of the home. I can show up there and collect the keys anytime because I now have a deed of ownership of the home, which is just an NFT, which is nothing more than the certificate or ownership you have today of your home, but it's in a digital format instead of a physical piece of paper. Therefore, making it more immutable, safer, more secure, and more trustless. And the other factor that I left out of this is Johnny Real Estate didn't even know my name when we did the transaction. All he knows is he saw that wallet 8967543 decided to buy this house for $1 million. And the $1 million showed up in my account, and the NFT is gone from my inventory and now in somebody else's ownership. And they'll be there next Tuesday to pick up the keys. Simple as that. This is where the future of tokenization is going to come from. This is why a Nifty is such a revolutionary device. The world does not even know why they need it yet. But hey, we're always a few light years ahead of the game over here at IHodlLife. So this is the world's first offline NFT market. I highly encourage you to show it off to your friends and be one of the first to be like, yeah, I keep my assets offline, because in less than 24 months, the whole world is going to be scrambling to find out, how do I tokenize my assets? And you want a multi-million-dollar idea? Go find a developer to build you an app for a phone that allows you to take a picture, input the data of any item, and then boop, tokenize it onto the blockchain. Multi-million-dollar phone app right there. I don't got time to chase that one. Now, interestingly enough, I had a lady, I forget her name already, booked a cryptocurrency training session with me, and I do one-on-one training sessions for people, but she was already a well-advanced cryptocurrency trader, well-advanced cryptocurrency hodler. There was nothing I could tell her as an entry level, this is how you buy crypto, this is how you send crypto, which is what my entry-level course is designed for. So we sat there for 2 hours instead, and we brainstormed ideas on how she could create a new multi-million-dollar business in the blockchain space based on what she specializes right now in the traditional world. So we looked at how that can bridge into the blockchain space, basically going away from the internet and onto the blockchain, and how she can incorporate that business. I won't say what it is to give away any ideas or what we talked about, but you can even book me just for an hour or two to sit down and talk about you individually and what you might want to grow in the blockchain space. That app that I just told you right now that would allow you to tokenize items and put them on any blockchain, that is $1 billion idea right there. Feel free to steal it. How long to get one to the UK, Australia, New Zealand, all those orders, because we ship from Canada, they generally take about 20 days. I have seen them arrive as early as 12 days, and I've seen them take as long as 30 days, because sometimes at certain countries they're held at the border because they're crypto items. I even had, I think it was Lithuania twice. I think that's what it was. One of them anyway started with an L. Twice I had a wallet that was stuck at the border and they wouldn't release the wallet, and the poor customer couldn't get it and couldn't get it and couldn't get it. And we even have a customer right now who won a Nifty, and his Nifty is sitting at the border right now and we can't seem to get it across the border to him. So sometimes there is complications with that, but almost everywhere in the world we can ship to. There is a few remote areas that do not allow it, and it's mainly because we are a crypto item and the rest of the world still hasn't quite warmed up to what crypto is, and there's still a lot of places and a lot of companies and even government factors in the world that think it's this illegal, scary something that's not. They don't know it's just a new financial system. But we do ship to UK. To answer it really clearly, expect 15 to 20 days. So what's today? Today is the 25th. If you ordered it today, it'll be there probably by the 15th of next month. Give or take a week. But the good news is you'll be in our database. You'll be available for our airdrops. You'll be available for our NFT drops. You'll be available for our whitelist drops. Or you could say, screw that, I don't care about that shit, Tristan, and you could just order it from Amazon. It'll probably be there in a few days. So your call. But I always appreciate everyone that supports the IHodlLife community. I'm here hoping to support you with my knowledge. And Justin says, that does look nice. I'm thinking you're talking about our wallets. Yes, they are the world's best wallet. The screen's a little bit dirty. Let me clean my finger goo off of that one first. That's a little better. And as I mentioned, the W20 and the V20 are identical. I like the V20 because I like the big aluminum shell. It's very masculine. It's tough. I mean, see what I mean? Like it's heavy duty. It's really tough. Whereas this one is more of a plastic outside, even though it's like a tough kind of billy bat material. I just like the design of this. I like how it sits up top. It stands. But virtually they do the exact same thing. All the features are the same. The screens are even exactly the same. If you look very carefully, you'll notice that the screen on both of these is the same screen. It's just the housing of the casing that's different. And I think my W20 battery's dead because I was just trying to power it up and it turned off. I got it upside down for you anyway. Oh yeah, my battery's dead, as you can see. So this one doesn't want to power up yet. There we go. Let's log into this guy. When you log in, you're going to get a 4-digit code, kind of like your bank PIN code. But every time you log this in, it's going to scramble. It's going to change the position of the numbers. So it's never the same pattern. If someone's overlooking, like you guys can see me, if you can kind of guess my pattern, it's different every time. You'll never be able to guess it. And there you go. Now I'm in my wallet. Now this particular one is a demo, so there's nothing in this. But you can see if I wanted to send my Ethereum over, I would just touch that guy right there. I would QR scan my Ethereum over. And what's even more smart about the wallet is all my ERC20 tokens. We talked about Mana. We talked about Sand. We talked about Quant. We talked about Shiba. Those are all ERC20 tokens that are built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. All of those, I don't have to send to individual addresses. I can just send it directly to my Ethereum, just scan it to my Ethereum, and all my ERC20 tokens will just automatically show up on my wallet. That's why our wallets are smart. Same with Binance. Any BEP20 token, I just send it to the Binance and boom, it shows up on my wallet as its own individual BEP20 token on the Binance network. Same with Tron, anything that's a TRC20 or a TRC10, and same with Solana, anything that's an SLP token. And once XRP comes out with its XLS tokens and so on and so forth, you'll be able to access all of them through your wallets simply by going directly to the directly to the main blockchain that asset is for. So what that means is I don't need to send Shiba to Shiba. I don't need to send Quant to Quant. I don't need to send Mana to Mana. I don't need to send Sand to Sand. I just send all of them to Ethereum and the wallet does it all for me. Now that's smart and that's easy. Thanks everyone. It looks like we hit 50 already. Congratulations everyone. Great job. Congratulations to you for 50,000. How long have we been going here? We haven't been going that long. You guys got up there really fast. All right. Well, what do you say we doubled it up again? How's your fingers feeling? My mouth is feeling all right. Maybe a little dry. Let's have some water. So you guys maybe do some finger stretches. Let's do some finger stretches and some water to get prepared for getting up to 100K. All right. Everybody done their finger stretches? Good. Breathe in your nose, out your mouth, and hit that like. And of course, don't forget to share the live so that more people can join in. And I appreciate for all of you that take part and actually hit that like. I see your hearts coming up the side of the screen. So thank you very much. I appreciate you doing that as much as you may appreciate, some of the mumbo jumbo that's coming out of my mouth. Yes, D. Valen 089 wants to know, will your wallet connect to your phone? Absolutely. It connects to my phone via Bluetooth. So when I connect it, it becomes online for that quick moment while I'm transacting, and then I disconnect and it keeps me offline and safe. That's why the wallets are so amazing and easy to use. And I can go on to my app at any time. I can just go onto an app on my phone. Other than my NFT app for my Nifty, I have another app which is for just my crypto, and then I can go into that wallet and you can see its thumbprint entry, and when I go in there, it's then going to show me all my crypto that's on my actual device. And if I have just my app, I can see what's on my wallet. And if I have just my wallet, I can see what's on my wallet. And if I have just my app, you can send me and I can do a transaction. And if I have just my wallet, you can send me and do a transaction. And then once I sync them together, they will sync with each other, just like a text message that didn't get through the signal yet. So really, really amazing features. I can't tell you how amazing these wallets are. For Rennie, who asks, what is the name of the wallet? Well, you can find them, go to the link in my bio. You can find them in our store at IHodlLife. It is the SecuX V20 and the SecuX W20. Along with, we also sell a W10, which is not a smart wallet. It doesn't have all the capabilities that these two have. It's just a savings wallet. And you can actually see that if you go take a look at our complete banking system, and you'll understand why we have 3 different models and what their use cases and what their purposes are. Along with our 4th edition, which is the Offline Nifty, the world's first offline NFT wallet. And if you're in our store, you'll also notice that we carry seed phrase protection. And for anyone who has any cryptocurrency at all, the most important thing you need to protect is your seed phrase. The XSeed Pro is how you do that. So you get this handy dandy little device. This is going to run you 100 Canadian dollars. So whatever that is in American dollars, it's 69 bucks, I think. And what you do is you put your 24-word seed phrase in it. Comes with these little metal letters that you slide in here. You seal it away, and then nobody can see your seed phrase. It's fireproof. It's waterproof. You can put a lock on it. It comes with stickers that you can put on it to seal it so you can tell if somebody opened it. This is how you protect your 24-word seed phrase and keep your crypto safe in your custody. You can lose the wallet. Put all the crypto you want on the wallet. Throw the wallet in the lake. It doesn't matter. Type your 24-word seed phrase into any wallet in the world, and all your crypto will be recovered instantly in that wallet. So your seed phrase is the most important feature. So when you're on our website and you're checking out our wallets, make sure to check out an XSeed Pro. We do have an XSeed Plus, but the XSeed Pro is where it's at. This device right here is something that everybody who's in the crypto space should absolutely have. If you haven't, then you need to find out how important your 24-word seed phrase is. So for anyone who needs an XSeed Pro, go check that out in our shop, www.IHodlLife.com, and this is how you keep your 24-word seed phrase safe. Alrighty, in the box, it even comes with extras on top of that XSeed Pro. It comes with a couple steel cards like this, so you can put some additional numbers, etch it onto the card, or stamp it onto the card, and then that way you've got other passwords in case you're using more than just one wallet. And once again, links in my bio, www.IHodlLife.com. Dr. Dre is in the house, and he says he got his V20. That's great. Congratulations on your V20, man. I hope you absolutely love it. Make sure to follow along the IHodlLife community, and you'll find all kinds of great ways on how you can use that wallet. So Crypto Caveman 1 says, so to use XRP as collateral, and I'm guessing he's referring to me talking about I have $1 million worth of XRP and now I'm borrowing my $250,000 cash, and I take 50 grand of my cash and I buy more of the assets, and now I have $1,020,000 of my asset, and I have 200 grand of tax-free borrowed money. And the question becomes, okay, so what if the XRP price then goes down? What if your $1 million asset that you borrowed the money goes down? So what? This is why I borrowed $250,000 from my million, not $1 million from my million. Are you with me? The lender wouldn't approve that. They say you have $1 million. We're not going to give you $1 million. You have $1 million, we'll give you $200K. We'll give you $150K. Knowing that if the price changes, we can probably make a deal or pull that liquid out long before it goes from $1 million to zero. So for those reasons, the lender is going to understand the volatility of the asset long before they choose to lend you the money in the first place, which is why you probably wouldn't be taking a loan from a traditional bank. You'd probably be using a decentralized funding platform, which is a DeFi platform, which is a cryptocurrency blockchain-based lending institution. So like a bank, but in the crypto space. And they know what XRP is, and they're happy to take your XRP from you. D. Valen, what are some of the great features our wallet has? I'm not sure if you are new, because we have definitely been explaining that here over the last little while. Some of the features is the ability to send your cryptocurrency. First of all, look at the design. Big, beautiful touchscreen. If I want to send my XDC over, I'm just going to touch XinFin. It's going to pop up, and I'm just going to send it. Better yet, I could even just send it before XinFin was on the wallet. I could just send it to Ethereum, and then it'll just show up. So really, really feature. Sorry, not XinFin. I can't, because that's an EVM chain. ERC20 token. So let me correct that. ERC20 token, I would be able to send directly to Ethereum. The EVM chains, I do need to send them directly to the actual chain. And you'll notice that when you plug it in, because it won't be listed under Ethereum. It'll be listed under EVM chains in a separate category. So just to clarify that, because I stumbled on my words there, I don't want you to think that you can send EVM chains to the Ethereum address, because you'll lose your money. It's only for ERC20 tokens. So make sure you are clear on that. And yes, CryptoBrit, it is so much more user-friendly. It's seriously, it's like having a car that you love, but then as soon as you get a new car and it's got power windows and Bluetooth and all these extra features, it's just like, holy shit, how did I ever live without these things before? Like, how did I ever exist without them before? And then when you have them, it's like you can't go back. So once you upgrade to one of our new smart wallets, you'll very quickly retire whatever currency wallet you're using now. User 762605 says, where do you order the wallet? It's www.IHodlLife.com. IHodlLife. I know you're reading it backwards, guys. IHodlLife.com, and that is our website. And if you find it hard to type it or find it, just go to my bio. There's a little Linktree link in my bio. It'll take you to my Linktree page, and you can go right to buy the smart wallets from there. You can join our YouTube. You can join our Discord. You can book training with me. You can check out the new XDC blockchain. You can mine some P. I have some P token. I've got my cryptocurrency code in there that you can just hit it, and you can get a referral code from me to get some free P cryptocurrency and start mining it yourself on your phone for free. So there's all kinds of nice links that you can access in my link tree. So just go to my bio. You see a little link at the top that you can click on right here on TikTok. Just go to my TikTok bio, and there's a little link you can click on, and it'll take you directly to my link tree, which will give you access to my store, my social pages, everything like that. And you can also subscribe to that so that you'll get updated when new things are added if you want. So journey to randomness, whatever you said is completely wrong, because what they're saying, journey to randomness says, well, if the wallet goes bad, goodbye to your money. So make sure to use an online wallet. It's much safer. And that couldn't be more inaccurate. An online wallet is not safe. You can get hacked. And an offline wallet or an online wallet, you must understand the cryptocurrency isn't in the wallet. The cryptocurrency is in the blockchain. The only thing that goes in the wallet is the public key. And to back that up is your private key, which is your 24-word seed phrase. And when your 24-word seed phrase matches the public key, the little door on the internet or the blockchain opens that gives you access to the crypto that never left the blockchain in the first place. That's why I can throw this in the river, and I can just go take any new wallet, type in my 24-word seed phrase, and all my crypto will recover on my new wallet because the crypto never left the blockchain. It never went on the device in the first place. All it did was recognize the public key to my private key, which is my 24-word seed phrase, which means I type in my 24-word seed phrase to any wallet, offline, on wallet, any brand, any make, any model, and all my crypto from my previous wallet that was built to that 24-word seed phrase will now instantly recover on that new wallet with your new 24-word seed phrase for your new wallet. So you can't lose your crypto by losing the device. So journey to randomness, what you said about goodbye wallet, goodbye money is completely inaccurate. I can throw this in the river. I can run over it with my truck. I can throw it in the garbage, and I can just type in my 24-word seed phrase, and all my crypto is still there. I can wait 10 years and then go type in my 24-word seed phrase, and all my crypto is still there, minus whatever plus or down it went in the market. And it's important to know, when your crypto's offline, just like gold that's sitting in your closet, it still goes up in value with the market. It's not like you put it offline and it stays at that value. It's still worth more or worth less depending on what it's worth in the marketplace. Just like if I take a bar of gold and it's worth $1,000 and I put it in my closet, if the price of gold goes up, it's worth more. If the price of gold goes down, it's worth less. Where I store the asset doesn't matter. The price of the asset still fluctuates with the market. Johnny Real Estate says, how do I sell from an offline wallet? I'm not sure what you mean from an offline wallet. I think that was the question I answered early, Johnny, about how would you transact like a real estate deal using your offline wallet. So this is my offline NFT wallet. I've tokenized my house. I've sent it to my NFT wallet. Now anybody that I meet, I can just QR scan and they can take possession of that NFT, which in essence gives them possession of that house. And the money would instantly be transferred into my account the second that they bought the NFT. And the smart contract on the blockchain would make that happen. We don't decide. We don't get to choose. We can't back it up. As soon as he hits the buy the NFT, it instantly leaves my wallet, whether we like it or not, and the money instantly shows up in my wallet, whether we like it or not. It's an automatic transaction, and if the guy doesn't have the money, the transaction won't go through. So therefore, it's so easy and so streamlined. Gus says he can't get into my Discord. I'm not sure why, Gus. You should be able to just go to the link in my bio. Actually, you know what, Gus? The last time I did a live, somebody said the same thing, and I told them I was going to go check to see if the link had maybe expired. So maybe it did. They only give you a certain amount of time, and then you got to repost the link. So maybe that's what happened. So I was supposed to go check that already, and I didn't because I'm a busy guy. So I will get on that again. Thank you for reminding me, and I apologize if I forget again, but I will try to get over there to Discord and make sure to update the link. Nathan, where are you when I need you to go update links? Satan Hunter is still talking about XRP, and he says the market cap of $100 for XRP. I want everyone to understand that market cap means nothing. Market cap is a changing number. Talking about market cap equating to a unit price of a cryptocurrency is like trying to gauge a 10-year-old on how tall they're going to be. Well, they're going to keep growing, so you can't gauge them on how tall they are right now. And that's the same as market cap. Market cap continually grows or decreases. It's just a hypothetical number based on use. So therefore, market cap is not something that you really want to pay attention to. It doesn't have the relevance that people put behind it. Mr. TSC says he was thinking about ordering a Ledger Nano X, but he saw our video last weekend, and how do they compare? Well, Mr. TSC, this is the world's first smart wallet. So whether you go with the V20 or whether you go with the W20, they're the world's best cryptocurrency wallets. And what we have that other wallets don't is you have the ability to just touch your big, beautiful touchscreen display. You can just scan your crypto that you now bought. You know, you went on your phone, you went on Coinbase or crypto.com or something like that. You bought $1,000 in Bitcoin, let's say, and now you can just scan it over to your offline wallet. It's super easy. It's so easy to use. Literally a child or an elderly person could do it. And when you want to send tokens, which means Shiba and Quant and all these tokens that are built on top of another blockchain, you can just send it directly to the native asset. You don't need to go and plug your wallet in, go find the asset, add it to my wallet, and then I can have a QR code, and then I can send my crypto. You don't got to do all those steps. You could just send it to the native asset like Ethereum, and now Shiba shows up on my wallet. Now I have a new Shiba QR code that I can send to. That wasn't there before I sent my Shiba to my Ethereum address. And that goes the same for BEP20 and other chains that have tokens on top of them. So incredibly smart, incredibly intuitive, big, beautiful touchscreen display on the devices. I mean, you know, the other wallets out there, Ledger is the best wallet out there that compares to us, and they're not even on the same boat. Like, go take a look at that 1980s USB looking device and then take a look at our devices. They're not even on the same boat. Ledger needs to get their stacks, their new wallet that they're coming out with, which basically looks exactly like this. Their new wallet they're releasing. They need to get that on the market like yesterday, because their old school USB is just not on par with today's consumer electronics. You go buy a smartphone, you don't want an old Z-Tac flip phone that looks like a StarTAC from 1985. You don't. You want a new, modern looking smart device, and that's where Ledger has fallen behind over these past years, as they sat back and they let their wallets get fat and they didn't really do anything innovative. And now there's all these new guys on the market like us coming out with crazy cool shit, and they're like, we're looking a bit rusty now. So their new Stacks is going to come out. It looks almost identical to this device. It's very similar. Not saying they hijacked any ideas, but almost looks identical. And we've had a big, beautiful touchscreen display for now almost 2 years. Thank God they're finally catching up, but it's still not here yet. So if you want to go buy one today, you're still buying a base model USB looking device. So for all of those reasons, Mr. TSC, and once again, Ledger's a good wallet. They're a good company. It will keep your crypto safe. I only explain the differences of why I believe and why I talk about these new smart wallets and why they're so amazing and why they're so much better than the traditional Ledger or Trezor wallets, even though I will say that those are still good cryptocurrency wallets. It's just, you can't compare a good Cadillac to a Ferrari. Like the Ferrari still wins every day. It's just so much better, even though the Cadillac is still great. What else we got on here? What else we got in here, guys? Holly Atwood says, looking at some of these comments, I wonder if anyone does any actual research. And interesting that you make that comment, Holly, because most of the time people don't. Most of the time, the people that are the most opinionated about crypto or about value or whether it's a good or good not idea or whether you should be involved in it or not are people that have done zero research. And that's why their opinion is formulated on something so stupid, because they're really just formulating on an opinion that has no backing. They just choose to believe that way. And should they be proven wrong, it goes against their grain or it goes against their ego. So they'll just choose to ignorantly believe incorrectly, even though you could prove them right and put the information in front of them. And it brings me back to an old saying. That a bee does not waste his time explaining to a fly that honey is sweeter than shit. He just lets the fly go, fly around the shit, and enjoy his shit. He doesn't try to go and convince him, hey, Mr. Fly, the honey over here is way sweeter. It's way better. You don't need to go fly around on that log of poop. He doesn't have that conversation. He just goes about his business and he lets the fly go do whatever the fuck the fly wants to do. And he knows he's already living in a higher level. And that's the same with cryptocurrency. When you want to people that have these comments that are so far-fetched and so ignorant to this opportunity, you almost have to just just go be a fly. Just go flying on your poop, because it's a waste of my time and my energy to try to explain to you. And I will tell you guys, it's really important to not try to explain cryptocurrency to people. Just drop the information on the table in front of them and let them do with it as they will. This is a massive opportunity for anyone in the world to create generational wealth. Less than 1% of the world is going to pay attention to it. So don't expect people to pay attention. Expect everyone to say nope, 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 nope. Expect that. And be the one person who's different and makes the correct activities, because you have the aptitude, once again, to pay attention. Do I like the Tangent Zoom wallet cards? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by the Tangent Zoom wallet cards. If you mean the Zoom wallet, I have used the Zoom wallet, but I don't use it anymore. I have no need because my offline wallet holds my XRP. The only thing that I would need to put on the Zoom wallet would maybe be Sologenic or Corium, but I currently have that on BitTrue Exchange right now because an airdrop just happened. So I collected some Corium from the airdrop. And then once we're able to hold it on our wallet, I will just move it directly from BitTrue where it is to my offline wallet instead of trying to intermediary other wallets, simply for that reason. But any other X coins like XRP and XLM, those are all on my offline wallet. So I'm not too worried about the Zoom wallet. I don't really have a lot of use case for it yet until it allows me to work like a MetaMask and connect with the XRPL ledger, which it will happen in the future. Neville Taylor says BitTorrent was 0.0154 and now it's 0.000000. So $100 invested in, if it required, would be a $10,000 gain. And this is absolutely right. If BitTorrent does recover its original number, it will go to about a $10,000 gain. The problem is BitTorrent is related to Tron. And the problem with Tron is related to Justin Sun. And the problem with Justin Sun is he's just not an honest person. He's billionaire and he's probably going to assassinate me for saying that, but that's the reality. I mean, if you look at his business practice, he is a cutthroat, I'm going to be the richest person, fuck you kind of person. This is not decentralization. This is not the cryptocurrency world. This is not the personality of that, even though he's a crypto tycoon. But really, he's a money tycoon, not a decentralized tycoon. So he's already under huge problems right now with the SEC. Also, for anyone who doesn't know, Justin Sun was just signed some information from the SEC saying, hey, you're now a security and you're now a problem, which in turn, the first thing I thought is, shit, now I got to go buy some Tron. I was thinking I don't like Tron. I was thinking I don't really like the founder, Justin Sun. Not that I don't like him, but I don't like how he conducts his business. I don't really know who he is as a person. And I thought, I'm not going to buy that. I'm not going to get into that. Even though BitTorrent does have a huge potential gain, I'm not going to get that because it's all under that same window. And I don't know that it might be here in 5 or 10 years, the same way that Terra Luna may not be here in 5 or 10 years. Do Kwon Do and Justin Sun, I can almost put those two in the same room and see some similar resemblances. So being money people, not decentralized community crypto people. And like I said, they can hate on me all they want for saying that. That's what I see at face value. So show me actions that prove me different and I'll have a different opinion on those. But that's what it is for now. So for those reasons, I don't hold BitTorrent and I don't hold Tron, even though Tron is one of the main coins on our wallet and you can hold all your TRC20 tokens, such as your BitTorrent, on our wallets. Also, I still have yet to own some Tron. I might, now that I know the SEC is going after them, which leads me to believe they're going to be a good thing in the future. If the SEC wants a chunk of their money, that means that something happened in the background that showed some solidity for the future of Tron, and that may make me invest. So I'm going to wait, see what happens with the SEC, and if the SEC does hit them, their price is going to tank bigger than the 6% drop that it had when they got the news from the SEC, and then when that happens, that's when I'll acquire some. Until then, I'll just hang out. For everybody whose fingers are getting tired, you can see here we are up to 60K almost. We still have quite a ways to go all the way to the 100K mark. Let's see if we can hit it before we shut down the live today. So please hit that like for those of you who are still following along. And if you're not following along, hit the follow and please share the live so other people can join in and they can hit the like too and save some of your fingerprint. And are there any ledgers that give you the opportunity to have a debit card with them and able to spend? Yes, that feature is becoming very popular, but D. Valen, I highly recommend you don't do it. I highly recommend you use your offline wallet to put your cryptocurrency, and then you use an online wallet like a MetaMask or a Zoom or some other wallet, or a smaller wallet like this that you're sending some of your crypto to, that you use as your connector device, connected to a debit card, connected to a system, because as soon as you're connecting to stuff, you're at risk of being hacked, you're at risk of someone sending you something and you accidentally click on it, which is why online wallets are not safe. So as soon as your offline wallet becomes connected in online use case, you then risk the security issues of it being like an online wallet. So you should keep your crypto offline and you should be sending to an online wallet what you might be using to transact. And very soon, everyone's going to have an app on their phone, which is going to be a government issued banking wallet that allows them to hold their government issued CBDCs on. And that will be your online wallet that you'll use when you go to your store, buy your groceries, do this. And crypto, Ethereum and Bitcoin and all these other cryptos outside of CBDCs, you will own on an offline digital asset. You will open a separate app to transact in those should you be making a transaction with them. Dallas says he's getting sued right now. Yes, that's what I was mentioning on. Justin Suntron is getting sued right now by the SEC. But then, you know what? So is XRP Ripple, and so did, Elon Musk and Tesla. And look at where the future of all those people are going. So don't be a fool and think that just because the SEC has their eyes on someone, that means they're bad. It actually means that they're good, and they're creating new money, and the SEC recognizes that, so they're suing them to take a big chunk of the money before the new liquid shows up. Same thing they did to XRP. Who do you think can really stop Bitcoin? Well, nobody can stop Bitcoin because it's fully decentralized. That's why eventually it will overcome gold to be the world's equivocal value to anything in the world. It'll be the peg value of absolutely everything because it's 100% finite. Tim Nedzwecki says, I own 1,150 XRP. So that's about $500 US worth. That's about $500 US dollars worth of XRP. I've been holding it forever. Am I really going to get rich from this? And the answer is have more patience, because I believe, in my opinion, yes. I believe, in my opinion, the day is going to come that's not too far away where owning even 100 XRP tokens is going to be big fucking news. TJ wants to know, is Bitcoin going to go back down? Yes, I anticipate sometime in the next 1 year window, we're going to see Bitcoin spike up to 300K, potentially even up to $1 million. And sometime in that same window, I anticipate it crashing all the way back down to $12,000. And then in the same window, rebounding right back up to the 300, potentially up to the $1 million mark, all within a 3 to a 9 month window. So I anticipate all of those numbers. I anticipate yes to a $1 million Bitcoin, and I anticipate yes to a $12,000 Bitcoin, all within the next 16 to 18 month window. And you might think 16 to 18 months, whoa, I want answers tomorrow. I got news for you. 16 to 18 months is a short time in the world of investing. Keep in mind, we're investing. We're not at a casino here. It's not about satisfaction instant. It's about intelligent, long-term compounding play. Douglas Sims says, what do you do in a blackout if that will occur? Well, I would just plug my batteries in. And then I don't have to worry about a blackout, because a blackout is going to be other power source. I would just use batteries in my device. So I could go to a river and I could build myself a little wind tunnel with styrofoam cups, and I could create energy through some wires, and I could charge my device, and then I could meet you on the side of the river, and through IoT we could just scan each other's devices and we can make a transaction. No energy, no power, no Wi-Fi. That's the beauty of IoT technology. We won't even get into the technicalities of IoT technology, but these wallets are just like using radio wave signals as opposed to using a Wi-Fi signal. So you could technically be off grid, and you could scan me with your phone, and you could send me crypto. It just won't show up on my wallet. It'll go on the blockchain, but it won't show up on my wallet until I actually get signal again. So if the power stayed off for a month, I might not be able to see that I just sold $10,000 worth of Bitcoin for furs and other products. But once the power does come on, it'll then update, just like a text message that came to me as soon as I got signal again, and then I'll see my new updated balance. So that's how that would work. Yes, you could still transact, you just won't update the balance until the power comes back on. But the transaction can still occur via IoT technology. Joseph Monatoya 6976 says, which is your wallet, my friend? Well, I have all of them. I have the complete banking system from IHodlLife. So I have the V20 as my home banking system. I have this one as my on-the-go wallet, which is basically replaces the wallet in my back pocket. And then I have the W10 savings wallet, with just a little bit of Ethereum and Bitcoin put away for 10 years, 20 years, leave it to my wife when I die, leave it to my kids, inheritance, that kind of thing. So home bank, on-the-go wallet, and the W10 is my home savings, like my bank account at my bank used to be. The difference is it's all in my custody now. And I'm not subject to the 4% loss of fiat money. You are way better to have your money sitting in crypto than having your money sit in fiat money. Fiat money doesn't grow. Crypto grows. Yes, crypto goes down, but it also grows. Fiat money only goes down. It never grows. Do I think the tickers Riot and Mara could reach new highs? Probably not. I have no idea who they are, and I'm very well versed in the crypto space. So if I've never heard of them, they're either way too new to make a judgment call yet, or you may want to do some more research and find out what you're thinking about. Please advise on Sui Coin. I don't know a ton about Sui Coin, because Sui Coin is like a is like a Chinese version of Ethereum, so to say. So I haven't really done a whole lot of research. I don't think anyone's ever going to overtake Ethereum, so I don't have a lot of interest in Sui Coin. I'm also on the Western Hemisphere, so the Sui Coin, community that goes with it doesn't really benefit or work for me too well. So for those reasons, I don't really have a lot of input to give you on the Sui Coin. Although I do believe that it will be a good blockchain in the future. Maria says, I can't believe my cats took my SecUX USB. Well, are you talking about the cord? Are you talking about, is that what you're talking about, Maria? Are you talking about the plug-in cord? It's just a USB cord. Oh, wait, yours is a SecUX, right? Yeah, so yours is a USC cord, this one. So you could just go buy another cord. You don't have to go buy a whole new wallet. I mean, sure, buy a new wallet, give it to somebody, but you don't need to buy a new wallet. You could just go buy a new cord at like a dollar store and it would still work. It just make sure it's that end, which I think is USC, or is this the new one that's USC? I'm not sure. But anyway, this one here that has like the little curve to it, the little smiley face, that's the one you want for the W20 and for the and you know what this is? Let's take a look here. Yeah, the Nifty. So the Nifty and the V20, I'll show you. These ones are USC, you can see. And the W20, you can see is, I forget the name of that one, whatever that one is, the one that was before the USC, the slightly older style one. So you can see that slight difference. So that's the one that you need if you just want to go buy a cord at like a dollar store or an electronic store or something like that. And then you don't need to buy a new device. So, but your cat was probably taking it because it knew that it had to do with crypto, and you probably have a smart cat. The Sky says, where is the head office for this wallet? Well, that depends. If you're looking for the head office of IHodlLife, then it is located in Canada, Ontario. And if you're looking for the head office of SecUX, the guys who actually manufacture the device for us that we sell, they are located in Taiwan, in Taipei, Taiwan. Do I have any thoughts on Core? Of course I do. Core is the native asset for the Corium blockchain, and Corium, although it's not yet, will become an ISO approved coin, and it will be used for our new financial infrastructure. So if you like ISO coins, you're going to like yourself some Corium. And the Corium airdrop just took place yesterday or the day before. So anyone who is holding XRP on supporting wallets or supporting exchanges like I was, we are going to be able to receive some free Corium tokens, which will be, snapshots already complete, so it's too late for anyone who missed out on it. And those Corium tokens will be airdropped to our wallets on May 14 or May 15. I think 14. And yes, Dvalin, it's very, very user-friendly to send your crypto from the device back to the exchange. You simply open up the app on your phone and you QR scan it to the exchange the same way you QR scanned it to the device. Instantly, very quickly. It's really, really that easy. Do I trade crypto futures? No, I don't. I don't trade crypto. I am a hodl king. Hodl your crypto. Hodlers always win. www.IHodlLife.com, not ITradeLife.com. Hodl on, my friends. User 318 something 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 says, I just saw something that said that DeSantis might open up the banks to crypto. Well, that's not really true. I mean, the banks are going to try to open up ETFs. They're going to try to open up, here's an opportunity for you people to come give us your liquid and buy crypto. But this is just a big fucking scam. All the banks are going to crash and disappear. There isn't going to be banking anymore. There is a new financial system that's coming out. Individuals and people are going to become custodians of their own money, and banks and financial institutions that will remain after the crash will be custodians of passwords, seed phrases, digital IDs, tokenized assets, but people will actually own their actual funds, CBDCs, in their own wallets and in their own offline wallets in their custody. This is a new wave of how we are going to transact in our future. So no, yes, the banks are going to open up crypto. They're going to say, come give us your money and we'll give you a piece of paper that says how much Bitcoin you own, but really we own the Bitcoin, and you just have a piece of paper that says we own Bitcoin in your name, kind of like how a bank operates now. Come give us your fiat money, and then we'll say, here's a ledger that says you have, here's a recording on a piece of paper that says you have this much money in our bank in your name, but really it's our money and we're going to go invest it. We're going to buy assets and we're going to buy Bitcoin and we're going to invest because you're too much of an idiot to do that yourself. So give us your money and we'll go make investments, and then if we ever crash, if we ever fall apart, if we ever, screw up and we lose our money, well, we don't have to give you your money anyway because it's in our custody. You chose to give us power to hold custody of your money in our discretion. So therefore, if they choose to do anything with that money, it's not yours, it's theirs. In the other option, you then have custody and you own all of your own finances. There's no bank anywhere in the world that can tell you you can't transact with your money. And banks are going to open up. Banks are crashing. They don't have money. They need liquid. They need people to give them their money back as much as they can. So they're going to say, hey, everyone, come give us your money and we'll give you Bitcoin. And then they're going to take your fiat money and then they're going to crash and you're not going to get your Bitcoin or your fucking money. So don't be stupid. Go buy cryptocurrency on your own, in your possession. Don't buy an ETF so that the bank gives you a piece of paper that says you own some Bitcoin in their custody in your name. No, you're an idiot. You need to pay attention. And yes, I emphasize you're an idiot because you're not paying attention. I will remind you and everybody else that you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to be something special. I'm not something special. I'm just an average dude, but I have the aptitude to pay attention. And that's all you need, is the aptitude to pay attention to what is occurring and what's going on. And anyone and everyone can gain the opportunity for this financial freedom and navigate this crypto space much easier than you think. It's not this mythical world of mathematics and digital bits that seem complicated. It's really not once you start playing around and poking your nose. But it takes some due diligence. If you just stand from an outside window and look in and be like, oh, it's confusing. Well, of course it is. You're not trying to do anything to learn about it. So it's like me looking at my plumbing. Oh, fuck, I don't know what to fucking do. Well, because I haven't even opened a plumbing book yet. What do I expect? Have I watched any videos on plumbing? So what do I expect? Who is Dan Pena? Dan Pena is an old school traditional investor that is one of two things. He's always talking shit about the crypto space. And the reason is one of two things. He's extremely wealthy. He's extremely rich. He's probably part of the elite group in the world that are trained to not let every ordinary people get rich. So he probably has some type of an agenda or contract that it's his job to try to mislead people. It's literally his job to try to tell you the opposite of the truth, meaning, oh, crypto's a scam. It's going to go to zero. Bitcoin's going to fucking zero when you know who owns it. Blah. This is all bullshit that he's probably paid or forced, even if he doesn't want to, forced to say because he has an influence and he has a narrative that people follow. The reality is Bitcoin is a great investment. Go check his books. Go check his numbers. He's probably invested in all the cryptocurrencies as well. Or the other scenario is he's just completely old school and he just can't wrap his head around the new financial system. And for that reason, he's a fucking idiot that made a ton of money in the traditional financial system and is completely ignorant and blind to the new financial system, which is blockchain. Internet and blockchain, two completely different birds. Traditional investing and blockchain investing, two traditionally different inverts. All the people in the stock market and all the people in the crypto market, two completely different birds. They're not the same thing. They're not the same animal. They don't operate the same way. You can't take traditional financial world and put it into the crypto space like Richard Hart's trying to do. This is why all that's a bunch of junk. You can't mix the two. They're two separate birds. They're two different beings. And for those reasons, most people don't grasp the actual cryptocurrency space, how it works, how to use it, how to navigate it, and of course, what is the use case that benefits me as an individual. So I don't think that banks are going to do anything other than offer you cryptocurrency for the reason of taking your money so that they can just fuck off with your money and use your money as their bailout because it doesn't belong to you. Everybody go open your app on your banking right now and go look at your bank account, and whatever that number is in your bank account, just know that it's not yours. It doesn't matter what the number is. It could be $1, it could be $1 million. Just know that it's not yours. And then you might want to go check out why we sell digital smart wallets that let you understand self-custody. At least until they cancel my show and I'm not allowed to tell you guys about this stuff anymore. But until that time, link is in my bio. No, I don't have any advice about Tangem hardware wallet. I don't know a lot about it. I have no idea if it's safe or good to use, so I can't speak about it. Is mining still worth it? In some ways, yes, and in most ways, no. Most mining, you have to buy expensive rigs, and the amount of computing power that you put out isn't really enough to get the reward based on what it costs to build and costs to use, unless you're looking at a really long-term play. So unless you're going big time, like taking, $1 million investment, buying a warehouse, building massive machines, and you're going to do like a serious level of Bitcoin mining or something like that, mining may or may not be that important. And the reason is too, is most mining cryptocurrencies are starting to die off. There's very few proof of work cryptocurrencies left out there. Most of them are switching, like Ethereum switched from proof of work to proof of stake. And most of the new cryptocurrencies or the new revolutionary blockchains that are coming out are using a different type of consensus algorithm. They're using different systems. They're using proof of authority, proof of gossip, proof of attendance, proof of authenticity, proof of stake. There's so many different proofs of how they come to making a consensus or an agreement compared to proof of work, which means computers solving mathematical algorithms and then finding a secret number called a nonce and then matching it into a hash and then Merkle tree hashing it all into one number that goes to the next block. That whole process is called a proof of work, which means computers working to make something happen, and that's how a block or a decision is actually made on the blockchain. But most of the new blockchains, they don't use proof of work. They use a different type of proof consensus algorithm, therefore, or consensus mechanism, I should have said. So therefore, mining cryptocurrency is only really good if you're mining Bitcoin and you're mining big amount, or if you want to mine what would be like a people's coin, like an HNT, a Helium, or a P coin, a PI coin, which you can actually go to the link in my bio. I do mine PI coin, or P coin they call it, on my phone. It's just free. You can just download it on your phone, the app, and you can mine for free, which is pretty cool. And it basically uses what's called a proof of attendance. Every day you log in and just say, yes, I'm here. Yes, I clicked mine my currency. And by everyone all around the world doing that, it keeps the network active by proof of authority. And the authority is you showing up and pressing a button and say, hey, I'm a human being somewhere at the end of this, and I clicked OK on my thing. And that's where that proof of consensus algorithm for their network works, even though you're technically mining it on your phone. So there's different ways to look at mining and different ways to look at how you can acquire it. The only one that I'm using is the Pcoin mining on my phone. The link's in my bio if you want to use my referral and mine some of yours too. Other than that, you got to go big time, or mining may not be worth it. The two wallets that I was holding, someone was asking, Warren G, I love your name. I'm an old school 90s hip hop lover myself, so I love the name Warren G. And this is the SecUX W20. You see all my nice fingerprints on there. Let's maybe give that a little watch. Yeah. Oily fingers. There we go. All right. So there we go. Oh, geez, man, that screen needs a cleaning, doesn't it? All right. And turn it on. Oh, yeah, this is the one with the dead battery, so it might die on us. Turn it on. You can see it's SecUX is the manufacturer that builds the wallet. You can see my battery's dead, so it's reminding me. And when I log in here, it's going to ask me my 4-digit code to enter. This number scrambles every time, so the pattern is always different. Now I'm in my wallet, and I can just touch Ethereum. My QR pops up, scan my crypto over. Easiest wallets in the world to use. It's the SecUX W20. The other one, same features, same options, same wallet, just in a different shell, a different shape, which is this one here, and that's the V20, which is the one that I really like. I have both of them, obviously, but I like the V20 a little bit more. Those are the wallets. You can order them. The link's in my bio, www.IHodlLife.com. And everything does have a discount on it right now, so order yours now instead of waiting, because I am putting the price back to regular when we go into April. Everyone that's still here, please don't forget to hit that like. I can see we're already at 70,000 likes. We're almost at our 100K goal. So let's get up to 100K. I know your fingers are already sore, but you can kind of compare that with how my jaw might be feeling. So please hit that like, hit that follow, and don't forget to share the space so that more people can see the live show up on their For You page. And I very much appreciate those of you that do take part and don't just sit here and take the information for free, and actually hit that like and the share button. I appreciate it very much. So thank you. BO6 says, am I crazy for holding Riot and Mara? Well, my first question is did you research Riot and Mara before you bought them? And if you didn't, then yes, you're crazy for owning those assets. And if you did research them and you know why you own them and you think they're a fundamental reason why you should own them, then you are owning them for the right reason. Pimple 8 Pete says 1 million won't happen until 2029, and I think he's talking to Bitcoin, and that's a pretty reasonable estimation. You know, I've been calling for a long time in the IHodlLife community that Bitcoin will hit $1 million in the next bull run, not this 2024 and 2025 one, but the 2028 bull run, which is 2028, 2029 kind of turnover window. It goes from like October through to the mid-June, so to say. So in that window there, yeah, I definitely anticipate we could be at $1 million. However, with all the banks crashing, I think that would be the traditional schedule. Yes, I have to agree with you, Pimple Pete. But with all the banks crashing and people forcing their money into the digital space, I think the mass adoption wave could happen a little earlier, which means more people might start flooding fiat money into the crypto space because they don't know what else to do with it. So for that reason, I think that we might hit that $1 million mark in this 2025 bull run, whereas traditionally it would have had to happen in the 2029 bull run for that amount of time of liquid and users to become onto the platform. But I think this year, year, 2023, as we see more banks dominoing, because we've only seen the beginning, as more banks start dominoing, meaning falling off and going bankrupt, we're going to see this happen at a faster rate. So I anticipate $1 million this 2025 bull run, potentially even earlier. But that doesn't mean it's going to $1 million and it's going to stay there, everyone. Make sure you're following along and paying attention. I'm guessing $1 million Bitcoin. I'm also guessing it's coming back to 12K. So follow along. Do you buy gold as a security? I buy something better than gold. It's called Bitcoin. Bitcoin is much better than gold. Gold is only mostly scarce. Bitcoin is absolutely scarce. Is there support for your wallets? Yes. SecuX is a blockchain security company. So you can go to SecuXS, which is their SecuX Tech website, and they have direct customer service. They can help you with questions and answers. But keep in mind, when you put crypto on the wallet, it's a decentralized wallet. So when you make transactions, there's nobody that can back up your transactions. It's not a bank. You send money to a wrong address, nobody can go change that transaction for you. You just lost your money. So make sure to understand that there's nobody there controlling the transactions for you. They're just there to assist you so you can learn how to do it yourself. This is a good question. FatMac 1980. He says, what do you think will happen to XRP if Ripple loses the court case? Really great question, because everyone talks about the positive side effect of the court case. So if Ripple loses the court case, number one, Ripple is still going to be a very successful business because most of the world that's using Ripple is not in the United States. And I will remind you that the SEC's judgment is only the United States. It does not affect the rest of the world. A lot of people don't know that. So if the SEC says you're a security, you're not allowed to operate in the United States, the rest of the world is still going to use XRP, and they already are using XRP. It's only the United States that will therefore no longer be able to use XRP, so they would have to use somebody different. Stellar Lumens, and then XRP and Stellar Lumens would transact with each other indirectly. So really, it doesn't matter if they win or lose. But the question is if they do lose, what's going to happen? What's the outcome? Well, chances are XRP price will tank a little bit in the short term because people will be selling off. All those people who are XRP haters, but they secretly have a little bit of XRP anyway, just in case, all those people will be hitting the sell button. There'll be some mega downward pressure. There'll be all kinds of idiots around the world that don't know that the SEC has nothing to do with the whole world and that they're only American. And they think, oh no, they're a security. They're going to go to zero, sell. So there's going to be all kinds of idiots who are going to go down that road, and it's going to suppress the price downward. I anticipate from the 50 cents that it is right now, let's say they lose tomorrow, from 50 cents all the way down to 14 or 25 cents, somewhere in that window. Let's call it 15 to 25 cents, which is amazing. If that happens, holy fuck, I hope I can sell whatever I can to buy more because I understand the long-term use case for XRP. So news comes out, XRP loses the case, a whole bunch of people hit sell, downward pressure, bad news, blah, blah, everybody's sad, and then an 8-month to a 1-year window before we hit the actual bull run, and XRP goes to $120. So user 146, no, I do not trade cryptos. I do not trade crypto futures. Zingo Ringo was asking about Core, but I think I already answered your question earlier, Zingo Ringo, when I was talking about Corium, the airdrop, and details regarding that. Coinbase wallet uses 12 words, and you have mentioned 24 words multiple times. What am I missing? You're missing 12 words. What the hell? I'm just kidding. You're not missing 12 words. There is two choices. You can have a 12-word seed phrase, or you can have a 24-word seed phrase. So both, same thing. Some apps that you download will offer you a 12-word seed phrase. Most offer you a 24-word seed phrase. Obviously, the more the words, the more complicated it is for someone to figure it out and hack you. So a 24-word seed phrase is safe. All of our wallets use a 24-word seed phrase. In fact, now they're updated so that when you log in, you can have a choice. Do I want a 12-word or do I want a 24-word? So you can actually choose. It doesn't really mean anything. It just means that you have a 12-word encryption versus a 24-word encryption to access your crypto. It's just as important. It's just as value. Don't let anyone know what your password is. Excuse me, whether it's 24 words or whether it's 24 words, don't let anyone know what it is because that's the access to your crypto. So you're not missing anything. Joe Kid, Red Pen Golf, you're not missing anything. It's just that some apps will only give you a 12-word, which just means it's a little bit less secure. 24-word is a little bit harder to hack or encrypt, or decrypt, I should say. So for 24-word seed phrase, 12-word seed phrase, same thing. And if you have a 24-word or a 12-word seed phrase, go get yourself an X Seed Pro and protect your 24-word seed phrase. You slide the seed phrases in here, seal it away. That's how you keep your 24-word seed phrase safe. If your house burns down, you didn't lose your 24-word seed phrase in the fire, because I know you didn't memorize that shit and you just lost all your crypto. If your house has water damage or someone spills water even and the ink on your 24-word seed phrase ran and now you can't read word number 7, you just lost your cryptocurrency and all your assets, because there's no central force that can come save your money. It's decentralized and only your 24-word seed phrase lets you access it. This is why the seed phrase, the X Seed Pro, is so absolutely vital to your crypto journey. If you don't have a 24-word seed phrase or a 12-word seed phrase, first of all, you need to move your crypto to a wallet that does have that. And then once you have a 12 or a 24-word seed phrase, go get yourself an X Seed Pro, or go get yourself any type of 24-word seed phrase protection device so that you can keep your 24-word seed phrase safe from water damage, fire damage, or prying eyes. And of course, you can order them in our store, www.IHodlLife.com. If you're ordering your wallet, go get yourself an X Seed to go along with it. Vanessa says she was clicking on all my links in my bio and it keeps saying action can't be completed. Maybe just keep trying it again. Maybe, I don't know, download the app, or not download the app, maybe turn your phone off or back on, because the links work just fine. Denise 2128 Denise says, I got my V20 just now, so happy. Congratulations to Denise 2128 Denise, because you are a owner of a smart wallet and you are taking steps to your financial future, to understanding holding assets in your custody. So I give you a big pat on the back and congratulations on taking these steps, and congratulations for having the aptitude to pay attention to this revolutionary opportunity. And I hope this new smart wallet and I hope this journey in your crypto space takes you to wonderful places. Congratulations on your new smart wallet. I'm curious, what was your price prediction for Bitcoin last year? I don't think I did price prediction on Bitcoin at all last year. Last year was my first year. I've only been an influencer for 1 year, 1.5 years now. So I'm still very new. I'm still a new kid on the block compared to a lot of other influencers that have been around for 2 or 3 years. So I wasn't really giving any price predictions then. I was doing some videos talking about what would have happened if you bought this much crypto, and in a year later, how much money would you then have? Hey, Hercules. Hey. It's not for you to do. No. No. Sorry, everyone. My cat decided his claws wanted to go into our leather chair. No. So now my leather chair has some little holes in it. That's great. Where was I? Yeah, we were talking about Bitcoin price prediction. I wasn't giving price predictions out last year. It was my first year being an influencer, and I still don't really do a lot of price predictions. If you watch me, you'll notice I really don't say it's going to this price. I do say Bitcoin's going to 1 million, but I'm not saying exact time or when. Bitcoin's going to go to 5 million. It's going to go to 10 million, but it's going to be a gradual growth to get there. But will I say to people, this XRP is going to be this by that time? No, because then what you do is you trick people into buying assets that they know nothing about. And then someone thinks, what, Bitcoin to 1 million? They go over here, where do I buy Bitcoin? Buy? Okay, I got my Bitcoin. But they have no clue why they own the asset. So the second that Bitcoin hits 12K, what do? Oh, Tristan's a liar. What do you mean 1 million? It's fucking 20K now. Sell, idiot. What a scam crypto is. It's like my TikTok. I post a video on my TikTok about something that's going on in the market recently. I posted one about the Mt. Gox sell-off and about the Shanghai upgrade and how this will create downward pressure on the market. And then they ended up changing the dates, literally like a day after I dropped the video. They ended up changing the dates and pushing it back to April and also to October, September for the Mt. Gox. And then everybody on the TikTok 2 days later, well, what happened to the price? The price didn't go down. And people expect the wrong things too quickly. You know, when I say Bitcoin's going to 1 million, people will comment on my TikTok 2 days later, it just went down 8%. So much for 1 million, eh? You're missing the picture. It could go down to $1. It's still going to 1 million. Are you with me? It could go to 1 million, and it's still coming back to 12K, I believe, before it hits its very bottom of this bear market. And next bear market, the bottom will probably be about 25K. It might go to 1.5 million or 2 million, but its bottom will still be 25K. So you're still going to have that big spread that makes people have these false perceptions about what cryptocurrency or the market really is. Douglas says, okay, I'm ready to give up. Yield. I don't know what that means. I'm ready to give up. I think Douglas is looking to put out everybody. Do I buy gold as a security against collapse? No, I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum as a security against collapse. Is gold or silver a good choice? Yes, but I can transact with my Bitcoin really easy. I can't transact with a chunk of gold very easy. If I have a chunk of gold in my hand and I want to fractionalize it, which means I want to meet you on the street corner and I want to buy some blankets and some food for you because I'm fucking freezing and I need to eat and all I've got to transact with is Bitcoin, or sorry, all I've got is gold. How do I transact? How do I shave off $1 or $10 or $50? Like how do I even do that? But with Bitcoin, I can easily fractionalize it with 0.0005 satoshis. It's very, very more usable, very much more usable than what a gold or a silver is, should it become a transactionary item. Now, that doesn't mean that Bitcoin is a currency. It's not. I can trade you my car for your piano. It doesn't mean that they're currencies. It just means that they're a transactionary item. BioSilk says Riot and Mara are Bitcoin miners. So I'm guessing Riot and Mara are brands of Bitcoin mining equipment, I think is what you're saying, BioSick. I don't know because I don't mine Bitcoin. So if that's the case, I thought you were saying Riot and Mara were cryptocurrency token symbols that I've never heard of. So that's why I was saying do your research. I have no idea. But if you were saying that those are Bitcoin mining equipment or devices, then that would make sense because I don't mine Bitcoin. So I don't know the brand names of who builds those devices. I have no idea. Do you believe, Abram Steving Monty says, do you believe in Pined Work Project? I see the sticker in your wallet. No, you don't see the sticker in my wallet. I don't know who Pint Work Network is. Never heard of them. You got me confused with somebody else, bro. Will S98 says, crypto scares the hell out of me. Do you have any literature or recommendations? Yes, it's all over my TikTok page. Literally, there's hundreds of videos on my TikTok page. It is amazing, the knowledge and the free information that is on my TikTok page. If you go there and you watch my videos, you might just gain an opportunity to literally create generational wealth that you never ever could have fathomed before. Not financial advice. I'm just a dude talking crypto shit. But go have a look, go watch my videos, and you make a decision for yourself. So if you're looking for literature, you want to know about blockchain, crypto, NFT, Web3 space, you found it. You found the source. Tristan, right over here at IHodlLife. Go follow my link in my bio, follow our page, and go watch all my videos on my TikTok. And I'm pretty sure I'll blow your mind when it comes to learning about the crypto space, navigating the crypto space, and most importantly, taking the confusing crypto world and putting it into words and terms that are very easy for everyone to understand, and most importantly, apply in their everyday so that they can take part in crypto, not just sit there on the sidelines and kind of be mystified by it. Interesting. Oh, Biosick, you were saying if the Bitcoins go up, that they will go up, period, which means the cost of the devices would go up if Bitcoin goes up. Well, that would make sense. It would make sense the more valuable the asset is that you're getting, the harder it would be to acquire the equipment to do so. That makes normal sense. Shane Cooper says, will your wallet hold SRP? Will is the most important word there. Yes, it will. It does not currently hold ICP. ICP is still a very new blockchain. They just came out on the market, last year, 2021, 2022 window. They originally went from, $950-ish or $920-ish all the way down to the $7 that they are. So they have a long time to get back to their all-time high. They still have a little bit of window of time before they become a solid blockchain or a solid credential that we can then put on our block or on our wallets. So yes, I do believe ICP will be coming, but it might still be a few more months to a year before we incorporate them on our wallets, depending on what they do. DG Fave asks, what are my thoughts on Cypherium? Cypherium is the cryptocurrency blockchain that is working with the FedNow program to test pilot cryptocurrency use case for movement between feds, not movement between banks and institutions like XRP, but movement between the feds. And Cypherium looks to be a blockchain that is working with them, and they are going to be working in tandem with the ISO group also. A bunch of people were asking, what is that wallet in your hand? Go hit the link in my bio. The SecUX W20, the SecUX V20, the world's best digital smart wallets because of all the amazing features, which we've been explaining on this video. I'm not going to be redundant and explain them all over and over again. So this video will be posted on YouTube. You can go there and you can watch the whole video start to finish, and you can catch all the info that we dropped earlier in the video about how amazing these wallets are and why the features make them the world's best smart wallets, or I should say the world's first smart wallets. And if you're an NFT owner, then go get yourself a Nifty, the world's first offline NFT holder. So you can actually take your NFTs and you can display them right on your device and show your NFTs to people, or you can just use your app and you can pull up the app and your NFTs are on there also. So if I pull up my app, I can open up my NFT right there, and boom, there's all my NFTs that are sitting in my offline wallet. Now, I have the ability to connect this to OpenSea, to connect this to, like a toolkit. I can connect it to sites, and I can mint NFTs directly from my offline wallet. I can buy directly from my wallet, but I don't. Even though it has those features, I don't, because I want my offline wallet disconnected, completely unconnected, and anything I want to transact in, if I want to mint something or get a new NFT, I send some Ethereum from my offline wallet to my online MetaMask wallet, then I mint the NFT, and then I send it from my MetaMask wallet to my offline wallet so it's safe in my custody. And even though I have the capability to connect my wallet to it online, I never ever do. I always use a two-wallet step to keep my stuff completely gapped from being connected online. So all my NFTs are going to stay safe in my possession. I'm never going to be one of those guys that are going to be subject to losing millions of dollars worth of NFTs because somebody hacked my wallet. Why? Because my wallet's not connecting to anything. And the reason that people get their wallets hacked is because they connected to something. And then somebody sent them something and they clicked on it, and that's boom, how they empty your wallet most of the time. Or you receive something in your wallet you don't know. Whoa, 5,000 just showed up in my wallet. What the hell? You click on it to see what it is. Boom, you just gave someone access to your wallet. So offline wallets don't have those problems. GH Ghost, I don't understand your comment. You said, is the video I posted offensive to Muslims? I have no idea. Can't answer that for you. Sorry, brother. But big heart, big love to all my Muslim brothers out there and sisters. What are my thoughts on Gala? Gala is a great ERC20 token, and I do believe that they're going to do some great things for the media in the near future. All right, just figuring out how to work my live. Hey, right there we go. Thoughts on Core, I answered that one a couple times. If you guys have any new questions about some new projects that you want to chat about, please post them in the live and I will get to them. And of course, for those of you who are new here, don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit the follow, and please share the live so we can share it out to other people. We're trying to get to 100,000 likes, which is amazing, and we're already at 83,000 likes, guys. We're getting very close, so please hit that like, please hit the follow button, and please hit the share so we can get some more folks in here that are hitting that like too. Let's get to our goal of 100,000 likes. What else we got in here? Let's see. Oh, great. Maria Alberto says she's glad she kept the box. It looks like she's got a USB Type-C from the V20. That's great. Heavy Hussy Crypto Heavyweight says V20 is the best, hands down. I agree with you. I love my V20. It's my favorite wallet to use. I really like the Nifty too because I'm big into NFTs, and it does hold crypto also for the blockchains that do have NFTs like Ethereum, Polygon, Binance, etc. So I do like that also, but I can't on this wallet hold, my Quant and my ERC20s and all these other things that I want to hold. So for that reason, I really like my V20. Once stores become more use case, which means once I can go into a store and I can just tap their debit machine, but I'm actually paying with my crypto and not my fiat money, then this little one might become my favorite because it'll be in my pocket. It'll be easy to go with, easy to travel, and it might just be my new tap, scan payment wallet on the go. And this will still be my stay-at-home bank kind of thing. Again, why we created 3 different models for 3 different use cases. For anyone who really wants to take full custody of their finances, you can go to our website and you can actually purchase the complete banking system. And don't forget to get an Xseed to go with it. Sorry, I just joined. Quick question. What's the major BTW, Ledger versus Nifty. So I guess you're asking what's the difference between Ledger versus Nifty? Well, first of all, Ledger, you can't go like this and show your NFT on the device. Ledger doesn't have that feature. It's outdated. It's old school. Second of all, this device will allow you to show the device directly on it, and it holds your crypto and your NFTs, and you can instantly transact with QR codes directly. You can't do that with a Ledger. Ledger is a great wallet, but it's rusty in comparison to a Nifty and what its capabilities can be. So I would highly recommend to go get yourself a V20 or a W20 for your crypto, and then go get yourself a Nifty for those of you who are NFT holders, or for those of you who just want to own digital assets and understand how important this wallet will be in the near future. And of course, the link's in my bio, www.IHodlLife.com. What are my thoughts on BRICS? Well, BRICS is the new world order for currency. And if you don't know what BRICS is, these are the group of nations that have come together to say we're not going to use the US dollar anymore. We're now going to use a digital CBDC that is backed by gold. And the BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America. That's where the BRICS, BRICS, comes from. And recently added to that group is now also Mexico. In fact, I don't know if they're official yet, but Mexico looks like they will be joining the group, which is a huge kick in the face for the NATO side of the team, because having Mexico right along the border of USA now becoming a BRICS nation, this can create a mega wave of an enemy nation, so to say, literally right on your doorstep, which is kind of the problem why the Ukraine war started, because NATO was on the doorstep now of Russia. So the same thing is now happening with Mexico. Don't be surprised if we start seeing turmoil south of the U.S. border for those reasons. However, BRICS nation is a group of countries that have come together that says we're not going to use the U.S. dollar anymore. We're going to create our own digital CBDC, a central bank digital currency, and we're going to peg it, we're going to back it to gold. Therefore, it becomes a stable coin. It's not going to fluctuate, and it's going to be more stable, more usable, and a better basically a currency than what the US dollar is, which is going to tank the US economy, tank the US dollar, tank the Canadian dollar, tank fiat currencies all around the world, tank the stock market, tank the real estate market, and all of that is happening right now in 2023. Call me crazy, go ahead, you're going to witness it. So that's what BRICS is up to, and it is going to be the cause. That tanking and that falling, don't be afraid. This is the opportunity. This is the opportunity of the traditional financial system collapsing and a new blockchain-based financial system coming out to the world. And those of us who are intelligent, paying attention now, way ahead of the game, are acquiring those assets. And when the changeover happens, people who own those assets will become the new 1% of the future. And only 1% or less will own those assets, because most people discard the idea, which is why they called it 1% for a reason. And someone is asking about BIP44 or the BIP84 address for Bitcoin. The wallet uses the SegWit bit format specifically. So when you're sending to the Bitcoin to our offline wallets, you must use SegWit. It will not accept other form, at least not at this time. Maddie says, hey, that's why I'm here. I'm hoping to learn a little bit from you. Thanks, and you're very welcome. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to help the crypto space, and I'm here to reach people who originally thought the cryptocurrency market was this big scam because they don't really know what it is. And I'm hoping here that I can get the words across that it's not a scam, and that it is the greatest opportunity literally in the history of mankind for anyone who wants to pay attention. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. Absolutely. You are correct. Bitcoin is not going anywhere except up in value. Yes, we will have some dips in the meantime, but in the long run, in the big scheme of things, just like it always has since its day one, it's only going up. Nikki McDonald says, get me in this now. Nikki, you are in it. Congratulations. You are in it to win it. And the reason I say that is because here you are paying attention. And I always say you only need the aptitude to pay attention. So here you are paying attention to something that's totally foreign and confusing to you. But I promise you, you catch 3, 4, 5, 6 of my lives, probably even less, 1 or 2 maybe, and you're going to have a very good fundamental understanding about what is crypto, what are digital assets, and why might I even want to pay attention to them at all. I really think that you will gather that information if you just follow along. It's as simple as that. Just pay attention. So thanks for being here. Look, we are at Did we hit 100K yet? Almost. We're at 90,000 likes, guys. So please do me a favor and repay me for the knowledge I'm giving you and hit those likes. And the reason you guys hear me keep saying that is because it grows the profile, it grows the community of people that can see my information, which obviously in the end does equate to dollars and equates to the possibility of me still being here and giving this information for you. So absolutely, please help me be successful so I can help you be successful by hitting that like, hitting the follow, and hitting the share button. Every few minutes I remind you because new people are coming in and out of the room all the time, so I apologize for being so redundant on it, but please hit that like, hit that follow, and share it out because that's how we grow. And again, I say we because we are a community. I'm here for you and you are here for me. Someone has asked me a million times what's my thoughts on Gala, which I already answered earlier, but since you've asked the question a million times, I'll just answer it. I think Gala is a great product doing some great blockchain opportunities in the media space, and it's definitely something to keep your eye on. However, I still believe that the underlying play is the blockchain that it's built on top of, which is Ethereum. Aliber, what was your last name there? Aliber. He says, is Wealth Simple good? And in my opinion, no, Wealth Simple is not good. And the reason it's not good is because it's not decentralized. You don't own your money when you're on their app. When your money is on that app, it belongs to Wealth Simple. It doesn't belong to you. So until they become decentralized and give you a 24-word seed phrase, I give a big on Wealth Simple. Dan Pena is saying that the CIA created crypto. Well, Dan Pena is absolutely wrong. There is no human being on earth that created Bitcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto is not a human being. He's an AI. It was created by a robot. There is no human being on earth that created Bitcoin, which is why the real Satoshi Nakamoto cannot come forward and claim his rightful place because he's not even a human. He's an AI-generated program. And the only reason Dan Pena says, oh, the CIA created is because, once again, Dan Pena is a paid actor. I don't believe that he's a moron. I don't believe that he's completely fucking stupid and he doesn't know what Bitcoin and crypto is and that it's the future. I don't believe that. I think he's too smart for that. So I'm going to go with number two, and I'm going to believe that he's a paid actor that's there literally telling the world what you don't want. He's telling you the opposite. Oh, the CIA created it. Be scared, everyone. Stay away from it. Fuck the CIA. You don't want to go there. If you knew who had it, oh, you would sell it. You'd be scared. That's his job. That's his narrative. And then in the background, he's investing all of his fucking money and his businesses into blockchain technologies. So don't listen to these assholes that are really, really rich, because if they really cared about you, they would be able to give you information that would help you, not information that will continue to keep them rich and keep you poor so they can stay ahead of you. These types of people are old school millionaires, old school billionaires, and us new millionaires and us new billionaires in the decentralized crypto world, we're about to juggernaut over all of you old school assholes that are all about let's make money in our corporation and fuck the guys across the street. Not like that anymore. Now it's in the world of decentralization. Now it's in the world of decentralized autonomous organizations. Now it's in the world of helping each other and everybody winning, not me winning and screw everybody else. That's old school thinking. This is gone, and people who still think that way are going to become dinosaurs very quickly when the wave of adoption of cryptocurrency decentralized really starts hitting the streets. So much that your credit score isn't even going to be based on how much money you pay back. It's going to be based on how good of a human being you are, how easy you are to do transactions with, how many red stop signs you went through, how many times you told somebody to fuck off on social media when you could have just been polite. It'll be gauged on who you are as a human, not by how much money you give or take. Therefore, decentralization of the cryptocurrency and digital asset world comes with an actual personality or a character, unlike the old traditional cutthroat, screw you, let's just make money, fuck everybody else's business, which is the world that Dan Pena lives in. Not to mention, he's still a paid actor telling you what you're not supposed to know. Don't buy Bitcoin, it's a scam, when the real truth is it's a great opportunity and it's an awesome hedge of value and you should be putting your money in there and not in a freaking bank account. Not financial advice. Digital smart wallet. Brian Bnum31 says, what is that? It is the best offline cryptocurrency wallets in the world. Is your money still in a bank? Because it's not yours. Go get yourself some digital assets, put it in your offline wallet. It's as easy as going to an exchange, buying your crypto, scanning it to your offline wallet. It's now offline in your custody. There's no bank that says you can or can't transact. There's no government that says you can or can't transact. There's nobody that can turn off the tap. If you wake up tomorrow and all the banks are closed like they did in Lebanon, you're screwed. You don't own your money. But if your money's on an offline asset like this, you now own your wallet. You own your money. You can still transact with Tristan on the street and trade furs and bread and food and whatever you might want. Digital smart wallets, the link is in my bio, www.IHodlLife.com, and you can order yours today, IHodlLife.com. The best cryptocurrency Web3 community, and of course, in our store, the best cryptocurrency products and merchandise. And soon, our clothing line will be coming to the store also, and you guys will be able to wear our awesome swag. It'll be available in the physical world, and it will also be available in the metaverse for you to put on your avatars. User 95611504010, he makes a really good comment here. He says, it is two different worlds, your world and my world. I made a lot of money in my world and in the new world, and then it got cut off and didn't give enough to write. But I think what he was saying is we were talking about the traditional financial world and then this new digital world that's coming out, and they're completely different birds. And I think he's agreeing with me there, saying, yeah, they are completely different birds. And those of us who are traditional investors, we really do have to have the aptitude to pay attention, because what we've been doing isn't what we're going to be doing now. And Tristan's absolutely right when he says every single stock, every single bond, every single commodity, every single form of value is going to become tokenized onto a distributed ledger, tokenized onto a blockchain or a DLT service. Therefore, every single asset or form of value in the world will become a cryptocurrency, a coin, a token, or an NFT, which just means that its data is recorded on the blockchain, and the representation that we see it as is no longer a piece of paper or a certificate. It's a coin or an NFT or a token that we hold in our digital wallet that has the data of what's in that encapsulated in it. And this is the future value of NFTs. Has nothing to do with pictures and art and NFT pictures of apes and things like that. No, a real NFT is encapsulated data put into a little photo that you can now see. This little picture of a house is Tristan's $1 million house encapsulated into an NFT. And if Barbara wants to buy Tristan's house, she can just QR scan. The house goes to her possession. The money goes to my possession. No lawyers, no intermediaries, no paperwork, no work, no costs, no fees. This is the world of decentralization, peer-to-peer activity and interoperability via NFTs and blockchain technology. The old internet is old news. Dan Pina, you and your internet, old news, buddy. What's the name of the round wallet that I have? The one that's the coin shape? This is the SecuX V20, and you can go to the link in my bio. Just hit the little link in the top of my bio, and you can go to our website, www.IHodlLife.com, just the name of our company, IHodlLife.com, and you can order your smart wallet. You can check out the 3 models that we have. You can check out the pricing on them. It is Canadian pricing, so don't freak out if you're American. You can do the exchange rate, and you'll see they're the same price as what you might buy them at an American location. First Gen Blazer says, what about lobster? Well, lobster is funny. He's not talking about the food as much as we like it. Lobster is actually, I believe, something that's, and you have to correct me if I'm wrong here because I haven't actually done a lot of research on lobster, but I believe lobster is an interoperable bridge that's working with the Cosmos network and Osmosis. And those are big players. So I anticipate there's going to be something good coming out of there, but I don't know enough about it to be in paying attention to it because right now layer ones is the play. I'm not looking at all these other small applications or businesses or features or services because they're not as big of a play as the layer ones that these services are going to be offered on top of. Harry Knight says, Bitcoin to 1 million in 90 days? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Well, this could be one of two things. Yes, it's going to hit 1 million in 90 days and you should buy some and you're going to gain your money. Or no, it's not going to hit 1 million in 90 days. It's going to go the opposite way and everyone's going to lose their money and be scared of the market. Either one is 100% possible. So only invest what you're willing to lose, but always invest with the option that knowing that from the day Bitcoin came out until present day, it has only gone up. So if I buy Bitcoin today and the price goes down, I have enough knowledge to know that I just have to wait. All I have to do is wait. It just means that it's on a down cycle, but I just have to wait. And that down cycle will eventually become an up cycle, whether it's a day, whether it's a month, or whether it's a year, or whether it's an entire bear market, a 3-year cold winter in the bear market. All I have to do is be patient and wait. And then my Bitcoin will go up. And if you don't believe me, try it. Try buying some and don't do anything with it except sitting on it and doing absolutely nothing with it. You don't even need to understand it. You don't need to know about it. You don't need to do anything. You just need to sit on it and do nothing. And then you will understand 4 or 5 years down the road why you just owned it and sat on it the same way you would own a bar of gold and sat on it. So you don't sell your Bitcoin, and it doesn't matter if it goes to $1 million in 90 days. It only matters that you buy some before it hits $1 million. And once again, it's not financial advice. Don't go buy Bitcoin because I said it. Do some research, understand what Bitcoin is, that it's a digital store of value, like a gold is a physical store of value. So you can understand how I might own Bitcoin for the purpose of creating a savings account for myself outside of putting my money into gold or outside of putting my money into a bank account, which doesn't belong to me. And D Valen 089 asks a good question. How do we pay our bills from if I take all my money out of the bank and I put it in my offline wallet, how do I pay my bills? And this is a complicated thing because I get a paycheck, it goes offline to my offline wallet, and then I constantly have to send over a little bit of money to pay bills and to do things because I don't keep any money in fiat because I know for a fact that one of these days I'm going to wake up and the bank's just going to be closed and whatever money I have in my bank account, I'm not getting access to. But I can't pay my bills from my wallet yet, so I have to keep most of my money in my offline wallet. I always joke with people and I say, what does my finances look like? Crypto investments, way up. Bank account, zero. Cash, zero. And the reason is because I put as much money as I can into the digital assets because I know anything I'm holding in fiat, I'm at risk of losing any potential day. But I have to keep some of it in fiat because I need to pay my bills, I need to get gas for my car, I need to buy groceries, and nobody's going to accept my crypto yet. But soon, everyone will be equipped with payment systems that will allow you to accept government-issued CBDC, which means Canadian dollars but digital version of them, US dollars but digital version of them, Euro dollars but digital version of them, which will be released to the world as a digital CBDC. It'll just be a digital version of the current financial fiat system that we have now. All right, guys, we're doing good. Look, we're at 98,000 likes. Keep hitting that like. We want to get just up to 100K, and then we're going to start winding down the AMA, or the live, I guess I should call it. We've been going for a couple hours now, so we're going to shut her down. For those of you who want to get yourself a smart wallet, don't forget the link is in my bio, www.IHodlLife.com, and don't forget to share with your friends and family. Send them to our website. Have them poke around. If they don't get themselves a wallet, don't worry. You might find a year or 2 or 3 years later, that person starts investing in crypto and changes their life because 3 years ago, you introduced them to a new wallet that you just got and told them how cool it was. You don't know how big the ripples go in the influence of your life. So share that information with people and don't expect them to just turn around tomorrow and be like, hey, I'm a crypto owner now and I just got my new wallet. Don't expect that, but don't discount how important sharing the knowledge is. Don't discount how you might change someone's life and you will never, ever know it. Don't discount that. There's a lot of power in that. So share the good information with people, especially if you care about them. If you care about someone, don't be afraid to put your balls in the wire and be like, yeah, I own some crypto. And I think it's a new technology of the future and I really think you should check into it too. You're an idiot, fucking internet money. Go get your tinfoil hat. Okay, no problem. I'll go get my tinfoil hat. Have a nice day. It's just dropping those seeds. The first time someone told me about Bitcoin, they told me it was a fucking retard. What are you talking about? What? Shut your mouth. I know more than you. No, I was an idiot. I would have made multi-millions of dollars had I invested it back when he told me in 2010. 2016, when I realized all the millions of dollars that I could have made because someone dropped the information and I chose not to pick it up, then it made sense to me. And then I started my cryptocurrency journey and it became life-changing for me since then. But back in that day, even a guy like me who's a crypto savvy pro now, the guy teaching other people about it, my first initial reaction when someone told me about crypto, screw you, get out of my way, stupid. What are you talking about? What? Yeah, so don't be surprised that you get that reaction from people. You might find that down the road, those people are teaching other people about it, like I am right now. So there's a really valuable value to just sharing that information and letting those ripples just go, even though you have no idea who they hit. But you'll change people's lives. And I can't tell you how good that feels. When you know or you feel like you've changed someone's life in a good way, I can't tell you the high that gives you. It's better than any drug. It's better than any alcohol buzz. It's better than any kind of dopamine fix that you can get because it makes you feel like you're special, like that person wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for you. So it kind of puts you in your own little limelight of self-liking yourself. And we all have a little bit of an ego in ourselves, so that strokes it very, very nicely. So when that happens, it's a really rewarding feeling. So don't just share with people because you also want them to genuinely, win. Share with people because you'd be surprised how much you will win also in the long run when you get the reward of it. Am I on the BTC halving cycle? Super T Reva asks. Of course, I'm on the BTC cycle. The whole 4-year cycle of the Bitcoin halving is the movement of the bull runs. That's why we have a bull run every 4 years when we have the halving of Bitcoin. And we're going to have the same halving of Bitcoin in 2024 mid-year, and we're going to start the next bull run. It'll carry through to 2025, and then 2026, 2027 is going to be a big, ugly bear market, just like we're experiencing right now in 2021 and in 2022. It's the same cycle, and that's why most people think crypto's a scam. Because right now, when you should be buying crypto at the bottom of the bear market, everyone's over here doing something else. Oh, crypto's a scam, the price went down. And then as soon as we go into the bull market, as soon as crypto goes from 30 grand to 100 grand, everyone's going to start buying. All the people who said 30 grand Bitcoin, what a scam, the price went down. All of them are going to buy at 100 grand, but they laughed at you when you bought at 30. Are you kidding me? And then it's going to be green candle, green candle, green candle. And then all of a sudden the lights are going to go on and be like, oh, so it is something good. I should buy some more. Green candle, green candle, green candle. We all bought way down here in the red candles. And all these people buying in the green candles are going to crest over the top of the hill, come back down the other side, lose all their money. What a scam crypto is. Yep, because you keep scamming yourself by not playing it properly. Again, that person doesn't have the aptitude to simply pay attention. Do I trust Coinbase? Yes, I have direct deposit on my bank account to Coinbase. So my bank account is connected to Coinbase and my bank account is connected to crypto.com. So both of those exchanges, I can just go there and I can buy directly right from my bank account 100%. And I will remind you, for anyone who's new, not all banks will allow you to purchase. For example, I'm in Canada. If I have a TD Canada Trust Bank or I have a Royal Bank and I try to make a purchase of crypto on the exchange, it'll decline it. It won't allow me. But if I have a Tangerine or I have a Scotiabank or I have a CIBC, it will easily allow me. So some banks are friendly with it and some are not. Sometimes you may have to use a credit card. So keep that in mind if you're having troubleshooting, trying to get your bank to allow you to connect to a site. Jerry A719 says, where did you get your education? Well, I got it in 2 places. I got it from study, from research. I'm a deep dive study person. I do a lot of real research. I don't just Google shit. And secondly, I gain access regularly from the infinite intelligence. And I'll tell you a little bit about that. The infinite intelligence, you can all call me crazy. Infinite intelligence is a big cloud of information that encompasses all thoughts of every human being on the earth. And when you go into a meditative state, you have the ability to enter your mind or your vibrations into the collective intelligence, and you can take information from the collective intelligence based on what you're thinking and what you're feeling when you go into the searching for the information mode, so to say. So it's almost like meditating about a certain topic or a project and then looking for the answers in the space of your head, which comes from the collective intelligence. And when you learn how to master this, you can actually go into a state called Genius Loci, where you can literally connect your brain to the source or to the ether, and you can collect information, which is why I know all kinds of crazy shit that people are like, Tristan, how do you even know that? Sometimes I don't even know how I know it. I just know it because my brain is connected directly to the source, or to the ether, you might call it, which is the infinite intelligence. And I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds tinfoil hattish, but that's the reality that most people do not know about the vibrations of themselves and the real world versus the spiritual world that we exist in. Nonetheless, every single human being on the planet has the ability to connect their vibrational energy, not their physical energy, to the collective intelligence and pull out fragmented information about whatever topic or it is that they're searching for. And you would be amazed how your brain will suddenly be enhanced with all of this knowledge that you didn't know. And it's the same technique how you can teach monkeys on one side of the world a certain trait, and then you take a group of monkeys on the other side of the world and they have somehow learned that trait, but they've never been in the same location. How did those guys over there learn a skill that was taught to somebody over hill? Because the information went into their brain, it was sent out as a vibration, it entered the cloud of the infinite intelligence, and someone else who had the aptitude to access that vibration matched their own body vibration with it and was able to extrapolate that information into themselves, therefore then having the idea show up in their head. All you have to, this is why narrative, television, TikTok, media, and everything is so important, because what you're thinking in your head is going into the infinite intelligence cloud for all of us to access and all of us to use, which is why so many fucked up things are happening in the world, because people's thinking is completely fucked up. And most people have no idea what they're thinking about. They're just on autopilot. So that's how I get those things. That's how I get that education. And that's how I know all kinds of stuff that people think, how do you know that, Tristan? Well, I am the source, and it's actually the infinite intelligence, which is a gift that every human being on the planet has, but most will call me crazy for even speaking about it. There you have it. Can you put quant on the V20? Yes, 100% you can put quant on the V20. It is an ERC20 token, which means quant is built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. So yes, quant can be put in the V20, and you can literally, before you have quant on the wallet, you just send your quant directly to Ethereum, and then quant will now show up on the wallet. And now you can send directly to quant or directly to Ethereum. Justin Wilson just got the #1 gifter badge. So, hey, thanks, man. Thanks for the gifts. You guys don't need to send me any gifts, though. The best gift you can send me is hit that like and share the live. The more you share the live, it shows up on other people's For You pages that would have never known anything about cryptocurrency. I already know there's a ton of people in the room today that I just showed up on their page, and then here you are, and you're like, what the hell? This guy's making it make sense. And I know I have that gift. That's why I'm here doing it. So please make sure to share the live so that other people can join the For You page. And even though we are winding down today's AMA, our live session, we have hit 100K now. We are going to wind it down. It'll still get them interested in who I am, what I'm doing, and I'm going to do a live tomorrow. Sunday is our official live day, so for anyone that's here watching, all day Sunday, well, not all day, half the day, I run live, and we will be doing just what we're doing right now, answering all your questions about crypto, blockchain, talking about the wallets, talking about how to buy crypto, how to own crypto, how to use your 24-word seed phrases, the banking infrastructure, banks that are collapsing, what's going on right now with the contagion in the financial system, all of this information right here at your fingertips, available for you free to utilize at your own discretion. So make sure to join us here on Sundays at the IHodlLife Live. That's our main day that we do lives every Sunday. And on the weekdays and weekends, sometimes if I get some free time, the wife lets me out of the cage, then I will pop on live like I did today and just do random pop-up lives like we're doing right now. But the original scheduled ones are every Sunday. So I'll see you guys this Sunday, tomorrow, at the IHodlLife Live right here on TikTok. Terry Templin asks a really good question. Terry Templin says, I heard Coinbase, the owners, are selling off a lot of their stock. Does that mean that Coinbase could be in trouble? And yes, it does. It does mean that Coinbase could be in trouble. There's a very good possibility that that Coinbase does end up tanking. And the reason for that is because Coinbase is an online exchange. And I've said it many times, I've been saying it since 2020, that all exchanges are direct threats to bank. A bank and an exchange is a physical version of money access, and an exchange is a digital version of money access. Therefore, they're direct competition of each other. So it only makes sense for the banking infrastructure, if it's going to survive, to completely eradicate every single exchange. Or the exchanges themselves have to become banks. So either Coinbase becomes a bank itself, or it's just going to get removed and it's going to be replaced with something else that will be a digital version of a bank. And therefore, exchanges could potentially be removed, which means our ability to access crypto is only through a bank, the same way that our traditional financial system is right now. You want to access Canadian dollars, or you want to access some US dollars, you got to go to your bank, or you got to go to a lending institution. You can't get it anywhere else unless you dig it out of a hole in the ground. So same thing, and cryptocurrency may end up getting to that space as well, and wallets is what they'll use to control that on us. So could they be in trouble? Maybe. Is Coinbase a pretty secure, pretty big player on the field? Yes, but is Coinbase and Binance, some of the biggest exchanges in the world, potentially disappear tomorrow? Yes. This is why we don't leave our crypto on exchanges and we use offline wallets, so the crypto's in our custody. I don't care how big you are, you can disappear tomorrow. 100K, thank you. Yes, everyone, congratulate yourselves. Thank you, everyone in the IHodlLife community. We have got our likes all the way up to 100K, so thank you guys. That was our goal for today. When we do our Sunday live, it's going to be a little more. Our goal last Sunday was 150, and we did hit it. We hit 150,000 likes, which is crazy. In fact, we hit 165, I think it was. So this Sunday, we're going to try and top that. We're going to try to go all the way to 200,000 likes, which is tomorrow. So I might have to stick around for an extra hour so we can get to that number, but that's what we're going to try to do. So thanks everybody that joined today. Thanks everybody that did hit that like. And of course, most importantly, thank you for those of you who shared the live, and for those of you who sent me some nice gifts because you appreciate the knowledge that I shared with you. Thank you. I will spend all of those pennies once they gather up to be $3, and I will get myself a coffee. So thanks very much. I appreciate all you guys as much as you appreciate me. So let's see, do we have any more topics on here that I want to get through before we close off? And it looks like I've got 12% battery life, so it looks like my timing is good. Maybe that's what I should do, charge my phone full, and once the battery ends, the live is over, because I can talk crypto for days. So thanks everybody who is new followers, all of you who were not part of the IHodlLife community, you caught my live today and you happen to hit the follow, well, welcome. I hope that I help you with your new cryptocurrency journey. Someone is asking about what to do with the ISO 2020, and I think what they mean is 2022. And what do you do with them? Well, you hodl them. You own those ISO coins and you hodl them. And as our new financial infrastructure rolls out, you will see these new ISO layer 1 protocols absolutely skyrocket in value. The potential to become a billionaire could never be so easy. It has never been so easy. Do I think ETC, which is Ethereum Cash, will be worth as much as Bitcoin? No, never. Douglas Stewart says, I'm a physician and rewarding feelings are immense. And so you know what I mean. You know what I mean by giving information or telling somebody something or giving knowledge that you have to somebody and seeing them win. It's a high that I can't even explain it. I've smoked weed. I've been high before. I've been drunk. I've been high before. There is no high. I've had exciting things happen in my life where my dopamine level was crazy. There is no high as high that you can feel inside you, this vibrational energy of just like wow. There is no feeling like that than when you give something to someone else and you see them win because of it. You literally feel on the inside like you're doing this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's literally how you feel on the inside. And it's really an amazing thing. So Douglas Stewart, I completely agree with you. Being a physician, you must get that feeling a lot where you share information with someone or you tell somebody something that becomes life-changing to them. Maybe you relieve their pain by something that they didn't know. And now their life is just so much better because of that little bit of information, which to you is like pineal, but to them it's everything. And yeah, I totally understand the great gift of that. So congratulations on being a physician and being in a field where you can really help and share. I'm a crypto physician. I help people with their crypto as you help people with their physicals. So nice to meet you here, Douglas Stewart. Thanks for following along in the IHodlLife community. Good to know we've got some doctors out there for when my heart starts pounding, when my XRP starts pumping. I don't like to use the word pumping. It makes people think, oh, I should buy some now. It's going to make me rich tomorrow. So sorry for using the word pumping. I don't like to use that word because it gives a false idea of the compounding, slow, methodical process to stacking crypto assets. Dimitri is back saying pump and dump scam. So Dimitri still has no idea what crypto is. Dimitri, you posted like an hour ago something nonsense about crypto, and now you're here about an hour later still saying crypto is a pump and dump. So my question is, are you not listening? Or did you just leave and then come back? Because there's no way that you listened to everything I just said in the last hour or two and you still will say that. Like there's no way. Either you're not listening or you left and you came back. Dimitri, get your shit together, bro. Your words here saying that crypto is a pump and dump and that it's a scam, your words are a scam to your children's future because you're too ignorant to do some research and understand what you're talking about. This is a really good question by Little Street Villy. He says, why would I invest in Bitcoin if the government is coming up with their own? Well, it's important to know that the government is not coming up with their own Bitcoin. The government is coming up with currency, and Bitcoin is not currency. It's important to know Bitcoin is a store of value. It's not currency. Digital government-issued CBDCs will be currencies. Therefore, they're not the same thing. They're not in competition with each other. If the government issues digital CBDCs, Bitcoin's still going to exist. And if they never issue digital CBDCs, Bitcoin's still going to exist. They're not the same thing. So it doesn't matter what governments release their own cryptos or their coins. The traditional cryptocurrency market, I will remind you, are not currencies. So if Canada releases a digital CBDC, US, UK, everybody releases a digital CBDC, Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, Algorand, X, all these crypto coins are still going to exist. Do you know why? Because none of them are currencies. None of them are trying to be money. These are all companies, businesses that you are buying stocks in. And instead of buying a stock, you buy a crypto coin or an NFT or a token. It's just how they issue you the value. When you buy crypto, you're not buying currency. It's really important to understand that. You're buying shares of new companies. Therefore, the argument, oh, well, then they're a security. But the decentralized aspect of how you can buy the asset, yes, some will be a security. No, others will not, depending on how they offer their tokenomics out to the community. But nonetheless, splicing hairs, this is the gist of crypto assets versus physical assets. Alex Santiago just says wrong, dot, 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 but no context. So Alex, your comment is completely useless and has no content. So thank you for saying wrong, but not putting any content towards what's wrong or why you think it's wrong or any type of fundamental information to verify why you support the fact of what you think I might have said is wrong. So when you just post a stupid comment like wrong, I already know that you're just talking from opinion and you really have no content on the matter. If you did, you would have dropped it. You would have said wrong because blah, 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 blah. You didn't do that. I know you're just trolling and being one of those crypto scarce people like, oh, it's a scam, it's a scam. Probably because you bought cryptocurrency without doing any research. The price went down. You lost your money because you were stupid and you hit the sold button. And now you run around telling everybody crypto's a scam because you scammed yourself. Funny how I know shit, eh? This is a really good question. Elias Suyahaya 626 says, which is a good site to invest in? Which site is good to invest in? It's really important that you understand you are not investing in a site. You are not giving your money to anyone. Anyone who says, hey, I have an investment site, come give me your money, this is a scam. You do not invest your money in any site. You download an app, you buy the crypto, and you send the crypto to your offline wallet. You don't go to a site to give them your money. It's not what you do. You download an app, which is an exchange, like an app that you can buy from a crypto bank, so to say, and then you attach your bank card and you buy, or your credit card and you buy your crypto, and then you send it to your offline wallet, which you obviously ordered from IHodlLife. The link's in my bio. So that's how you do that. Crypto Basics says to Kevin Bonafide, that's a big mistake because they've been calling Hex a rug pull for 2 years. All good though, and I can't agree or disagree with that. I have no interest in the Hex or the Pulse Chain community. I believe that they're trying to take the traditional financial world and put it into the crypto space, which is not the same bird, which I was talking about before. So I don't support any of all of that. And for the longest time, I had a feeling that Hex is a scam-ish type of platform. I'm not saying it is a scam. I'm not saying it's not a scam either. I'm just saying it gives me scammy vibes, so I will steer clear of Hex and purchasing that asset. I don't care how many people might have made money on it. Lots of people made money on cocaine too. Doesn't mean I'm going to go buy some. Godin says he has brain damage. Have mercy on me. Well, follow along. We'll spend some love. And if you learn how to connect your brain to the infinite intelligence, you can actually heal yourself too. So there is mercy for you. How do I feel about keeping funds on exchanges? Crypto Basics says. Well, you have to understand if you have funds on an exchange, it's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. Just like the money in your bank account doesn't belong to you. That's why you need to go invest $150 of your hard-earned money and get yourself an offline digital smart wallet so you can put your cryptocurrency from the exchange offline in your wallet. And you want to know how easy it is? Let's say that you just went on Coinbase or crypto.com and you bought some crypto and you want to send it to your offline wallet. It's so easy. You literally just scan it over to your offline wallet. So here's my wallet right here. Let's just turn this bad boy on. There we go. And let's log in. So you can see there is my crypto. And now if I want to send something over like Bitcoin or Ethereum, I just touch the screen. And now I'm on my exchange where I bought my crypto that I'm not leaving on the exchange because it's not safe there. It's not in my custody. And then I'm just QR scanning by hitting send or withdraw on the exchange and sending it to my offline wallet. And now it's in the custody of my offline wallet in my possession. The crypto never left the blockchain, just the private key. Public key, was moved to my wallet, therefore giving me access to the crypto and being able to view it on the blockchain. Eager Beaver says, what up, Tristan? I hope you're well, bro. I'm doing great, too. I'm always doing better when I read your name, Eager Beaver. I must say I'm always a little bit eager for some beaver myself. Curious George, really great question. How do I learn to meditate like that? And I think you're referring to Genius Loki. Well, I'll tell you, it's really, really that simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into a dark room. So maybe a room that you're in, doesn't matter where you are. The quieter, the better. The smaller, the better. because you're going to send out vibrations from your body. And if you're in a small room, like a closet, for example, you can the vibrations can bounce off the walls, so they can kind of double resonate to each other, so to say. Kind of like two forks pinging against each other, and it's like ping, ping, and they almost double up the waves on each other. So you go into any small room, an office, a bathroom. Any bathroom's maybe not a good idea, bad vibration, but a room that is very clean and very nice, doesn't have bad odors, it's not going to take your mind away, it's very neutral. And then you're going to turn off all the lights. Everything is pitch black. And in front of you, you're going to have a pen and a piece of paper. That's all. And you're going to sit in that darkness, and you're going to go into that darkness with a point in mind. So for me, I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm a founder and CEO of IHodlLife. I've created my new clothing line, which I've already designed. I haven't brought it to the market yet. And now I need to find out, how am I going to bring this to life? How am I going to get it into an NFT drop? How am I going to get it out to my community? How am I going to let them involve the NFT drop, get the clothing, get it into stores, get it online, get it on the metaverse as well as in the physical world? How do I do all those steps? I've never been a CEO or a clothing line before, or a founder of a clothing line before. I don't have answers to those. Now I can go source people from that, or I can do Genius Loki and I can reach into the infinite intelligence, which is naturally what I'm going to do. So I'm in my dark room. I have my piece of paper in front of me. I have my pen in front of me. The room is pitch black, and in my mind is only one thing. How do I grow my clothing line? How do I incorporate it into my store? IHodlLife clothing, IHL clothing, IHodlLife apparel line. I'm now talking about it. I'm creating the vibration of what it is that I'm thinking, which is all my clothing line for the IHodlLife company, and how we're going to get it out into people and on their bodies. That's the only thought. I'm not there thinking about my finances. I'm not there thinking about my XRP. I'm not there thinking about my new car or dreaming about my new house or anything like that. I'm there focused on only one thing, which is, how am I going to make my clothing line successful to the world to access them? That's it. That's all. And I'm going to stay in that dark room, which 1 minute will seem like an hour, I promise you. I'm going to stay in there for at least 5 minutes. And if I have to set an alarm, that's fine. For at least, because you'll be in there, you'll think 5 minutes passed and it's like 25 seconds. So you think that 5 minutes has passed, or you set an alarm, and then the lights come on. And when you turn the light on, you're going to write, as you've been thinking about that in the darkness for 5 minutes and just like talking to yourself nonsense, IHL clothing, IHodlLife apparel line, people wearing it on their bodies, metaverse, walking through the metaverse. Yeah, my metaverse character has it. Now we have watches and shoes available, and you can buy them in the NFT marketplace. Do you see how I'm creating and building in my mind on that focused topic in the dark with my pen and paper in front of me? When the lights go on, I'm going to write down, I'm going to draw, I'm going to make shapes, I'm just going to verbally diarrhea through a pen and paper anything that comes to my mind. I might draw shapes, I might write phrases or words, I might write little pieces of fragments of what was going on in my head during that experience. And then when I'm done doing that, when I have nothing left in my pen, nothing left to write, it could be the most randomest shit. I could come out of that thinking about my business, and I write pink flower, blue squares, upside down, sky is the limit, tomorrow will never, like crazy random stuff that doesn't make any sense. And then you stop and you finish all of it. Now you have access to Genius Loki. Thinking about your topic in the dark, sending your vibrations out into the collective intelligence. The collective intelligence therefore took that information and sent back to you the answers you asked for, but it sent you the answers in fragmented information, which is why you wrote it down in all this random shit that didn't make any sense. Now take 1 minute and take a look at the piece of paper as a whole. Look at it as a whole. And you will be amazed what you will create, what you will generate, where ideas come from just from what you saw written on that page. Did you know that that's how the light bulb was created? Did you know that that's how the theory of relativity was created from Einstein? That's because they knew something called Genius Loki, which is the ability to go into a dark place, submit your vibrations out to the infinite intelligence, grab information from the infinite intelligence, and then fragmentally put it together to make sense of what will come to you as an idea. It always comes to you as an idea, the final result. It's not an answer or a written example. It'll come to you as an idea. For example, I went into my Genius Loki. I have my darkness. I have my pen. I have my paper. I'm thinking all my thoughts about my clothing line. I came out. I drew paper all over the place. And now my idea is, I'm going to partner with XDC NFT Marketplace that just launched, and I'm going to ask them to offer my clothing out to all the people who are doing NFT drop. And it's amazing where the ideas come from. And then people are like, how did you even know to think about that? Well, the infinite intelligence gave me the information. Are you sure? Yeah, because I put it into reality and I created application from thought process. So to answer your question, I hope that answered it really, really well. This is a very secret knowledge that I'm scared to talk about. They might even take my page down for telling you guys this, because you're not allowed to know about that stuff. You're not allowed to know about the ability to astral plane yourself into higher dimensions, higher planes. Everything in the physical world is nothing more than an arrangement of atoms. We are actually spiritual creatures. So, Curious George, that's how you meditate, like that. And no, you will not Google and find information on that kind of stuff. No, this is sacred knowledge that is not shared. Here's a question. Roxy Rowe says, is V Thor ever going to fly? What this tells me is I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for it to pump. You are in cryptocurrency for the wrong reason. Go back to the casino, lose some money, and then come back to the cryptocurrency with the mindset that you want to be an investor and you're going to grow slow compounding growth. And you would know that time frame doesn't mean anything. So when you're sitting there thinking, when's it going to go? When's it going to pump? I don't sit around and think, when's my XRP going to pump? I think, fuck, I hope it doesn't pump so I can keep buying more before it does. Are you with me? Because I really understand its future potential. I hope it doesn't pump tomorrow. Fuck, I could still buy it for another couple of weeks. I still got so many more paychecks to come in that I can buy more before it pumps, or before it explodes, or before it becomes generational. So for those reasons, I don't sit around waiting for it to pump. And if you are, you have to look at crypto differently. Stop looking at it as an opportunity to gain quickly and start looking at it as an opportunity to grow wealth. All right, I got to cut my mic because I'm about to lose power at 2% on my phone. So let's drop the mic. Drop the mic. Let's get some battery power plug in there. All right, sorry guys, my sound probably went down a little bit because I dropped my mic. I had to plug my phone in, but it's okay. We're going to shut it down anyway. We wanted to get to 100,000 likes. You guys are animals, and you got us all the way to 112. Why don't we hit that like just a couple more times? Let's end it at 115. How does that sound? We got all the way to 112,000. We can easily throw up another 1,000. So hit that like. Let's get it up to 115, and then we'll call it a day. And I will see you guys tomorrow here at the IHodlLife Live all day on Sunday. So let's scroll through here. I see I still have 100 and more questions I haven't got to. So for all of you whose questions I haven't answered, I'm sorry. I don't have enough time to answer every single thing that's posted in the chat. I just go through them the best that I can. So if I didn't get to you, I'm not ignoring you. You're not any less important than anyone else. It's just the process of how it went today. And sometimes you get your questions answered and sometimes you don't. So make sure you keep following along. You can ask your questions again. I'm always going to be back here to help you with some more blockchain and Web3 information. And yes, you can hold XRP on the V20. I wouldn't even promote the wallet if it didn't hold XRP. Any wallet that doesn't hold XRP, I'm kicking it into the fucking river. I'm just kidding. I think you can tell how much I love XRP. Rupert says, thanks for your time. Hey man, thank you. Thank you for thanking me for my time. I appreciate that. I appreciate the appreciation. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that like because that's how you really show me appreciation, and always share the live. And look at that. You guys already hit 115,000. You're a bunch of animals. I love you. If I was there physically, I'd wrap my arms around all of you as one big group with my big go-go gadget arms, and I'd give you one big wet ass kiss on your faces just for saying, hey, you guys are innovative. You guys are forward thinking. You're here paying attention to something that is absolutely revolutionary. And God, I hope it changes your life. Ha, someone says you're not crazy. You just explained common sense in detail. That's funny. I get a kick out of you guys' comments sometimes. Godin, Godon, or Godin, just leave the chat, dude. Like, why are you even here trolling, arguing with people's comments? I see you like every 10th comment putting in your stupid comments. Like, just leave. Like, why are you even here hanging around? If you don't like the cryptocurrency space, if you're not interested in blockchain, you don't want to invest in that kind of stuff, and you don't care to hear about it, then just go watch fucking girls shake their titties on some other screen or something. Why are you here trolling through the community, arguing with people's comments, trying to downplay what they're saying when everything you're saying is absolutely nonsense? Cryptocurrency, blockchain technology is the inevitable future. For anyone who can't see that, I feel sorry for your ability to actually see anything. So Godon, just leave the room, man. I'm getting sick of your comments. If you have something good to say, I entertain it. I love the challenge. I love the open information. But when you're just being a troll, like seriously, dude, just fuck off. Get the fuck off my live. No, I'm not that nice. I will tell you to go fuck yourself. Get the fuck off my live. Mr. Godon, quit trolling people. Well, I think we're getting close to the bottom of all these questions. So let's take a look. And for anyone else out there who's arguing back with Godon, just ignore him. The best thing you can do when someone's trying to troll is just ignore them. And the reason for that is because the reason they're trolling is because they have self-influence feelings and problems. So they feel inferior about themselves. So they do that for attention, kind of like the kid who acts up in school because his parents treat him bad. It's the same thing. He needs the attention, so he's on here trolling everyone so that he feels important, gives them some attention. It gives him a dopamine fix. Just ignore him, and you'll very quickly see how he vanishes. If he's not getting his little fix, no one's replying to me, because all he's doing is looking for a response. So just don't respond to him. Curious George, please let us know how to connect to the infinite cloud. I already explained it, so I hope you were following along. And if you weren't following along and you missed it, all of these videos do get posted on my YouTube. So go hit the link in my bio and go to my YouTube and you can follow along and you can join in and check out all these videos because they do get quite long and not everybody can see them from start to finish, but there's always good content in them. Fueler 400 says Coinbase will likely just end up paying a fine. Very good possibility, but that does still make me question why did the CEO of Coinbase sell his stock or a bunch of it, and then why did Cathie Woods sell stock immediately after that? Those are very smart people. So I would still go with my word that all exchanges are in trouble, the same way that all stablecoins are in trouble. Roxy Rose says, where's a good place to start if you're new? Right here in the IHodlLife community. Anyone who is trying to assist you, let me show you how to buy your crypto. They're all scammers. Don't let anyone help you. For the first time ever, you're going to do it on your own. You're not going to get a broker. You're not going to go to a bank. You're just going to do it by yourself. I'm not going to help you. Nobody else is going to help you. I'll give you the information on how to do it. But anyone who says, give me money, I'll show you how to buy it, these are all scammers taking advantage of someone who doesn't know what they're doing in the crypto space. So make sure you understand, just by following along and watching, you are in the right place right now, following along with the IHodlLife community. Hit the link in my bio, Roxy Rowe. You can follow us on our YouTube. You can follow us on our Discord. And of course, you can follow us on TikTok. I have tons of videos I post on a regular basis, as well as I now do lives on a regular basis, always guaranteed on Sundays. Not guaranteed on other days, but always guaranteed on Sundays. So follow along and you should be able to get your hands wrapped around it pretty darn good. All right, guys, look at that. We already got to 120K. You guys are machines. I think we're going to wrap it up for today. I'm just scrolling through these comments to see if there's anything else in here. And Curious George makes a really good comment that I know very well. Curious George says, hey, IHodlLife, if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. And I know I've got tons of haters out there. I get trolled all the time, and I welcome it. I am not a pussy whip kind of man. I'm not a pushover. I'll dish it out just as good as they bring it in, man. I've been called before the verbal smackdown champion. So I encourage the heat. Bring it, because I will fuck you up right back. Like I said, not a pushover in those ways. So I don't mind a little bit of the controversy, and I do find I actually like the controversy because most of the people that are controversial about it are the people who 2 or 3 years later end up changing their life with cryptocurrency. The same way that I was controversial about it when someone first told me about Bitcoin, and I was like, screw off, blah, blah, blah. Fake money, but I was the same way. So I take that with a grain of salt, and I understand their ignorance. I understand they just don't know. I understand that they're naturally trained to think differently, so I can't hold that against them. I just keep dropping those seeds, dropping those seeds, dropping those seeds, and within that group of non-believers, so to say, there will be a few that will pick up those seeds and they'll grow themselves some wonderful trees. Shori23 or Shori33 says, how do you store your coins? You use an offline wallet. Go to our store, www.IHodlLife.com. The link is in my bio, and you can order yourself a smart wallet. You just pull up your QR scan and scan your crypto over to it. Easiest wallets in the world to use, and that's how you hold your crypto in your custody. Is your money still in the bank? You don't own it. Curious George, what site do I use to learn about crypto and research coins? Oh man, there's so many. I have a repertoire of a resource where I go to gather information, research information, find information. One of the main ones is CoinMarketCap is a really good one for people to use, and TradingView. CoinMarketCap, TradingView, apps you can download on your phone or on your computer, and they really give you a lot of analytical data to help you make decisions in the crypto space. This month, what do I think is better to buy, Bitcoin or XRP? Both. but I think Bitcoin will be more of a long-term savings account, and I believe XRP will offer more sooner internal gains. Thanks for explaining this. Joshua says, is Terra Classic a good coin to buy? In my opinion, no. Don't buy what I tell you to. Don't not buy what I tell you to. Do your own research. Make your own decisions. Don't ever call me up and say, hey, you told me to buy this coin and I lost money. I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself because you're an idiot and you should have done your own research. So do your own research. Buy what you choose to buy. But in my opinion, Terra Classic goes right up there with Hex. Stuff that is dangerous. I'm not getting involved in it. We already saw UST, their stablecoin crash, which was an algorithmic based stablecoin. And all it took was for Binance to say, you know what? I don't like you, and drop a ton of their cryptocurrency, and the price absolutely dropped. The algorithm couldn't keep up, and it just started printing, and before it knew it, it couldn't reverse itself, and then the coin became worthless. So, I'm not a fan of anything in the Terra Luna lineup or anything to do with Do Kwon. Yes, you can place XTC in the cold wallet. 100%. It holds all EVM chains. The cryptocurrency wallets hold over like 10,000 cryptos and coins. It's going to hold almost everything you want. The only two I know that, or three I should say, that I have that it doesn't hold yet, that it will soon, is HBAR, Algorand, and ICP. Those are three coins that I really like, but they're not being held on the wallet yet. And it's only because they're new, so they haven't been adapted yet. But they will as we move forward. One Time Thinker says, I love your attitude. Thanks. I appreciate that. Sometimes I can be a bit aggressive, especially when I start telling people to F off. But hey, I'm a real character, so thanks. I like to think most of the time I have a good attitude. I can still get rough. I can still go over the edge, and my wife has to remind me to dial it back a little bit. You know, only a human. Mostly human, anyway. Another story. But yeah, so. And yes, your crypto, Johnny Moo, yes, your crypto is always on the blockchain. It's only your public key that goes to this and then connects with your private key. So it doesn't matter what wallet you use, the crypto still stays on the blockchain. You're only transferring around public key, which is your access to your private key, or the asymmetrical match that allows you to access your cryptocurrency. You must have the private key and the public key together symmetrically because they're asymmetric keys. It's like A and B, and they have to go together to create C, and C opens up the door to the crypto on the blockchain. So the wallet itself holds your public key. The private key is my 24-word seed phrase. I type in my 24-word seed phrase, now private key and public key asymmetrical match. I now have access to the crypto on the blockchain. Doesn't matter what wallet you use. Live, laugh, love, lol. I like your name. I like to live. I like to laugh. I love to love. I really love to love. And I like to lol too, which is laugh out loud. But no, I don't like Hex. I'm not comfortable with Hex. I don't like how the founder of Hex conducts himself. And I don't really like their idea of trying to take traditional finance and bring it into the crypto space. So I personally don't have any interest in it. Do your own research, invest in what you want, but it's not on my interest radar. All right, guys. I think we're going to wind it down. I'm getting a little bit sleepy, even though my phone is fully charged again now. So let me just skip through here and see, is there anything else that sticks out to me or pops out? And I will ask. There's still 100+ questions I haven't even got to that you guys have posted, so I'm not getting to all of them. Come back, see you tomorrow on Sunday, and you can post your questions then, and we will get to them. So that's it. No more questions. We're done for that for today. I am questioned out. I'm never questioned out. You guys can keep firing away. I can go for hours, but I got to call a limit on it sometime. Congratulations, guys. We did our goal of 100,000. In fact, we hit 120. So thank you, everybody that hit that like, and thank you, everybody that shared the page. I really, really appreciate. For those of you that are still in the room, go ahead and hit that like one last time as I say thank you for being here and being part of the IHodlLife community. I appreciate you as much as you appreciate me, because without you here, I'm just talking to myself and nobody gives a shit. So thank you. You are just as important as the knowledge that I share to you. So thank you for everybody that took the time and the energy to lose their fingerprints and keep hitting that like for me today to help share the page and help grow the community. I appreciate you very much. So Tristan here at IHodlLife. I will see you guys tomorrow later in the second half of the day when we do the live. Bring your questions, bring your topics, bring your friends. I'll see you then.